Low key, niggas hating, but they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we gon' eat.
I'm taking hallelujah. That's about everybody. We miss on the song a lot.
Charleston, here's the fan. The link.
Something you can lend me. Shit, boys ain't doing nothing for me for free. Can't put no trust in you boys, cause y'all be trying to run G. Cause I don't like dreaming about making no cheese. Wanna see my motherfucking bank account OD. Until then, I'ma be thugging behind the project building, smoking that 5 with the ghetto children, plotting on a way that we can make a million dollars. Behind the project building, smoking that poppy with the ghetto children, plotting on a way that we can make $1 million. Hey, now I'm on some shit again. Leave a hater stranded like Gilligan. Hundreds I'm considering, flexing for $1 million. Catch it, hater, I'm killing them. They spot, but I ain't feeling them. My jacket off appearing them. Some will say it's numerary, partners in vocifering. Juvenile is different. Look at what I did to them. Boys wearing Reeboks instead of Nikes and Timberlands. Bitch hitters, I'll be tipping them. My Mac 9, it be flipping them. Some of these haters is trying to run G, so I'll be gifting them. They will do the same to me. Boys ain't no family. Shit is all a game to me, but nobody gon' handle me. 400 degrees, toting guns, running with me. No wonder we need more money one could receive. Player wanna deal with this Christ, I'ma put it open in his life. Never should I fuck with me right. Why you keep ducking me shy? I'ma knock your head off. Boy, tryna get to your fuck, tryna play it off. You made the beat, pussy, so why is you scared? If you mind your fucking business, then your life would be spared. I can't see it. Pussy try to make me out a bitch, I can't be it. I had this motherfucker grow with hitters like Free Nick. You probably can save yourself, but you can't save your neighbors. When my night get to spinning around like a baseball player. Put on this potato on the end of my nine. Foolishness I entertain to keep these boys in line. Look, cause I don't like to dream about making no cheese. Cause I don't like to dream about making no cheese. Wanna see my motherfucking bank account OD. Until then, I'ma be thugging behind a project building, smoking that Bobby with the ghetto children, plotting on a way that we can make $1 million. Bet them bitches know me. Man, know your head buster out that wild TC. I'm a young hitter. Look at what you done, hitter. You done made me mad. Now I'm gonna get my gun, hitter. Better watch your tongue, hitter. Cause I'm getting dumb, hitter. Kill one hitter to represent where I'm from, hitter. 3 things you don't ever do. Fuck with a man, exchange or his mama. You do that, you want drama. Fuck with a big timer for sure. You gon' see I'm out you. Which one of you boys want me? I'ma keep it real with you. You say you the man, I know I'm the man, and I'm ready to deal with you. I'm prepared for the toe tagging. Keep my Reebok strapped tight with my key ball sagging.
See, John, this is what I was talking about. John, this I don't know what Miss Tawana want to talk about, Miss Tawana. When I get through saying this to John, then do your thing. This is exactly what I was just talking about on your panel with you trying to run people. Now you out here saying you fool with UP. You know I don't like UP. Have I said anything to you about that? I ain't told you to take my wrench. I haven't asked you why you was over there. I just laughed when I found out. I said, damn, you like her? But that was it. You're telling me to take your writ because Miss Tawana want to speak? And you know, I don't got no sides in this shit at all. I'm just a neutral damn platform. You don't know what the fuck she about to say. You don't know. The live ain't even started yet, and you don't know what she about to say, and you saying she about to diss you. That's why I said, you be moving too fast. No, what do you mean? I thought we were cooler than that. It's almost like you trying to run a nigga. I ain't said nothing. You be over there in UP chat. I ain't said shit to you at all. And you're coming to me because she in the live. She ain't said nothing yet. That's why I said, I think we be moving too fast sometimes, acting off emotion and feelings and shit. I'm not taking it personal. It's cool, but if it's quick for you to do some shit like that, then it's meant to be that way then, sir. Because again, I ain't said shit to you about being with UP. Nobody has said shit to you about being with UP, but I'm constantly listening to you run around talk about who people cool with. That ain't gangster, sir. So if we good, we good. No hard feelings. Go ahead, Mr. Warner. Mr. Water, you on mute. Well, I don't know what she doing. I'm cooking and stuff, but John, everybody moves differently.
I'm
So
sorry. I'm sorry.
everybody moves differently. I know you don't move like that. It's some shit you do. I don't move like that's what makes everybody individuals. But it seems like you judge everybody for how they do their shit, but nobody judges you for how you do your shit. You want the autonomy to do what you want to do, and then when people do what they want to do, you say you're not rocking with it, bro. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. Go ahead, Mr. Warner.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, I would put this disclaimer out here again. I don't know what the fuck going on. I just know all hell is breaking loose on J4K. And Mr. Warner said she wanted a platform for me to mediate whatever she about to talk about. I don't even know what she about to talk about. The emails was just real simple. Can you mediate? Yup. What time? After 5. Set the live. That was it.
Okay, now the reason why I'm coming on this panel and I'm talking about it out here is because the only reason is because I hear a lot of things that's being said to me or said on platforms and around that and I found out that there's been a lot of back conversations. I will say publicly that we did do the live. John Frank came up and he asked us to take it offline so that we could keep our business to ourselves. Whatever he said on those panels to both Vaughn's panel and Two Strongs. And we all agreed. And unfortunately, we did all get in the back on the channel, but it didn't go well. Soon as the conversation started, one person started screaming and blowing out a lot of stuff, and and we didn't get a chance to talk because nobody could get a word in edgewise. And
you being real vague. Can you say names? Because we don't know the story.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay,
I'm
John asked me, Vaughn, Mimi, Too Strong, and Gears to come together to talk, and him and Gears mediate the conversation. When the conversation started, they said, who want to go? I said, I will go first. Soon as I went to start talking, Amanda came in and Amanda started expressing herself, and nobody else could talk at the time. We were both screaming and we were both yelling, and it just was a bad conversation, and nobody could get anything in. So I ended up disconnecting myself, which I had on my line Gears and Bond. And one of the strange things that happened afterwards is John told me that he also wanted to speak to me about some problems that we had after Too Strong and Mimi and I spoke about everything. And I said, okay, it was not a problem. John went on to tell me that if the conversation didn't go well with me and him, that he would have a problem with me. I didn't understand where it was coming from. But I said, okay, John, and you sound like you threatened me, but I ain't worried about that. And we went on. He said that he was leaving the barbershop. So before that happened, and take you back to the beginning of everything that's happened. And the reason why I'm doing this is Too Strong. I honestly was trying to talk to you woman to woman, because I think that I've never spoke to you. You've never spoke to me. So everything that you feeling, everything that you getting is based off of he say, she say. You haven't spoke to me about what the he say, she say was. You haven't come to me to give me the opportunity to answer whatever questions that you had. You just went off and just started calling me all kinds of names and just went manic on me. And even when you said, yeah, bitch, you messy. I said, okay, I'm messy. Let's talk about it. You wouldn't quiet down so we could even talk about me being messy. I was being that open to the conversation because guess what? I knew that I didn't do anything wrong to you. I only had your back when all of us was friends. If I be 100% honest, if Vaughn come out here and tell the truth, and if Mimi come out here and tell the truth, they would tell you that I never not had your back there one time.
Well, that ain't the story I'm hearing.
I never not had your back one time.
That's not the story that I'm hearing.
Let me finish with my story, guys, and then you could come in. Y'all could write down. Everybody got to talk for me. So all this time when we was back there, when we never talked about you. Vaughn never talked about you. Mimi never talked about you. Only time that we brought up your name and talked about you Too Strong was that day when you said that you didn't want to talk. We was all on the phone. I didn't even have a problem with you. I never, until now, knew you had a problem with me. Never. Nobody ever came and told me you had a problem with me. So when you coming out here, you blindsided me because I don't know what the fuck is going on.
No, I didn't. You knew exactly what was going on.
No. Too Strong, honest to goodness. What you and Vaughn them had to go on, when me and Vaughn, what Vaughn say, December the 12th or 18th was y'all date? Me and Vaughn don't sit on the phone the way that y'all sit on the phone.
Girl, you knew exactly, but I'm gonna let you finish because I'm gonna speak.
Okay, you can finish. Okay, no.
Go ahead.
When you and Vaughn them, when we was all in that chat, me and Vaughn, and we was asking you to come back there to talk, nobody was talking about you.
No, I didn't say nobody was. This not
but you
based
said
on
that I knew what was going on. You're telling me
you coming out here being manipulative and you're lying. You're not telling the fucking truth.
Okay.
To want to get
wait a minute, Too Strong. Let's talk.
I'm talking, so you got to be quiet.
Let me ask you a question because I don't know what you're talking about.
You ain't got to ask me no question. I'm finna tell you. So this is what you do every time. Be quiet.
No, I was talking. No, I was talking. If you're gonna do it that way,
and we was having a conversation, and you do this.
MoneyBoy, can you get your panel for a second?
You do this every time somebody trying to say something.
I thought y'all was gonna be able to figure it out.
Can you get your panel, please?
MoneyBoy,
can you
don't want me to talk because you don't want me to tell the truth.
No, because I was talking.
You don't want. How long you gonna talk? Come on, go ahead.
Hold on, Mr. Wonder. Mr. Wonder, because you are saying a lot of things, and like she ain't gonna be able
Correct,
to remember.
but Money
So
Boy, well, what
I'm
I'm
gonna give you a
asking her,
timer. I'm gonna just
But
give
she
you a
don't
3 minute
want the
okay,
timer.
truth.
Money Boy,
She
but
don't
what
want
I'm
the
trying to ask her, too strong, Money
truth.
Boy. Only thing that I am trying to ask too strong,
You,
if she can tell me what it is
I'm
that I
trying
can
to tell
get.
you, but you keep
Okay.
bapping your mouth, and I can't tell
I'm
you
not
because
gonna
you
let
keep
you talk
bapping
shit
your
to me
mouth.
though, too strong. I'm not
You're
gonna let you
bapping
talk
your
shit.
mouth. You don't know what I'm going to
Bitch,
say. You're
I'm gonna
bapping
bat
your
my
mouth
mouth
Well,
as long
like
as I
you
I'm gonna
want.
give
always
y'all a
do,
Can you,
timer.
and you never want to
I'm gonna
Money
give
Boy,
listen,
y'all
can
a
I do
and
it the
you
timer.
way that
bat,
I
bat,
wanted to do
bat,
it?
bat,
I
bat,
asked
bat,
you if
bat,
I could
bat,
have a
bat, bat,
platform.
bat,
If we're
bat,
not
bat,
gonna do it the
bat,
way I have it, Money
bat,
Boy,
bat,
I
bat.
asked you if I could have a
You
So
always
platform.
want to
Let
go to
me
somebody's
talk.
what
panel
is
and
it
what's
that
going.
you're
Why you
Money
don't do
trying
no
to
Boy,
Miss
lives on your
Tawana?
channel?
Money Boy.
What is it that you're trying to get done, Miss Tawana? Because you
I
did
was just
speak your
trying.
you.
What I told you in the
She
email. I say,
wants to
Money Boy.
I
lie
know,
and
I
but
said, Money
manipulate.
Boy, can I have a? I said,
Poison
Money
tank of
Boy.
tank.
I got you. I got you from Mr. Warner. What's happened so far is you spoke for a minute, you stopped, she began to
Mhm.
respond to some of the stuff that you said, and then you started again. So
But
like
yeah, because she don't want me
if
to
you
tell
go
the truth, and she not
if
gonna
you gonna
confuse
ask her,
me.
if you gonna ask her a question in the
Mhm.
midst of you talking, you got to give her an opportunity to answer it, especially if you stop talking to ask her a question. You got to give her a chance to do it.
Okay, I'm gonna let her
But
say
but
everything
I
and
can
then
put
I'll
you
talk.
but I can put y'all on a timer though. If you still got something to say, I can start a 3 minute
Yeah,
timer,
cause
let you
I
know when
didn't.
it's
Cause
up, and
Money
then she
Boy,
can go.
Money Boy, honestly, when I did that, when I called you the yesterday, I asked you to do a panel for all of us. And I told you that everything had fell through because Vaughn said that everybody had made up and I let it go. Today, when I text you, I said, hey, can I use your platform? Because I said
If you
everybody
let it go,
talk.
then why you
And
still talking?
I didn't
I'm about
say
to
that I wanted
I'm
to
about
bring anybody up. I just said that I wanted to tell my story today, to be
And I'm gonna
perfectly
tell it with
honest.
you because it's not gonna be one sided.
Yeah,
We
well,
both gonna talk.
Mr. Warner, you got 3 minutes now, and Miss Amanda, write down your notes if she address you so you can respond when she's done in her
She
3 minutes.
already did talk 6 minutes,
Okay, but
so
she did
I can't respond to what she just said.
just
She can
to
start over
after
her three
after.
minutes when I get through talking. I'm gonna be to forget what she said because she just blabbing, blabbing, blabbing.
I'm sure she's gonna repeat it again, but just since we just got the rules established, can you try to remember what she said a few minutes ago?
I can't remember it because she just blabbering and blabbering and
Well,
blabbering. I
well,
just want to respond to
okay.
what she said.
Well, when she get done, I ask her what
Because how
she
you gonna
said to
ask
you
me
at
a
first.
question and don't let me respond? It's because you don't want to hear the truth and you don't want the truth to be told.
Well, we gonna do it with time
Matter of
limits, but I
fact, let
thought
me
y'all.
hop down when you talk. I'm gonna hop down, and then you let me know when I can come back up.
Why do you have to hop down?
Because
Just
I
mute
want to share
yourself.
you out. Did I share you
Just
out on my channel?
sure.
I
Just
want to go
mute
share you
yourself.
out.
All
Okay,
right.
thank you.
Yeah, but I thought y'all was gonna be able to figure it out. I
We
walked
can't
off the
do it.
scene,
That's
baby
why
clean.
I asked you because I knew what happened yesterday when I tried to do this. I knew that they wasn't going to have a conversation with me. I tried this last night. We tried this last night, and it went exactly like it's going today. And although she's saying that I want on the reason why I want to talk and go on and on, because her and John Franklin said a lot yesterday, and I never got a chance to talk. That's why I ask you, can I talk? I didn't ask for a panel of people today. I don't want to. I don't. Only thing I want to tell is my side of the story. Whatever their truths are, they're free to tell them. We can't. Because the reason why I don't want to go back and forth and us do the back and forth Money Boy is simply because I have been informed by John Frank that they've had conversations in the back that I haven't been privy to. And I want to explain everything that's going on because things out here that are not true. I didn't say that
Well,
Mandalay.
if he said that, shouldn't you? The people that he said have been having a conversation. Shouldn't they be up here to speak
Well,
to say if
she's
it's
not up
true or
here.
not?
Amanda have never spoke, according to John Frank, before yesterday when we talk. Amanda have not spoke to John Frank. John Frank said he hadn't talked to her. But I think that what he said when he was talking to Mimi was relayed to her. So I'm just going to answer based on what it is that he said. and it don't really have anything to do with them. Mimi, Vaughn, and Too Strong, they have a relationship. I really don't have a relationship with them. And if Mimi and Too Strong decides, saying that they don't want to speak with me, that is perfectly fine with me. I don't care about them. That is not serious. And only thing that I did in sharing the video today is one of the lies that Mimi said that I was telling on her, that she didn't know Lovely the Great. Mimi, when all three of them, all of us was on the phone, said to prove to her that her and Lovely the Great were ever friends. So when Lovely the Great released her videos unknowingly today, I was like, fuck, this is exactly what I need. This is showing that Mimi had the relationship that she said that she never had. That's why that was shared today. So there is being a lot of things that John Frank said that I want to clear up to everybody that's not true. I didn't never talk about Mimi. Mimi never talked about Too Strong. Vaughn never talked about Too Strong. What's going on with Vaughn and Too Strong and what argument they ever had? Vaughn didn't bring that shit to me. I wasn't interested in it. I didn't care. They are the ones making this an issue like I cared about something. The only thing that I didn't like is that when we all decided to split up per John, Mimi called him and started talking some crazy shit with him. Him and her had a conversation. And that's why he said to me, Miss Tawana, if this don't go right, we gonna have an issue. And I didn't know what he was talking about. And then he started telling me this shit that him and Mimi talked about. And my whole thing was, Mimi, John, you sat there and you talked about me to Mimi when I told you that I told Mimi, Too Strong, and everybody else that I will not talk about you. When Mimi tried to talk about John Frank, I said to them, it would not be okay for me to talk about John Frank after we've had this long relationship. And you all wouldn't want me to do the same thing to y'all, to repeat or talk about y'all beyond here. Me and John Frank have been friends for more than 4 or 5 years, mama and son. So when me and John get mad, he want to tell them everything that I said to him about them, which shouldn't have never been a secret, because I told you guys that I told John Frank that y'all had fell out and we were cool.
You didn't tell us that. That's a lie.
Yes, I did. Ask Vaughn and Mimi, did I not
You
tell them
didn't
that?
tell me that because
I
I
never
wasn't on the phone. I
Mimi,
wasn't on the phone with y'all like that. And when I was on the
Too
phone with y'all,
Strong.
I would be required. Is her 3 minutes up?
So when John Frank was talking to me and he was telling me that is my concern today. And then John, I heard you doing a live today on your panel that you since deleted because you said you deleted it for me. And I don't know why I didn't stay there. I stayed there long enough to hear you tell
Drop the
everybody
link, Money
that
Boy Train.
me and you were cool and that everybody should stay out of our relationship and let things be. And you and I will work it out, let a little time work out. But that's not what happened between us, John. Last night, the relationship became very toxic when you was telling me what Mimi said. And I was like, do you believe Mimi over me? And you was
Oh
like,
my
I don't know
God.
who to believe now. I say, well, since you don't know who to believe after I've been here with you for 4 years and we've never, ever been through any shit like this, then you can go ahead and believe what you want. And the only thing that I have to say at this point is fuck you. And what my problem is now is that I'm getting calls from people telling me that people are in the back telling them don't be my friend or saying shit about me or with all this.
Who?
I don't even know what all this shit is for.
Who? 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 Because you messy.
Okay,
You
so what?
messy.
Go about your business, bitch. You ain't even got to be here.
Bitch,
You
I
here.
can be
You
here,
here.
bitch. You don't
Cause
want me to
I
say
saved your
something, you
motherfucking
old
life,
maggot
bitch.
ass motherfucking
Remember that.
bitch. Why you
Remember
won't
that.
let me
When you
talk?
came over here
Why
like a
you
little
won't let me
fried,
talk? Bitch, I
shit
ain't
ass
never need
motherfucking
you.
puppy,
Remember
I
that,
was the
bitch.
one
I
that
ain't
helped
never
you, bitch.
needed your
You was
motherfucking
the one over here
maggot,
crying,
musty, pussy,
looking stupid
motherfucking ass,
on your
bitch.
live by
You
your motherfucking
motherfucking
self,
messy. All
looking
you did
lonely,
was carry
looking
chaos
like you
behind
was
the
scared
motherfucking
and
scene,
motherfucking
going
lost.
back in
That's what
motherfucking
the fuck
forth,
you was
trying to
doing, bitch.
torch
And I
motherfucking
decided
Mimi
to
up
help you,
about
the big
motherfucking
mistake.
Lovely.
So what the
About
fuck are you
motherfucking
talking about?
Lovely, bitch. You brought
You
motherfucking
know?
Lovely up, bitch.
I
You
surely
brought
did
her
bring Lovely
motherfucking
up.
up.
It is,
But
You
she
ladies.
was
didn't
Why
know
you
bringing
to say
asking?
motherfucking
Why
that
Lovely
you
she
up.
yelling
didn't
for
know
each
Money
other?
Lovely.
boy,
That she
money
said she
boy,
didn't
mute
know
her,
Lovely.
mute
You
her,
ain't nobody say she
mute
didn't.
Cussing
her,
each other out. That's
mute
uncalled
her,
for.
mute
It's
her.
uncalled for, ladies.
Mute that bitch. Like I said,
Ladies,
stop,
Fuck
stop
that
it.
stop.
bitch.
Stop the
That shit she
cussing.
Let
talking,
me
she
let
don't
me
even.
talk,
But
money
you know
boy
what?
Trey.
You know
See,
what,
she don't
Money
want the
Boy?
truth to be told,
I
I'ma
need
bitch,
to tell
cause
go
you.
she
ahead.
think you
I'm telling the
motherfucking
truth. Go ahead and
messy.
tell it.
No.
I'ma be quiet, Money Boy. Let her tell
You
it.
is so messy, bitch. You
Go ahead
messy
and
as
tell it.
fuck.
Go ahead and tell it
Why
too
we
Yo,
gotta
strong.
cuss?
yo, you messy as fuck.
Tell it too
You
strong.
messy.
Tell your
You
story
messy
too
as
Can we
fuck.
not
strong.
call each other names though? Can we not
That
call
bitch
each other
called me a
names?
motherfucking bitch with your dusty, fake Kevin husband
Okay,
ass
okay,
bitch.
we done.
With
You
your
Okay,
think
fake
you
JJ,
better
husband
say
since we
having
called
ass
them cussing each
bitch.
other out, can we
JJ too
stop
long.
cussing
Fuck
each other
out
Everybody
here,
who
out?
know me
bitch.
know my marital
Bitch, you gotta
status,
go
bitch.
sleep
So
somewhere
the
else to
only
get some
person
dick,
don't know
bitch.
my marital
How you
status
gonna
is
talk
you,
about
bitch.
some motherfucking
Only
body?
person don't know
Bitch,
my
and
marital
you
status
mad,
is
and
you.
you
You
mad,
said
and you mad, and you
you said
mad, you
Okay,
mad,
stupid
we not
because
bitch.
you
cussing each
You
had
other
mad
a
because I
out.
wouldn't fuck
you
with
thought
you.
you
Cause
had
I
some
seen your
king.
motherfucking snake,
Every
bitch. I didn't fuck
motherfucking
with you.
dusty around
I
here
didn't fuck
know
with
whether
you.
I'm married or
I
not,
didn't fuck with
except
you,
for you,
bitch.
JJ, and
I
you,
didn't fuck
Okay,
big.
with you, bitch,
listen.
and you was
Y'all the only
mad.
motherfuckers
So
that
why
You was
don't
you?
know.
mad. I didn't fuck
So
with
can
you.
I ask
You
a
You
sound
was
question,
you
Amanda?
mad.
sound
And you
Why
was
you
you
calling
mad.
her
sound
fake, Amanda?
stupid.
Why are you calling her
Because
fake?
why I'm calling her
She
fake?
talk
Because guess
What did she
what?
do
We
that's
we
fake?
got on the thing. Mimi called her the mediator. I didn't need no motherfucking mediator. Because I feel like friends should be able to talk shit out. So she get on the phone. They get on the phone. They all talking. See, I didn't know. They called me in. I was ambushed. So I came into the fucking conversation. You know, I'm a big dog. Motherfucking bitch don't scare me. I ain't running from now on. So we go up in there, we get behind the scenes. They call me, I'm coming, all thing. I can go off for nothing. So they was saying they was into it. So I didn't know what the fuck they was talking about. I
Mhm.
came into I came into the conversation. So immediate when they started mediating, and I sat there and I started being quiet. They started going off on me because they going off on some shit that I don't even know about. I don't know what the fuck going on. So I'm listening to them or whatever. They was thinking the certain shit. So what they was mad about, they was pure wrong. You get what I'm saying? She thought I was calling me talking about her, and the situation was already motherfucking wrong. So we get on the thing, all of a sudden, when we get on these, we start having these, what's called, that's what I say, a fourth bitch ain't shit. She ain't shit. She a fifth wheel. That bitch ain't shit. She ain't no motherfucking use. So she up in there, she coming in there. And every time we get on the phone, it seems like she just keep coming after Mimi. She talking all crazy to motherfucking Mimi, but she don't even know. Lovely didn't drop the motherfucking receipt. She say, "Oh, you used to fuck with Lovely when Lovely called Rocket wife on the phone. You used to fuck. She talking to Mimi all motherfucking crazy on the fucking phone. I'm just talking to her all motherfucking crazy. I ain't like the shit. So I'm like, man, I don't like this motherfucking shit. I hung the motherfucking phone up. Mimi called me motherfucking back. If Mimi on the motherfucking leak, she can say I'm motherfucking lying. If Bo was here, she'll say I'm not motherfucking lying. So we all on the fucking phone. They called me back or whatever. And they was like, Too Strong, why you call? I said, I don't like this shit. I wasn't feeling it. I don't like no bitch that think they finna just come take over. 3 already enough. You get what I'm saying? We had our little spats in the back of the scene, but eventually it all panned out in the motherfucking end. That's what friends do. You get what I'm saying? It was never no front scene shit. So they called me back. We on the phone with each other. So she going fucking off. They going off back and forth. I'm still sitting there quiet. I'm just listening. I ain't never. I was like, Mimi, you see this shit? Because it was a play that was supposed to be fucking happening. We was all supposed to be fake beefing to get the devil over there to do content on it. You know what I'm saying? So Mr. Wanna get mad. Oh, why the fuck y'all didn't tell? She talking to me crazy. I was fucking texting you and you just hop on the fucking panel. What the fuck you hop on the panel for? I'm talking about raw dogging fucking Mimi because she know better than to talk to me motherfucking like that. She raw dogging fucking Mimi. So Mimi was like, well, I had forgot because we talked to Vons the night before. You know, Vons, she get a little fucking crazy and she'll start going out. So we like, man, I care about your mental health more than anything. So let's just call it off or whatever the case may be. I felt like, yeah, other people was in on it, but us three, that's all that fucking matter. You know, it's over and done with or whatever. And when it was over, when it was done, and when she told you it was done, it was no need to keep on fucking charging her up or whatever the case may be. So she's still cussing. Mimi, I'm sorry, I'm on the phone. It's her Vons, me and Mimi on the, and I'm saying to they fucking face, Mimi, you see this shit? You see how they fucking doing you? What the fuck they on? What the fuck they on? Mimi like, yeah, I see that shit, sis. I see that shit. I see that shit. So they all blowed up. So everybody hung up. Mimi, you know, Mimi sensitive. So Mimi cried. Mimi, she ain't hood, you know, like that. Mimi just real. She's super sensitive. So when we get into an argument about this, Tawana still bringing up fucking Lovely about some shit, and Lovely didn't drop the shit and said Mimi wasn't even around when all that shit was going on. They wasn't even fucking friends when the shit went on. So we didn't found out the truth about that. So Mimi about in fucking tears explaining like, I ain't have shit to do with that shit. Mr. Wonder still trying to force. You know, it seemed like she was trying to make me and Vaughn look at Mimi sideways, saying that like Mimi ain't saying who she fucking is. So I just me and my husband, we just bought another new house. So I'm going over there to clean it up or whatever, so I can get ready for my fucking tenants or whatever. So I pull up in front of the fucking house or whatever. Me, Tawana, and fucking Vaughn's on the fucking phone having a fucking conversation. She like, yo, y'all don't let Mimi come in between you and y'all relationship. Mimi from the J4K. Y'all need to stick closer together. It seemed like Mimi wanna be in control, like she wanna lead y'all friend group. Y'all need to stick closer together. So I just made up an excuse to get off the fucking phone and I called Mimi back. I told Mimi exactly what the fuck was said. I told Mimi exactly what Tawana motherfucking said, because I don't play that shit. My loyalty is for fucking real. I told her exactly what the fuck was said. I'm looking at Miss Tawana like she a motherfucking snake. I ain't fucking with her because you caused the confusion. You doing a whole bunch of motherfucking lying, and I ain't understanding why you keep bringing other people into shit that ain't got shit to do with what the fuck we talking about. So any other time they having a conversation, when they say they finna call to one, I'm getting off the motherfucking phone because I'm not having no conversation with her. If they do call her while I'm on the phone, I'm on that motherfucker silent. I ain't saying shit. I ain't saying a mammy motherfucking thing. So it comes to this John Frank shit. John Frank went alive. Everybody know what
Is her
happened.
3 minutes up yet?
Anyway, let me finish. Let me
Money
finish.
boy.
No,
I didn't do the timer on because y'all had
no,
started handling it,
no.
but she sound
So
like she almost done. She sound like
I
she
am
ready to get
almost
it up.
done. I'm almost done. So the John Frank shit happened. So before the panel happened with Tawana, John Frank, Vons, and goddamn Gears, they had Vons did a live stream before. They already had John Frank did a live calling us stupid
Money
or whatever
boy.
the case may be. We didn't hear the live stream.
Money boy.
So just like
Excuse me for a second.
Miss
Money boy.
Tawana, just
Boy.
like Miss Tawana
Money boy.
called Bunny and
Yes.
told her
Do we
to
not have a
watch
3
Uni
minute rule?
panel. She called,
Huh?
At what point do I get to talk?
she
You said
She
called,
there's a 3
almost
minute
done.
rule.
You got it. It's as soon as she get done.
she
Since you
called,
When
since
I
you
was
have
trying to do this earlier, you wouldn't
she
let me do
called,
it because that's what I
she
said.
called
you
Vaughn
So
and
rolling
now you
told
changing it again. What
Miss
you
Vaughn,
say?
Wanda. You
she
I
called
can't hear
and
you. What
told
you saying,
She
money boy?
called and told
okay when
Vaughn
she gets
that
done
John Frank
responding,
was
she can
fucking
respond
talking about her.
uninterrupted.
So
Just like you did.
they
Okay,
had a
I'll wait. I'll
goddamn
let her
meeting
finish.
before the meeting. They had a meeting before the meeting because I didn't know they was going live. I found out Vons was going live on Frank like 14 minutes before that she was going live or whatever. That she was going because she had scheduled a goddamn live stream. So Vons called me. I was like, man, you got a better chance talking to Money Boy Trey than talking to John Frank. You get up there with that because they already going through some shit. John Frank and Mr. Warner. Don't get in the midst of that. You ain't heard no motherfucking live stream and you getting secondhand motherfucking information. You don't know what was said on that goddamn live. You ain't hear it for your fucking self. That's what exactly I told my little sister. That's what the fuck I told her. I said, well, you go ahead and go live. I ain't got shit to do with that shit. You know, I fuck with John Frank. I ain't got shit to do with that. So she go live. Exactly what I said, what was gonna happen. That's exactly what the fuck happened. She got up there. John Frank went the fuck off and he hopped down off the shit. After she got off that shit, she called me back and asked me and Mimi to hop on the fucking panel with her. I said, I told you from the motherfucking get-go. I ain't got shit to do with that shit. Let Mr. Warner fight her own motherfucking battle with John Frank. We
All
don't
right,
know
let
they
Mr.
inner
Warner
workings.
respond. Let
We
Mr.
don't
Warner
know they inner
respond.
workings. We don't know they inner workings. They been
Okay.
mother and son for fucking years. So ain't no telling what they goddamn argued about. I ain't got shit to do with that shit. And the
All
rest
right.
was
Now
motherfucking
Amanda,
history.
she did pretty much for the most part. She let you go uninterrupted. So could you try to do the same? Hey, Mimi, I guess you're gonna have to go after Mr. Warner respond to.
Well, I just want to say this. Hey, Mr. Warner. Hey, everybody on the panel. I do want to say this. Um, I invited Mr. Warner to be a mediator for the little catty
Hey,
moments.
Money Boy, how are you
Let me.
allowing this? Why did you even? I
I'm
feel
just
used by
saying
you at this
this.
point, Money Boy.
I just
I'm
told
not
Miss Mimi
yelling.
to
I'm
go
not
after
yelling,
you
Mr.
was
Warner.
after you was
I just think
done.
I'm
it's
just giving the
disrespectful that
little
for a
history.
panel that I ask you for me,
Oh my
everybody else
Jesus.
is
Go
using
ahead.
it
Go
but
ahead,
me.
Mr. Warner. Go
Since,
ahead. You
since you
can have
want me
your
to
way.
go live so you can speak your piece, you want me to go live?
I'm not running from nobody. I'm not running from
Can you
her.
ask
Cause
them?
you
Are you
think,
in
fuck
control of
you,
the panel,
Mr.
Money
Warner.
Boy?
Bitch,
Mr.
you
Warner,
think
we
I'm
waiting on you to
fucking
talk.
weak.
You
And
can
you
talk,
keep
Mr.
I
fucking
Warner.
with
don't
I
want
had
to
me.
told
talk
Miss
And
over
you
the
been
people. I need
fucking
some
with me,
order. I
bitch.
don't want to
And you
yell
keep
over top of
fucking with
them.
me. So here
I don't
I
want to yell over top of
motherfucking
these
go.
people.
Here I
you,
go.
you don't have
Hold on,
to.
baby. Here I go. A bitch not gonna
Hold up,
keep
Miss
fucking with
Mimi.
me,
Miss
trying to
Mimi.
punk me out.
Miss Mimi. We got you.
What?
You Miss Mimi, you got it. Let Mr. Warner listen to what Amanda just had to say, her rendition. Mr. Warner gonna respond. And since you ain't got to say nothing, when Mr. Warner responds to what Amanda just said, then you can shoot your shit, okay?
All right. Sorry.
Go ahead and lie, bitch.
Stop it, Amanda. Stop it.
Go ahead and lie,
Money
bitch. You
Boy,
old
Money
maggot ass
Boy.
bitch.
I'm
Go
gonna go
ahead and
ahead and
finish
step down
lying.
and let them have a panel,
Like
and
you
I'll
always
do mine
running.
later.
Take
Okay?
your shoes with you,
I'm not
bitch.
running. I'm not running.
Take
We
your
can't
shoes
talk
with you,
here.
bitch.
This
Cause
is
you know
what
your
they
lies
did
ain't gonna
last
work,
night.
bitch.
Mr. Warner,
Ain't
And
nobody
Mr.
gonna
this
let
is
you
Warner,
sit up
what
here and lie
Money
on
Boy.
them.
When
Mr.
you got
Warner, say
hold
what
on,
you
chances,
too
gotta say,
strong.
once
Mr.
you
Warner.
finish with
I'm
them,
not
in
gonna say
all due
nothing.
fairness,
I'm
Money
not gonna
Boy,
What
say
you got to
nothing.
let
say,
them
Mr.
have the
Warner?
I'm
panel.
not gonna say nothing.
Money Boy, can you listen? Let them have the panel. I'm okay with it. I want them to get out everything that they need to say.
Yeah, and
Well, you go get
Let me
why
you
you
get
finish
say
yours
saying what I
why
after
gotta
you
you.
say.
say
God
why
damn.
you say
Amanda,
Can I
April
talk,
and Santa
please?
got big
Amanda,
Goddamn.
she
money?
didn't interrupt you, Amanda. She did
Why
not
you say
interrupt
April
you.
and Santa got big money and they need to be protected
Amanda,
because they give big money?
Can you
Hmm?
wait till she get
Why you
done,
say that?
Amanda?
Hmm?
Amanda, she ain't
Hmm?
interrupt
Hmm?
you. Can
Hmm?
you let her respond to what you
Money boy,
said?
I let your nuts hang on my panel.
But we're not trying to do that right now. We
Let her
trying
get
to
it
get
out, sis. Let her get it
understanding.
out. Let her get it
We
out.
trying to do this in order that she listened to you uninterrupted. Can she get the same respect?
Let her get it out, and I'll come back. I'll come back around. I can come. I
You
can
ain't got Miss
control
Mimi.
myself.
Just wait till she get done talking.
I'm
Don't
not
nobody
going
have.
Let them
anywhere.
be. Hey,
Why
I'm
do
not.
people have to
Money
drop?
Boy,
Why is it so hard to people just listen
Money,
to what
Money
somebody got
Boy,
to say
Money
and
I'm
then
not
Boy.
they
going
This
go?
is
anywhere.
Money
I'm not
Boy.
going
Can
anywhere.
I have 1 second for a second?
Yeah,
Money
Go
I'm
Boy,
ahead.
waiting
Go
on
please.
you,
ahead.
Mr. Warner. I've
Money
been
Boy,
waiting on
please
you.
let them speak. Please. I'm
No,
not
you
yelling
speak.
over
They have
people.
spoke. You
Let
speak.
them.
It's your
What
Okay.
a
turn right
call.
now.
Money boy, I don't think what Mimi got to say is going to last long from what she said. So if she needs something to say quick, because I'm going from beginning to end and I'm going to need some time. The same way Too Strong told you about 3 or 4 events that now that I have to address, and I can't do it in 3 minutes. She told you about
The
3 separate
3 minute thing
incidents.
been out the thing because I thought y'all had agreed that y'all was gonna listen to each other, so I threw it out.
No, no, your last rule was that we go 3 minutes and I just let
Yeah,
her continue to go, letting you run your
I never
panel.
started it because I thought y'all had started listening to each other.
Well, I don't want to keep yelling up here. So please
You,
let them go
Miss Mimi,
first
you got
and
something you
get
want to say? Or
everything
you gonna
out.
wait for Mr. Warner to
Let
get
Miss
through?
Tawana go ahead and say what she got to
Can
say.
I
Cause
have
Go
a
ahead,
plan?
Mr.
Can you
Warner.
ask them to step
I,
down or step back? Because all this yelling and
I'm gonna
interrupting
be
is a
quiet.
lot,
I'm gonna be
John. I
quiet.
mean,
Everybody's
money
going to
boy,
be.
it's too
You
much.
get to speak uninterrupted, Miss Mimi. Go ahead. I mean, not Miss Mimi, Mr. Warner. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Okay. Um, So, what it is I was trying to get to and say is that at the very beginning, Mimi came to me and came to me and said that they were having problems with Too Strong. She was hard to talk to and asked if I can come and mediate with them. And I did come and I told her, yeah, that I'll do it. I think we tried to call Vaughn. Vaughn didn't answer, whatever. But then I ended up talking to Vaughn, and Vaughn was telling me all the things that was wrong. Because I was like, well, what's wrong? So that we could see. And when Vaughn was talking to me, and I'm being 100% honest on everybody. So when Vaughn was talking to me and her talked for a while, and she kept on telling me the things that was wrong. And I listened to Vaughn really clear so that she can know that I heard her. And what it is that I noticed that me and Vaughn was talking, what I said to Vaughn, I said, Vaughn, do you realize that everything that you're saying to me is what Mimi told you? And me and Vaughn was standing strong because Vaughn was truly dedicated to Mimi, trusted Mimi and what she was saying. It's 100. I'm not going to sit here and lie. And I was the one because Vaughn sat here and she just kept blowing off what Too Strong did to her. But she wasn't saying what she seen. She was saying what Mimi told her Too Strong to did. And I said, well, Vaughn, you're not telling me what Too Strong did. You just keep telling me what Mimi told you. And then after we went through that for a while, and then I said, okay, well, let's call Mimi and see what's going on. Mimi called. When we talked, I said, okay, well, let's get Too Strong on the phone. Before we went any further, I said, because I said the same thing. Y'all were good people. Y'all work together. Let's pull her in. Pulled Too Strong in immediately because they were afraid to talk to you as they gave it to me Too Strong. Well, Mimi gave it to me. I say, let me talk first so that I can, explain to her that y'all ain't do nothing wrong, whatever. So when we called, I said, Too Strong. Nobody said anything bad with you or whatever. Mimi and them asked me to give you a call because they was having problems, blah, blah, blah. Shortly there, Too Strong was when Too Strong responded. She was like, "Oh no, I don't have no problem." And my response was, "Oh, Too Strong, I am so happy that we called with all of us on the phone so that they could hear your response and know that you did not have a problem." And she said, "I can't believe y'all had to call Miss Tawana for this." And we kind of left it alone and we went on.
What happened? I don't know what happened.
And then after that, we went on
Hello?
nothing. Huh? Hello?
Are we still on the panel? Are we still here?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. So then
Oh, I
then
don't
that
hear nothing. Did
happened.
you hear anything?
Who you talking to,
Just
Mimi?
just keep talking. Mimi
Anybody?
almost
I don't hear nobody.
you
Okay. So
I
after
can't hear
that we
nobody
went
talking.
on our own and we didn't have any problems. Me and them never talked about Too Strong. We had maybe one or two conversations with all of us on the panel. After we sat on the phone, I maybe once or twice, I told Vaughn I didn't like being on the phone with them all the time and don't call me on panel with us to be on the phone like that. And she said, okay. And then when they did it again, she said, well, that's Miss Mimi. Miss
What's
Mimi was the
going
one
on?
who said, where Miss Tawana at?
and called me. So there was never a whole bunch of phone calls or anything between us. I will say that the one problem that we did have is Mimi was the one that was coming back telling us stuff, and then we had to send a message back to Mimi to Too Strong. Now, Too Strong mentioned the
Oh
incident.
my God.
Uh, Too Strong mentioned the incident of us doing the play on UP. Yeah, because we got the name call. I'm sorry, y'all said it. It was all of us ladies and Anaya and Carla, no, I think it was, I'm not sure, but all of us was going to do the play or do something. I remember that we made a chat, and the information is right there in the chat that was made at the time. And what had happened was Too Strong and Mimi were supposed to be doing something on the wall for UP to notice what it is that they were doing and try to pick up on a fight. Yes, they did have a conversation the night before that they did not tell any of us about it. So when I see Mimi show up in the chat, which not what we're supposed to be doing, I'm like, Mimi, what you doing? Mimi, why are you here? I'm asking questions because I'm still in the role of us playing the event. Mimi did not answer me. I went to the back chat where we were, and I was like, Mimi, what's up? Mimi, I know you hear me because I'm just constantly trying to find out what's going on and see if we still playing. So Mimi says, we ain't doing it. And go away. I said, well, what do you mean we ain't doing it? In the back chat. And she never responded to me. She just left me hanging. Vaughn went on and did her live, and she left. So me, Carla, and Anaya was playing with Mimi, and we was like, Mimi, you ain't tell us that why y'all ain't tell us, you got us hanging out here. Y'all could have told us that it was over. And I was like, yeah, Mimi, you was ignoring me in the chat and shit. And I know you seen me. I was in the back chat and I was talking to you and you wasn't responding. You came back there for a second and we was just asking her questions. And we was and they were laughing. There's laughing emojis there too. So when they walked away with this, did you see them coming for you? We had no idea. No idea that they all jumping you, coming for you mentality about that. So we went on about our business. Then one day, the other thing that Too Strong missing is that I kept bringing Lovely the Great up. I never brought Lovely the Great up. I had no reason to. What Lovely came up about was uh, Mimi had said something about Lovely doxing her. And I said, I know you're not surprised about Lovely doxing you. And she said, I am. I say, Mimi, you used to hang over there with Lovely them. And Lovely them used to do all this shit when you were there. I said, you didn't know about Rocket Kid. You didn't know about Drop Mother. I named some instances of when Lovely had did some stuff that I knew the whole community knew about. And Mimi was saying, I didn't know her, or I didn't know none of this stuff, or I didn't know her. And I was like, Mimi. And I'm like, Mimi, you did. I know you remember this. I'm not beating her up, but I'm like, damn, Mimi, are you serious? And with it, and she was like, it wasn't. She even challenged me in that call to find the receipt and give it to her to where her and Lovely were ever good or were that close. So Lovely been all day. Lovely said she heard me say that on Vaughn panel. So she posted the videos. So when Lovely posted the videos, of course I'm going to repost it, John Frank. So I reposted the video, and that was the end of that. When we had that conversation, me and Mimi have since talked about it. Mimi had told me that later on that she wasn't okay. I said, Mimi, why did you tell me you were okay if you wasn't okay? Me, her, and Vaughn had that. I said, all you had to do was say something, Mimi. I was not, because you said that you felt that I was coming for you. And I said, no, Mimi, I wasn't coming for you, but I do recall you and Lovely being friends. And you said we weren't that close again. I say, Mimi, that's your truth, but I remember it different. I said, y'all wasn't even friends so much to the fact that at one point, I remember Giz and John Frank and them, when y'all was on a Lovely panel, even saying something about you being over there or something with that stuff. And you came and you kept denying it. And I said, okay, whatever. I never brought it up again. Then we decide that Vaughn in her live that she did yesterday, I knew nothing about what really happened. She kind of called, she kind of told me, and I was like, well, Vaughn, maybe you don't want to go live. Just ignore it. Maybe blah, blah, blah. She was like, nah, Mr. One, I got to get this off my chest before I leave. I said no a couple of times. And then she was like, no, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to get on my shirt. And somebody was sitting beside me, said, she grown. Why are you telling her no? And I said, okay, well, if you want to go live, go live. I said, but okay. I said, I'll be in the chat. I went in the chat. I didn't really know what happened on center panel or what she was going to say when she got on there. So I was in the chat giving her support for a live that she was going to do. And then when y'all came in the chat, I did speak. I spoke to you one time, Too Strong, and you got on the panel with Vaughn. Mimi was still in the chat, and I spoke again to Mimi, and Mimi didn't speak. I said, well, damn, something must be wrong. Let me hit the panel and find out. That's when I hit the panel, and I tried to ask what is going on? Why y'all beefing with me? What did I do? Tell me something. And I know. Then we go have a meeting that John Frank said that y'all was having. We was gonna have a meeting at 2 that we all knew about. When I called John Frank afterwards because Vaughn had started listening to Too Strong live, and I called John and I say, hey, John, Vaughn is about to go live. Are you out the tattoo shop? Because I can't hold her back. John said, yeah, I'm about out. I've been on the phone for 20 minutes. I said, you been on the phone for 20 minutes? He said, yeah, I was talking to Mimi and Too Strong. And then he said, Mimi and Too Strong don't want to talk to Vaughn. They only want to talk to you. And I said, huh?
That's a lie. That's a lie. I said, they don't want to talk to you. They don't want to talk to you because you lying. You've been lying. You've been lying for so long, and you've been going mad long with the lie.
When she get done, give your rendition.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm not even going to remember as long-winded as she is. All the lies. Why can't we stop at the lie? Why can't we stop at the lie? That's what I'm saying.
I don't know but see that y'all are in the situation. I don't know what the lie is.
I'm almost finished.
I'm letting the live fly by, thinking that it's gonna stop at certain points.
Let's just finish, and he could talk about it. Write a note, get a pen and paper.
And then you know what? She been knew we wasn't speaking. We was already in lives together where we didn't speak.
I can prove this in 2 seconds. Wait. Mimi, no, Too Strong. Why didn't you want to do the live?
It just happened to her chat. We been ain't speaking.
Too Strong. Why? Too Strong. When I got on the phone with you and Mimi and I said they want to do a live, what did you say? Why didn't you want to do the live?
Let me tell my story first.
So how was she gonna come out?
Let me tell my story, MoneyBoy.
When that's not even true.
Why they won't let me tell my story? Why? They've been doing panels. I've been doing the panel every day. Everybody, why can't they let me finish mine?
Where's Mimi?
I agree with her. Let her finish. I agree with her. Everybody, let her finish.
John Frank said that Mimi and Too Strong didn't want to talk to Vaughn, and he clicked over to call him. When he clicked over, I clicked over at the same time. I called Vaughn. I said, Vaughn, hold on for a second and be quiet. I called Gears. When John Frank came back, I had Gears and Vaughn on that panel waiting. He didn't even know they were going to be there because he had just told me that we wasn't going to do it. And when we got there, I said, John Franklin said,
another lie. I sent them the link. I sent Gears the link in text message. Another lie.
John, just take your notes. Take your notes, John, on the live.
This is long-winded, MoneyBoy. For just
yours was too, Amanda. We bet with your long wind. We bet too long wind.
I just said it because you took a long time. So I took a long time.
It ain't about you, honey. You can drop down. You said
stay up here. You're talking about me, so it is about me.
Who gives a fuck about you for real? You ain't even you
about you, bitch.
Like you
and you mad, and you mad, bitch. Then you mad.
You
You
are
mad,
the one
bitch.
that's
Your
mad.
lies ain't
You ain't even
working.
got
And look
reason
who's
to
Hopefully
be
this
mad.
mad.
shit break.
You don't
Sit
even have a
down.
reason to be
Shut
mad.
your
So
down.
Then
I'm
say it
calling your
again.
man,
Shut
Your
your
voice
your
gonna
down.
man
soothe you.
ain't
Say
nothing
something
but
good.
jealousy, bitch. Because you
All of
don't have
your
a reason to be
Say
mad.
songs,
this to you.
You
all of
don't
your
have
sweet
a
songs,
reason to be
baby,
mad other than jealousy.
baby,
You don't have
but
a
your
reason to
lies
be
ain't
mad.
working
Or unless
now.
it's what
Low key niggas hating, but they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch. I bet we don't eat. All right, finish the story, Mr. Warner.
Okay, so John Frank did say that he was doing the live. When he did the live, when everybody was in the room, John Frank said, okay, where we gonna start? I said, okay, I'll go first. And when I went to go first, when I said I would go first, Manda said, Mr. Warner, you a messy bitch. And I said,
You
okay,
keep
I'm
on going
messy.
over
Let's
the
talking
same
about.
damn story. You
And
already
then
said this shit. Why you
and
saying it
then
over
when she
again?
proceeded, because you keep interrupting me, I'm gonna keep saying
Girl,
it
you said
until
it
you
the
learn how
fucking
to
3
get
minutes.
some motherfucking manners and sit
Bitch, I
your
don't
bitch
give a
ass
fuck,
down.
bitch. You trying to
Shut
act
the
hard
fuck
now,
up.
bitch. You ain't have all that
You
energy
keep on
when we was
acting
on the
stupid for
motherfucking
nothing.
phone, bitch. You
You
ain't had that
don't act
motherfucking
like you
Oh,
energy
got a
then,
man.
hoe.
motherfucking
You
husband
didn't have
and
the
stop
energy
Ladies,
acting like
then,
you some
bitch.
little
You
miserable
didn't
young
have that
bitch.
energy
ladies,
then,
You need a
bitch.
motherfucking
You ain't
ladies,
life.
have
You
that
need a
energy
life.
then,
You
bitch.
so
That was
put your
yours,
motherfucking
hands
bitch.
in the air.
Pop
sad.
Let me
me in
say
my
You
something,
so
motherfucking
y'all.
mouth, bitch. What
fucking
you gonna
Put
do?
y'all
sad.
on mute.
You
What you gonna
mad
do,
you
bitch?
can't be a
What you gonna do,
you
bitch?
mad cause
What
you
you
keep
gonna do,
the red
bitch?
and John
What
down the
you gonna do,
motherfucking
bitch? I
street.
ain't mad about
Hey,
shit,
You
can
was
bitch.
you
gonna
mute her?
keep UP
Hey, Money
and
Boy, can you mute
make a
her
I
and
ain't
let
pass.
her
mad,
finish?
bitch. I
Can you
ain't
mute
mad,
her
I
and let
ain't
her
mad,
finish?
bitch. If I
Can you mute her? Yeah, just let Mr. Wanda finish.
Yeah, so when we was
You can
talking on
get
the
her when she
conversation,
done, Amanda. Amanda, you can get her if you still feel that way when she done. But she did. She didn't. Well, Mr. Warner, you did interrupt a little bit to say, "Is the 3 minutes up?" But other than that, you was uninterrupted.
and that's
Come
all
on,
I
y'all.
said.
Let's do it like a dust, y'all.
Okay.
Because
So
once
I'm
y'all
almost at
finish
the end
landing
if y'all
y'all
let me
plane, then
finish.
y'all
I'm
can
at the
get each
end if
other.
y'all let me finish. I'm at the end. So when we tried to have that conversation in the back, Amanda would not let a person get a word in edgewise. So after all this yelling like we doing now, stayed on the phone, we ended up hanging up because there was nothing that I could get. Nobody could make sense out of the conversation. John couldn't get it in control. And we went on and we left it out. John said to me before Amanda and them came that he would like to have a conversation with me. And he wanted Gears to facilitate that conversation as well. And I said, okay. And John said to me before then, he said, and when he said that, he said, okay, because we're going to talk, because I need to find out some shit. And if anything, if it's what I think, I'm going to treat you different. And I was like, nigga, I don't give a fuck about you trying to treat me different. I hope that's not a threat or something. And I kind of like just laughed it off and let him go ahead and get the call and stuff together. So after everything was over, me and John proceeded to talk. The first thing John came to me and started saying is what Mimi had came to him and started saying about me. And one of the lies that's being put out here is that I told John Frank to do something about Senna and Abril's money. Y'all, that's some far-fetched bullshit. I don't care how the story is, how they try to bundle it up. The most I could have said to John, because how the fuck do I know what Senna or Abril have? Because I don't talk to none of them. None of them show me anything. None of them sing me anything. So why would I talk to them?
You
So
said you listened to it when we was on the phone call. Mr. Warner, you said I
yes,
did it because
let me finish talking. If you
Bam
can
sold
let
the
somebody
receipt.
finish talking.
You
So
admitted to it. You admitted to that
so if
already.
you can
So
let
how is it a
somebody
lie
finish
now?
talking.
How
So
is it a
when
lie
he,
now? You admitted
girl,
to
can
it
you
on the
shut the
phone.
fuck up?
No, I can't shut the fuck up. No. No, I can't. Bitch, you keep talking and talking and fucking talking. Shit. You keep
Can
fucking
I talk
talking
real
and
quick when
talking.
it comes to that? Is my turn now?
Go ahead.
Oh, I didn't even know I was on the line. Yeah, Mr. Warner just said John didn't even know Gears was going to be on the live and wrong or whatever. Yes, I did because I sent Gears the StreamYard link. So that's a lie right there. Or you just got it mixed up. Either way you want to put it. I sent trade a screenshot of me sending Gears the link. So how could I send Gears the link if I didn't know he was going to be on it? I sent you the link. I
Mr.
sent
Warner, how you
everybody
up
the
here
link.
twice? Is that you again, Mr. Warner? Yeah, okay. Go ahead,
And then
John.
on top of that, yo, way from the beginning, she was saying something to Mimi about LTG and Rocky, and we was all confused. Am I wrong about that?
No.
This is what I'm saying. So she's telling a complete different story about the LTG shit. But is that the same story that what happened? Because that's not what I know to be the story. Or am I bugging?
No, you not
No,
bugging.
that's not what she said. That is
And I
not what
heard
she said.
LTG
And
and
I think
LTG
that
video today accidentally debunks what she
it did.
accused.
It
Yeah,
did.
that short. And if we told her that, she would have took it down. She don't know that she did a short debunking what Mr. Warner accused Mimi of, and it has some shit to do with Rocky. I didn't know what
And I
they was
shared
talking
it out.
about,
And I shared it
and it
out. I
was
did.
dumb. And it was dumb as fuck and nonsensical. That's all. I didn't even get that part. So the part that she's harping on that today makes no sense. I'm confused because at the end of it, I was confused straight up because everybody's telling their different story. But I know who's telling the truth and who's not. You feel me? And when it comes to the Abril and thing situation, I wish you wouldn't mention that too, Straw. Because I feel in my heart of hearts, and I told you this too, and I should have never said it. And I'm gonna take accountability in front of everybody. I shouldn't have told you something that I know in my heart of hearts she said wrong, even though it came out wrong. And I know I in my heart of hearts, I don't like her, but I'm not gonna lie on her neither. Because if I felt like that was that, I would have used that against her. And I'm not using it against her because of the fact that it was a misspoken thing. That's really what it was. And I told you that. So that shouldn't be used against her because I don't even believe it. Because I know her and she's not finked out for money. It just came out wrong. And me knowing that it came out wrong, I shouldn't have brought it to you or Mimi or whoever I brought it to because I know it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was said wrong. That's the one thing I can't use against her. And I don't think that should be used against her because I don't believe it to be true.
Okay.
And I shouldn't have told you knowing that I don't believe it to be true. That's wrong of me. And I'll hold that. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, yeah, because I don't want to put fake shit on nobody because then I'm going to look crazy. And I'm not saying that it wasn't said wrong. It's just, you know, when people are talking and it's like a diarrhea of the mouth moment, and I know this person, I know they wouldn't say that because they've never said nothing like that before or nothing close to it or nothing of the sort. I don't want to put fake shit on people. You know what I'm saying? And I shouldn't have told you that because I was mad.
And
You
like
know what
I
I'm saying?
told you in
Knowing.
the back, and like I said to you in the
Oh my
back,
God.
John, that
That.
I
Yeah.
know that I didn't say it, but if you said that I said it, it was in a pretext, in a text of
No,
them
I didn't say it
supporting
in the
your
text. We
son.
was talking. We was
No, no,
oh,
no, no,
all
not
right, I
in a
understand.
text.
A
Yeah.
preset. I get you. I get you.
Yeah, so as in they were good supporters on your channel. The same way I told Vaughn that uh Senna and Abril are her true followers and she should protect them because a lot of people do see them and they follow her and they support her and she should be careful and be mindful of that when she
Ah,
makes friends
look,
with them they embrace. So I talk and give people advice all the time and people
all
trying to
right.
now make it something that it never was.
Look, no,
But
no, I'm not. Look, when it
and
came
I
down
wish
to
Vaughn was here so she
hold
could
on.
tell y'all that
When
I
it
Vaughn
comes
told
to
her
is
that.
up
Mimi,
there. Vaughn is up on the panel, Mr. Warner. Do you not see her? She's
No, I
here.
don't see her because I ain't looking at it.
Okay, well, I'm looking at it. So, John Frank, can I just please go? Because
all right,
I
go
don't,
ahead. My bad.
I don't have a whole lot of time. My husband's tripping. He don't like this type of BS. So, anyway, I did invite you into our friendship, Mr. Warner. I even invited you to, or invited Vaughn to be cool with you based on what I knew of you. I never knew you to be no, backbiting type person or just no low down. I never knew that to be you. So yes, I was talking. I said, "Oh yeah, Vaughn told Mr. Warner cool. She laid back. She cool people. She'll help you. If you need to buy a house, you need to clean your credit up. She gonna do all of that. That's what I said. Vaughn can attest to that. Okay, so fast forward, me, her, and Too Strong, we in the back like we always are, talking, everybody talking, chattering, and then a miss, or I ain't gonna say this a misunderstanding. We'll be fussing or arguing, and Too Strong would get mad, and then I feel like I can't talk because I'm not confrontational with my friends. I said this all the time. I don't like to argue, but I can get that way if I have to. So anyway, I said, well, I'm going to ask Mr. Warner to mediate. So, I asked Mr. Warner, to mediate. I said, can you mediate? Because sometimes it's hard. I feel like to talk to Too Strong. I'm still taking accountability for this now because I never should have done it. Whatever. I should have just, put your big girl drawers on, just say what you got to say, mean what you say. But I don't like to do that because when you're mad, you say things that you can't take back. Okay. Fast forward, I asked Miss Tawana, got her on the call. I didn't know you and Vaughn. I already had a side conversation. This was the problem.
Me and Vaughn never had a side conversation.
Miss Tawana, before y'all got on
not before the call me. We had the side conversation after me and you. Okay, I'm quiet. I'm sorry. You're right.
I'm telling you what you said.
Finish the story, Miss
I'm not trying to throw you under no bus. I said you would. What else you want me to say? I'm just saying what you said. I did not know that. So it's like, well, okay, let's get, before you and another thing. Well, we'll get to that. So I said, okay. You said, well, let's get Too Strong on the phone. Then Too Strong can't say, no, they ain't no problem. I said, well, we just wanted to talk to you. You already said, you and Vaughn had said, well, this is what her problem was. So, okay, I'm thinking that we're going to talk about what's going on. Too Strong said she didn't have no problem. And then again, the same thing, the lovely, the great, you start every time, and Yvonne will be truthful because she said it. Every time we got on, even though she said she wasn't paying no attention, every time we got on that phone, you kept trying to charge me up. Oh, you was on that phone. You can't tell me that I know who somebody is because you know him. You can't tell me that I know him, Mr. Warner. And I'm going to go.
Since you're calling my name, can I ask you a question? Since you called my name.
Oh my God, let her talk.
Okay. She don't need you. She is one woman.
You
Too strong.
names out when you was talking.
I thought she was talking to me. That's why I was interrupting. I thought she was talking to me. That's it.
I know. No, but I was saying I was gonna tell you not to do that because it automatically makes a person want to respond to you when you say their name, like you addressing them, like you want them to say something.
Yeah, that's all. So, I think, you kept charging me up. Yes, you did. You know who exactly. No, I didn't. I kept telling you at the time I was in and out of YouTube, ma'am. My mama started getting sick. She was diagnosed, and not that it's any of these people's business, but since we're here. And I don't feel like I should have to come out here and tell you what my mom was diagnosed with, but since you insist that I was in a situation and I knew about a situation, I'm telling you, my mother was sick. She was diagnosed with Alzheimer's or dementia, whatever. It's all the same. It eventually goes together. So I'm having to take care of my mother. I'm out for YouTube from the end of 2017 all the way. My mother didn't pass till 2020, Mr. Warner. I'm an only child, period. I'm an only child, so I don't have time to see what's going on YouTube, work full-time, do all of that, and still try to be a full-time caregiver to my mother. So when I say I didn't say that shit, I didn't say it. That's all I was saying. And you kept charging me up with it. And it seems like it was every time Vaughn and Too Strong was on the phone. Every time it without fail. Yes, you did. I'm like, no, I didn't. You like, well, you ain't gonna do the devil's work. I'm like, well, damn, imagine me feeling like you a fair person, you cool, you ain't got no problems with me. And then it looked like you got problems with me. You had some kind of animosity towards me that I don't know nothing about. I would be a fool to get you to moderate or mediate a conversation knowing that you got some kind of agenda towards me, hidden agenda, hidden feelings. I don't know what it was about because it was just crazy. I didn't understand that. So if that threw me off, so yeah, I'm gonna say okay, it's all good. But if I'm gonna fall back because I'm not feeling like you can be trusted at this point because you keep saying this and I keep saying no, I didn't, but you still keep saying it. So yeah, I'm gonna back off. No, I'm not gonna be calling. And it wasn't like we had a everyday phone call conversation the way me, Too Strong, and Von had. That was every day. It was constant. It was all day. We're housewives. We don't have anything to do. You know what I'm saying? We're not be the famous housewives, but we're although Von, they got children. My children are older. So what I'm saying is it would be crazy for me. It's like you say things and then you turn around and do like a backhanded thing and say that I said all these things, and then you act like I was running Too Strong down, and I was never doing that. I never told you anything. What did I do? And then you said you came back, you was saying all kind of stuff. It's one you just been throwing out just like a myriad of issues that you had that I didn't ever know you had with me. Period. I never knew. So can you please tell me tonight, what is your issue with me?
And what you said about my mom?
Yes.
Wait. Before she answers that, wait. Mimi, did I ever tell you Mr. Warner said anything bad about you? Grimy, bad, dirt on you, that she didn't like you? No, because you know what I'm saying? It looks like me and you start talking, and then all of a sudden, so did I throw her under the bus to you?
No.
Did I ever say, Mr. Warner, when you told me, Mr. Warner, I feel certain that Mr. Warner don't like me, I said, I don't. She never said nothing bad about you.
Yes, I asked Frankie. I don't believe she liked me.
No, I want her to know that. I just want her to know that. I never told Mimi that you said, and I said, Mimi, you never said anything bad about Mr. Warner to me neither.
I was like,
both ways.
My next
both
question.
Both ways. That's all. That's all I want to put out the air. You never talk bad about her, and she never talked bad about you. That I know. That's a fact. That's all I want her to know.
Never said anything about you, Mr. Warner, other than I didn't think she felt that way about me. I couldn't believe it.
Vons, you got a story you want to tell?
And I didn't know.
Wait, she asked Mr. Warner a question.
And I didn't know
I don't think that question is appropriate to be answered right now. I think it's gonna cause an argument. We can come back to that question later. The question is, what's your real problem with me?
Yeah, I didn't know Vaughn. I asked Mr. Warner what kind of problem. What is her issue with me? Because I thought we were good, or I never would have brought you into our friendship. Because although we had petty arguments, with each other, I never would have got. If I didn't have the utmost respect for you, Mr. Warner, why the hell would I get you to mediate any damn thing? I respected you. And I didn't know that Vaughn had no type of issue with me either, because we had been talking. Same situation.
Oh, I can chime in there.
Okay, well, let me finish, Vaughn. I was whining to Vaughn about my feelings being hurt. Something Too Strong done said to me. Vaughn, you like, Miss Mimi, don't worry about it, blah, 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 blah. All that type of stuff. It wasn't no talking about that. I don't know where y'all getting that from. Go ahead, Mr. Warner. You're not going to say what your issue is with me? Because that's what I want to know. And if you ain't going to say nothing, ain't nothing else for me to say. Hello?
Do you want me to go, Miss Mimi?
Story out. You can go ahead, Vaughn.
No, I want Mr. Warner.
No, you don't run nothing. Everybody get to tell their story. Go ahead, Vaughn.
Tell me what your problem is with me.
She said she said she gonna answer you, Miss Mimi.
I'm not talking to Vaughn's reality, because me and Vaughn didn't have the problem. You and I did, and you kept bringing it up in front of my friends. So tell me what your issue was with me, ma'am. Or I'm gone. I'm not gonna stand up.
She said she gonna answer you, but I don't think she's trying to do it right now.
This is some bull.
Yeah, come down.
You grown. You a straight.
I am being grown. That's why I'm gonna breathe after everything that you said before I speak. Vaughn, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, because Vaughn's name has been brought up a lot in this conversation.
I didn't bring Vaughn's name up in nothing. I kept it on me and Mr. Warner.
Well, no, I can go, but her name has been referenced.
Yeah, I can go ahead and go. So, Miss Mimi, the issue with me and you started, I'm gonna say the real bad issue was when we all got on the phone with when you and Too Strong called me after we hung up the phone with Miss Tawana, and it was like Too Strong was like, it
No,
looked
you
like you got
started
something
before
going on.
then, Vaughn. And Too Strong, correct me if I'm wrong. You and Mr. Warner both was going at me when we was in the back. Am I right or wrong, Amanda?
You right. You right.
And I was
When
blindsided by the
okay,
both of
Miss
you.
Mimi, you gotta let
okay,
her go uninterrupted.
But I'm
I
just
have a
saying,
question.
don't put things out there like
When
that.
when did I come at you before? Because the situation that I'm talking about, I had a real attitude towards you because when we were on the phone after our call with Miss Tawana, y'all called me and I had to call her back because you said you hadn't called her. So what are y'all talking about?
I don't know what you
When,
talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about either. I'm
Well, this
talking
this
about
this all
oh,
happened the
okay.
same. This the
yeah,
same day when
same
Mr.
day.
Wanda told me and Vons to
Mhm.
for you and don't let us
Mhm.
come between me and her friendship because you was from the J
Mhm.
Quartet. I think this was the same
So
day that we're talking about.
Well,
so
maybe
this
that's
day
what
that y'all are
you're talking
talking
about. But I
about,
I
wasn't.
I
did
had a
say
problem
that.
with
I want to say
okay,
I
this
did say
day
what Too Strong said that I said, and I'm not
okay,
ashamed of that.
hold
I'm
on
not saying
because
you
what both of y'all are saying is that I had a problem with Miss Mimi before the whole who called Miss Tawana problem. Is that what y'all
Yeah,
saying?
yes, it was evidently there was a problem because in the same cow vine, you and Mr. Warner both was too strong. Am I crazy? Damn,
No,
am
no,
I?
no, 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 no. You okay? You're not being, but you're not being specific though. What? Because I do not know what y'all are talking about. Y'all gonna have to
Oh my
tell me
gosh.
what was said. What like? Because y'all keep saying, oh, it was
mhm.
the same phone call. Because at first it was Miss Tawana and Miss Mimi. Me and you talked, and you said you felt like Miss Tawana had turned me against you, and I'm like,
Yeah, it
how?
was another
The only
phone
reason
call.
I
It
was
wasn't the same phone call. I don't know. Shit.
okay. Well, let me tell my side of the story, which
That
is
was
I
after
had a
that was
real.
after the fact
Yeah, I
because
think it was
it was
another
Can
it
she
was a
tell
phone
her
couple weeks.
story?
call.
Why they won't
The
let her
phone
tell her
call
story?
already had happened, and then y'all
Why
had
they
a
won't let her
conversation
tell her
after,
story?
Hey,
I
hey,
just
and then
want
the
to know.
ladies,
conversation
ladies,
the
Because
I'm gonna
it's
say
their
conversation happened
this
issue
already.
because
and that
she
she's
just
trying to
okay,
didn't
figure out
interrupt
what they're
anybody.
talking about. So
She
they're trying to jumpstart her
That's the
memory. So they're
yeah.
talking about the
Today
same
she
thing.
Yeah,
wants to
That's what's
she want
going
to tell
on.
her
it's
story.
the
That's what's
She can
going
tell her
conversation
on.
that
story
happened
just
They're
like
already.
we
talking
did.
to
Because the
each other
You
right
don't
conversation,
now.
need her
She
mind. Just
asked them
you
a
listen,
just need to
the
question.
talk.
She
conversation
asked
was
them a question.
the
She
conversation was
asked
But you
them
after
a
ain't got
that,
nothing to
question.
Vaughn.
do with this, John. You ain't got
The
nothing to do with
conversation was
this.
She asked
after
them
that.
to stop
But
doing
you
that.
have nothing
The
She
to do with
asked
conversation,
that,
me
John.
neither. It's
You
between
got nothing
them.
to do
You
with that.
neither. You
Yes,
I
neither.
they
can't
do.
hear.
Buns didn't
I can't
interrupt
hear.
nobody. Buns didn't interrupt nobody at all. Can she get this?
I'm
Can
just
she
trying
tell
to
her
get her on
story?
point to where she need to be. The conversation was after that because they already
We
had got
got it.
into it.
Yes,
You
go ahead and
corrected
tell
her.
her
She
what to
heard
say.
you. She
Tell her
heard
what
Yeah,
you.
to
She
say.
got the correction.
yeah,
Tell her what to say.
the phone call happened already. Vaughn's. It was after that because you remember they argued and everything. Excuse me, they had already argued and everything, and Mimi was
Why do
still
she
in
have
her
to tell
feelings.
Vaughn's her
Me,
story? Why do she
Mimi
have to
was.
tell Vaughn's
I'm
Y'all was
telling
story?
her
gonna
what.
make me
Vaughn
play Madness
asked her.
Matthews.
Vaughn
She was,
asked her.
and they
But there's
already
nothing to ask if it's
and
Vaughn's
and
story.
the conversation
Vaughn
had
asked her
already
a
happened,
question
Vaughn.
so they could
So it
be
was
on the same
after that.
storyline.
Okay,
Because they
you got
already
it
had
after
talked,
that phone call, Buns. Continue the
and,
story. It's
and
after that
Mimi was
phone
still in
call,
her
though.
feelings after that. Because you remember
Okay,
they had a
so
yeah
Thank you
after
for the
that.
the
clarity, Amanda.
day,
Don't do it no more.
the
Okay.
Saturday morning, okay, Saturday morning, Miss Mimi called me. Now, I'm starting from Saturday, Miss Mimi, because we're talking about what involves Miss Tawana. So,
I ain't said
Saturday,
nothing about what was involving Mr.
no, I mean, that's the subject though. That's what I'm sticking to. So I don't know about
Okay.
whatever y'all saying I
Buns,
had an
could you
attitude about before.
Buns,
Okay,
as you
my,
tell your
uh,
story, could you
go ahead.
refrain from acting like you speaking directly to them? Because it's gonna make them want to interrupt you. So just kind of generally speaking, tell the story.
Okay, I got it. So Saturday morning, Miss Mimi called me and said, Miss Tawana wants to talk to you. I'm like, okay. Miss Mimi was like, hold on. Something about her husband. So she hung up. I called Miss Tawana like, cause the night before there was things that happened that I had an attitude about. Me, Miss Mimi and Too Strong had talked or whatever, and I had left it there because Miss Mimi and I had a side conversation, and I told her, I said, look, I just need like my space because I don't know where the energy is coming from or why y'all think this or why y'all believe that, and she was like, well, I'm live right now. I need your help. I don't know. It was something, and so
No,
we
Vaughn,
hung up.
that's not even the
Miss
situation.
Mimi,
That
Miss
that is
Mimi,
the
you
same,
gotta
Miss
hold your
Mimi. That's the
mule.
same
Okay, I'm
day.
going on mute. I'm
Miss
gonna
Mimi, it's
No,
the
no,
same day. I promise
no,
you,
it's
it's the
not.
same day.
You
It
thought
is
I'll drop
because
off
that
the
was the
panel.
They're gonna
night.
tell
Amanda,
her
you
what
gotta
to tell her
hold your
story.
mule.
No,
Oh,
that
They're
night
gonna
she
tell
thought
her
I
the
called
okay,
story.
Mimi
You
go
gotta
and
ahead,
Mimi
hold your
go
called
ahead,
me.
mule. You
go
gotta
ahead,
She
go
hold your
ahead,
mule.
go
Correct
ahead.
the
she
story when
thought
she
I called
done.
Mimi and Mimi called me.
They gonna
So
tell the
Vons had
story the
a
way they
goddamn
want it told.
attitude.
Correct
Vons
the
had an
story
Yes,
when she
I
attitude
had
like
an
I
done.
was trying to
attitude.
that like
Can
I
you
was trying to
I had
turn
an
Mimi,
correct her
attitude.
when
and
she done?
that wasn't the
Oh
case.
my
Amanda,
That
God.
wasn't the
Amanda,
Well, I
can you
case.
think this
correct her when she
woman be
done?
able to let people have a
Amanda,
conversation.
can you correct her when she done? You can correct her when she done. You just got to take notes. You got to.
Fuck her
Everybody,
no.
everybody. Well, you just go
Fuck
ahead,
her
bro.
no, my boy.
Fucker, no.
So I had hung up the phone with Miss Mimi, and she called me several times. I want to say maybe twice after we hung up, and I ignored her call. So Saturday, she called me and said, Miss Tawana and I called you and you curved us. And I'm like, oh, like what y'all was calling about? She was like, she wants to talk to you. And then her something in her real life interrupted. I hung up. I called Miss Tawana. She's like, oh,
Mm, mm. Go ahead.
she was like, hey Vaughn, I had an attitude, so I was all set and ready to tell Miss Tawana, like, I don't need, nobody trying to make me be friends and woo 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 woo. So Miss Tawana was just like, hey Vaughn. So my attitude changed because I'm like, oh, okay, like this ain't that. So I'm like, hey Miss Tawana. And she was like, Mimi told me that, you and Too Strong are having some issues and she wanted me to mediate. And I was like, oh, I was like, she called you? Like, she told you what happened? And she was like, well, she didn't really like get into it. She just said y'all having some issues and she don't want things to go bad or whatever. So I told Miss Tawana, like, well, I just told Miss Mimi yesterday I just kind of want my space. She wanted me to go live with them, and it was like, no, let me not say them because that's not true. She wanted me to go live with her, and I was like, I'm just irritated because it's a lot of, background conversations going on. And my thing is, Miss Mimi, when you got an issue, now I'm talking in general, I'm not talking to Miss Mimi. I'm telling y'all what I was telling Miss Tawana. I'm like, Miss Mimi,
Mm-hmm.
when you got an issue with Too Strong, you
Mm-hmm.
come talk to me about it. I
I
don't
said
take no
that.
sides. I try to shut shit down because I didn't want to do the back behind the scenes stuff. But I feel like Miss Mimi is kind of playing both sides because now all of a sudden we was on Center's panel, and it was like, I kind of caught the vibe that Too Strong was upset because she dropped down, and then Miss Mimi left with her. So I called Miss Mimi like, you know, what did I do now? Like, what's wrong? Why y'all leave? No, I didn't say that. I said why y'all leave? And she was like, oh, we left because they was doing something. And I'm like, oh, okay, because
That
and I
was the
asked Miss
red.
Mimi,
That ain't the
I said,
same.
That's not why I
you said
live.
what?
I told you why I live.
Too Strong. We know why you left. I'm just trying to fast forward the conversation, girl. I feel like none of that shit even matters because we're talking about us and Miss Tawana. But I'm also giving them a little bit of the backstory. That's it. So it was like, well, Miss Mimi, why you following up behind her? And she was like, what? I'm not She was like, wait a minute. What is you talking about, Vaughn? And I said, why did y'all just leave like that? Like, why do y'all do stuff like that? And she was like, um, hold on, let me add Too Strong in or something. And Too Strong was like, what? What's wrong? So I told her, I was like, what's wrong? What? She was like, oh, woo, 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 woo. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, no, I was just playing. And they was like, oh, okay. And we were done with it. So I was telling Miss Tawana, like, I just feel like it's like them, like they got something else going on. And I feel like they don't trust me Because why do they think I'm behind the scenes with real? Why do they think, just because I'm cool with people in the public, I'm on the phone with everybody? It's
I didn't say
weird
you
to
was
me.
behind the scenes with him.
And
I gotta
Miss
ask all
Mimi,
y'all: is this a play? That
no,
is this a play?
no, no.
I didn't say that
But
he was
Vines, let me
behind the
ask you
scenes.
this, Vines,
Miss, go ahead.
Vines, Vines. Why did you feel the need to tell Miss Tawana that they may have something else going on and they didn't press you? Why did you feel that way?
Instead of
I
telling me, because I didn't know you had you
Miss
said yeah.
Mimi, you called. That's not Miss Mimi. That's not true. Me and you talked that day that you and Too Strong went live. I want to say it was before Thanksgiving. I told you exactly how I felt, and you still kept calling me, knowing that I wanted to back up because I didn't like how y'all were moving. And
No,
Oh,
I
you
told
got
you I didn't like
mad
how y'all
because
were
Shit like that,
moving.
you
Vaughn.
got mad. The
Hold on,
thing
too
was,
strong,
you
too
got
strong.
mad
Let me
because you thought
finish.
I
Let
called
Ladies,
me,
me.
let's not
too strong. Let me
ladies,
You
finish.
let's
thought
not
I
forget
called
y'all
Yes,
said
Mimi.
y'all
yes,
made up
You thought
yes,
yesterday.
I called
yes,
Mimi, and I
yes,
Y'all
didn't.
yes,
said
And
y'all
you
yes,
made
found
up
yes,
out the
yes,
yesterday,
you found
ladies.
yes.
out the
And I
real.
found
And when you
yes,
found
Ladies,
out the
yes,
real, you went off
yes,
on
y'all
Mimi.
said
yes,
So I didn't
yes,
y'all
call
made
you.
up
yes,
So we
yes,
yesterday.
didn't have
yes.
shit
Are you
going
gonna let
on
me
behind the
finish?
I
scenes.
think
Are
it's
you
time
We
to
gonna
didn't
go
let
have
to
me
shit
break.
finish?
because I never
Are
had
you
a
going?
problem with
Time
Are
to
saying
go to
how
you
I
break.
felt to
going
you.
to? Are you
I
going to
never
let
had a
me
problem
finish,
with
Too
saying
Strong? You
how I
won't
felt
let
to
me.
you.
I didn't say you didn't. Will you please be
Okay,
quiet so I
so
can
so
talk? Please be
no, because when
quiet.
you say
Be
it, you need
quiet.
to put it
Oh
in
my God.
perspective
Oh
and
my God.
don't do it
Okay,
on the
Amanda.
surface. Say
Okay.
exactly what
Okay.
fucking happened.
Okay, I
Yeah, I
can't
gotta say
remember
this.
every fucking thing because I didn't
Well,
give a
I'm
fuck. Once
feeling
I
you in.
told y'all
I'm
I didn't
feeling
give
you
a fuck.
in. I'm
That's why
feeling
I
you
can't
in.
remember
So
everything.
Y'all
I
made
don't
up
that's
give a
right.
fuck.
yesterday,
It's
So
ladies.
childish.
Y'all
It's
When
made up
Mimi
childish. Hold on,
forgets
Miss
yesterday.
stuff,
Tawana.
you get
I
Y'all
didn't
fucking
made up
call
mad.
Miss
yesterday,
Tawana.
y'all.
I
When
did
you
not
Mr.
when
call.
Nicole said
I
they
when
did
you
made up
not call
yesterday
and
Miss
on
nobody
Tawana.
said
today.
you
I didn't
did.
go. Okay, then
Nobody
be
said you
quiet so I
did.
It
can
don't
get
sound
my
like y'all made
Amanda.
it up.
Nobody said you did. Nobody didn't
Evidently
say
we
you
Y'all
did.
did.
And
made
if
up
you don't give a
yesterday,
fuck,
ladies.
why you here? Shit.
Ladies, y'all made up yesterday. Y'all made up
Evidently we
yesterday.
didn't.
Believe
Evidently we
it.
Everything we did, that was some fake ass shit going on.
Can
and
y'all please?
Vaughn, if you
Can I
had a
please
told listen,
finish
I wanna
talking?
say this.
No,
Vaughn,
because I'm not
if
done.
you
I'm
had
Finish
not
your
told
done,
me
story,
Miss
I
Vaughn.
Mimi.
don't want you to
I'm not
call me,
done.
I wouldn't have
Okay,
fucking
that's
called
fine. I'm
you.
not done.
And
Finish
would
your
Okay,
have
story,
blocked you
Vaughn.
so
if you
Finish your
wanted me
story.
to. Block
okay,
people.
okay,
Shit.
okay.
You didn't say that shit.
Let
I
Vaughn
didn't.
talk,
I didn't
y'all.
say
And
We
what.
I
Let
can't
her
do a
never
finish her
respectful
perceived it
story.
that
thing.
way.
I think
If
so,
you
Miss
did
Coleman. Let
say,
Vaughn finish
Miss
her story.
Mimi, I need some space. Hell, if you
Miss
said that
Mimi,
shit,
you are sitting up on this motherfucking panel
bitch,
lying,
I ain't
and you
got a
not
line,
finna play in my.
Groupon.
Okay, okay,
What the
bitch.
fuck that got
Oh,
to do
Okay,
not
with
the church
okay,
ladies calling
okay,
each other bitches.
okay, okay,
No.
Bitch,
okay.
that
I
wasn't
No.
me,
told
Why?
this
man. I
lady.
wasn't even
I
Because
talking.
told
when the
this
truth
lady
starts coming out, we
exactly
get
how I
defensive.
I think
exactly
this is why
because
you
Miss
ain't talking
Mimi,
about
I
shit either.
told you, I
No, you
told
didn't,
you that
Vaughn.
I
If
did
you
not
would have
want to
said
come.
that, I
Too
wouldn't
Strong
have
already
called
said it.
you.
Too Strong been said it. She said when Mimi wanted to have a positive life, you didn't want to have shit to
Yes,
do with it.
yes.
You did not go back and tell her that I did not want to deal with y'all for the time being. And why was I telling you and not her? Because you were running back telling me about y'all shit that y'all had going on, telling me
What
shit,
shit was
all types
going
of shit.
on?
You
What
tell
shit
me
was
Too
going
Strong because
on?
I already told you.
Us
No,
She
what
arguing
shit
claimed
was
like we
going
Too
on?
always
Strong.
Say
do.
it out front.
Too,
What shit was going
okay,
on?
Yeah,
Too
say it.
Strong.
Say it.
She
Yeah,
told
whatever
me
I did.
that y'all had some church shit, some with your church, okay? Something with people on the damn YouTube, something with you don't want her
Uh-huh.
dealing with other people. Oh, the things that
When I
UP say
told her
about
that.
hold on, Too Strong. The things that UP say about you is motherfucking true. Let me
Who
actually
said the
quote her
same
Hey,
verbatim.
thing?
girl,
She
You
you up in
said,
said
here?
that.
Why
she
is you up in
said,
here motherfucking
she
lying,
said,
Vaughn?
okay, I'm
I
lying.
ain't
Okay, I'm
never
Listen,
asked,
lying.
I never
Okay,
asked you who you
okay,
on the
I'm
fucking
lying.
phone with. That was
I'm
none of
lying.
my
Too
motherfucking
strong.
business,
I
bitch.
didn't
You
say
up here
you did.
motherfucking
Miss
lying, bitch. You
Mimi.
the
Miss
only one that try to
Mimi.
control
Miss
somebody.
listen,
Mimi.
Bitch, and you
You
get
okay.
listen.
mad when
Yo,
nobody
Okay.
don't want to
listen.
fucking listen to your ass. Bitch, bitch, you the only one that do that shit. You the only one that get fucking mad when nobody don't want to listen to your fucking ass. You up and down like the stock fucking market. You in your motherfucking feelings. You up and motherfucking down, and you always trying to control some shit.
MoneyBoy, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to hear it.
Then would
You
you say too
always
strong?
trying to
Say that
control
again.
some shit, and you get mad in your motherfucking feelings. You would always want to know what's fucking going on. You the one that's always questioning some shit. That be your motherfucking ass, bitch. I only talk to you and fucking Mimi. I'm not on the phone with multiple motherfucking people. I ain't never asked you no conversations that you didn't have with any motherfucking body. So, bitch, don't come up in here and get up here and lie on fucking me, bitch. You the only one to run there telling everybody fucking business, bitch. You the only one that's doing that. I can really blast your motherfucking ass, but I ain't doing that shit.
Wow.
I'm not doing that shit. I'm
Wow.
not doing that shit. Don't fucking lie on
Blast
me,
me about
bitch.
what, Amanda?
Don't
When did
lie
I
on me,
say,
motherfucker. Don't
Amanda?
lie on
When did
me,
I
motherfucker.
say? When
Don't
did I
lie
say it
on
was
me,
you?
fucking Vaughn.
When did I
Whatever
say
you
it
got
was
personal
you?
fucking going
Okay.
on
All
with
right.
other people,
Uh-huh.
I don't worry
Okay.
about that shit. I don't
I
give a
didn't
fuck who
say
you
you,
friends with.
Amanda.
Don't
I did
fucking
not
lie on
say
me.
you
And I
said it.
don't
I
try to
said,
control no shit.
And
So
I
Amanda,
got a
don't fucking
question for
lie
you,
on me.
Amanda,
Don't lie
Amanda.
on me,
It
bitch.
was
Talk
Miss
about the shit
Mimi.
that UP say. Be
Amanda,
the fucking
Amanda.
truth. Kiss
That's
my
what
motherfucking ass,
Mimi
bitch.
said.
Well,
Every
That's
time
well,
what
let
somebody
me
come
Mimi
in
said. All
and
right,
you
Amanda.
we're
find them new
Oh,
deflecting.
shit,
some of those
fuck
things
up
Okay,
out
I've
of here
heard
with
we're
that
too.
deflecting.
bullshit, bitch,
Okay,
with your
we're
fake
deflecting.
ass.
We're
I've
Okay,
heard
deflecting.
some
okay,
of
Okay,
it
okay.
too.
okay.
That's
I'm
what
Let me
I
safe.
was
ask
saying,
I'm
that she
safe.
would only come back and tell us what you said or what was
I
going on, and
wasn't
she would
saying
give us
shit.
reasons
Anything I wanted
on
to tell cuz,
why
I'll say it
she
to a
would give us
motherfucking face.
reasons on why you were
Shit, what
acting
the
the way
fuck
you
you
were
talking
acting.
about?
this
I'm
Fuck
just
out of
telling you
here.
what we heard. We
Bitch, you
telling
ain't
you what
heard
we
shit.
heard.
Bitch, you just
You might
came in the
not
play.
like it, but it's
Bitch,
the truth.
you
You
just
might
came
not
in the
like it,
motherfucking
but
play.
it's not a
You just
lie.
came in the motherfucking play, just like you said.
Hey,
She said I
I
Can
lost
just
my
can
came
mama
we
in
at
the
can
a
we
young
play.
can we
You
age.
get
right,
back
I
to
just
Bitch,
what
came
Vaughn
in
was
the
trying to
play,
I
say?
was
and
28
I
years
heard
Can
old
we
her
can
when
we
I
get
lost
back to
my
say,
what Vaughn was
motherfucking
saying?
mama.
Can we get back
I
to what
was
Vaughn was
28
saying?
years old when I lost my motherfucking mama.
Hello,
Talk about a
hel-
young motherfucking age, and that's why I'm a
can
disgruntled
we
bitch.
get back?
You
Can
came
we
out
get
here
back to
not
what
telling
Vaughn
the
was
truth
saying?
about motherfucking shit. Respectfully,
girl,
fucking
what
Amanda.
in the
Gears.
hell are you
Amanda.
talking
I ain't had
about?
no private conversation
Baby,
with you,
you
Gears.
ain't
That's
too
I
what
don't
I
have
was
no
strong.
trying
issue
to
with
You're
you, Gears.
angry too
I don't got no
strong.
issue
I
with
never
you,
said
Gears.
we had any private
I'm talking about
conversations,
the
and I
lies
never
that this
said,
fat maggot ass
oh,
motherfucking
oh
old pissy ass
okay, I never
grandmama
What
said we
be
have
happened?
a
What
fucking
did you
private
say,
telling.
Gears?
That's
conversation.
what I'm talking
All I
about.
said was, can we
That's
get
what
back
I'm
to what
talking
Vaughn
about.
was saying? That's what I
Yeah.
said.
That's what I'm fucking talking about. Fuck
To
Can
that
get
we get back to
motherfucking
what
across.
shit.
Vaughn was
I'm
saying?
talking about with what's called years. You ain't got shit to do with
Can we
this respectfully. You ain't
All
got
I was
shit to do
saying
with
was
this
I said
respectfully,
the same
respectfully.
thing Vaughn heard.
Respectfully.
respectfully,
All I was saying is I heard the
Respectfully.
respectfully,
same thing Vaughn heard.
Respectfully.
hold on,
Respectfully.
respectfully, I'm asking, can
Respectfully.
Vaughn get back? I'm not inserting myself.
Respectfully,
I'm asking, can Vaughn get back to what she was saying? Respectfully. Yeah.
respectfully. If
Yeah,
Vaughn was telling
respectfully.
the motherfucking truth,
Vaughn,
I allow Vaughn to
listen,
motherfucking speak.
no,
But
no, no,
don't fucking lie on me.
this is what
Don't
happened.
lie on fucking me.
You asked her to put
Don't
it on
lie on
Front
me.
Street, and when she started talking, that's when you cut her off. So can she continue to
Don't lie
ask
on
what you
me. No, I
requested
cut her
for?
off when she started fucking lying.
Can we?
That's when I
Okay,
cut her fucking off. I
you
don't
said
try to
what you needed
control
to
no
say. You're
motherfucking
on
Vaughns.
repeat. You're on repeat. Can
I
we
don't
let
try
her
to
talk?
control no
You
motherfucking
said
Vaughn.
what
Amanda,
I
you
don't try to
already said
control
what
no motherfucking
you are on
Vaughns.
repeat. We
let
heard
me
what
let
you
me get
said.
it,
Can we get
Gears.
back
Let
to
me
her?
get it.
Whatever,
Let me get it.
whatever.
Gears. I'm
I
not
do
Gears.
want to
Amanda.
respond.
In
I
all
do want to
fairness,
respond.
we heard your side of the story. We don't know who's lying and telling the truth.
Yeah.
But while you were telling your story, she didn't interrupt you. Can she finish her story and then you can say you lying X, Y, and Z here? Because she
Well, don't
listened to
lie on me
everybody
about
and
the
didn't
church
interrupt
talking about
nobody.
I was talking about her church because I asked one question, Bonnie. You know it's the truth because one minute you remember shit, the next minute you don't. But
Okay,
then
well let me
then
finish.
you
Let
charge
me
me up.
finish.
I'm
Let
gonna
me
tell
I
you
ain't never
what
charged
I
you up
She
about
said.
a
didn't
damn
interrupt
thing,
you
Miss
Why
either,
they
Mimi.
Miss
won't
I
let
Mimi.
ain't
nobody
question
talk
you.
but
I'm
them?
No,
Why they won't let
yeah,
nobody talk
yeah.
but them?
Because they know because Mimi know I'm telling the truth and Too Strong know I'm
Yeah,
telling the
Go
truth.
ahead
that's
on.
I
No,
don't
I
right.
have no
don't.
reason to
The
lie. Okay.
conversations y'all
Okay.
never fucking had. I didn't know. I wasn't fucking
so let
privy
me
to.
tell you the
So
conversation.
don't say
Let
I
me
know
tell
a
you the
motherfucking
Okay,
thing.
let me
Don't
tell
say
you
I
the
know a
conversation.
motherfucking thing. Because
Let
every time
me
I feel
tell
like
you
I want to
that.
say something, I
no
tell
offense to
y'all,
any
I
that
don't have to
Lord,
tiptoe. And I don't need
Tired of you nigga bitches. Shit, goddamn.
a fucking
what
body.
the hell?
Rest assured you that. I did that shit. Shit, I ain't did that shit. I don't need no
Can,
motherfucking media. I don't need
Y'all
nobody I
see,
can run
Imagine
and
you
cry
so
talking
can
to
to
we
or none
Thaddeus.
of that
can we
motherfucking
can
shit.
we
I
can
don't
we
need no
Right here.
goddamn
can we
media.
get back to what Vaughn
Hey,
was trying to
the
say?
proof is in the pudding.
Your
Go
pudding is
ahead, Miss
sour.
Buzz. Go ahead.
It's sour.
I'm gonna start muting you niggas. Y'all know I don't
Mimi,
like mute niggas. But y'all can
Mimi,
unmute yourself, so it don't even matter. Stream y'all just
I'm
stupid.
gonna be quiet.
Mimi had a lot of things to say about Too Strong
I'm gonna start saying a whole
before
bunch of shit too.
before
Yeah,
Too
please
Strong.
do.
I sure did before Too Strong and I were not speaking. Okay, I'm sorry, not before. Before I started back talking to Too Strong, Miss Mimi had an issue with something with her and I mean with Too Strong and some uh what is it when the man died on the cross,
A
y'all.
deathbed confession. That's what
Right.
it was. It
That was
wasn't
one thing.
attacking her church.
That
Please
that
tell the
was
truth.
that was that was one thing. Then there was another conversation where Miss Mimi felt like, oh, Too Strong she keep calling me talking about, oh, some prophetess lady prophesied over her and told her a witch was after her. I feel like she thinks she no, I feel like she think it's me or something. And it was like, what? Like
She
I
calling me
was
the witch. Yes, I said that.
right. So to me, it was just like whatever. But long story short, as we all started to get back cool, Miss Mimi called me one night upset. She had said that Too Strong had blocked her and they wasn't speaking because Miss Mimi had she didn't want to do the UP play or some shit. And I was like, so she blocked you? And I honestly thought Miss Mimi was exaggerating. I really did.
You people.
I don't because
Um, when we were on my live and it was like, oh, let's have a funeral, and she said that you called her Too Strong and y'all got into it, and oh, Mimi, if you wouldn't have said this, everybody following up behind you. And I was like,
no, we
what?
never said that, John. I never
So
said
that's when I talked to Miss Mimi. I'm like, chill out, if we gonna fix it. So I took it upon myself to call Too Strong, and I'm like, no, I'm lying. I'm lying.
thank you.
Something happened on YouTube. Me and Miss Mimi was on the phone. We were talking, and she was like, have you talked to Too Strong? And I said, no, I haven't called her. And I said, you want me to call her? I'll call her. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna, put y'all on the phone together. So Too Strong got on the phone. Too Strong was being Too Strong. She kind of was just kind of like standoffish. And we was talking about the subject, whatever it was, who was being messy that day, whoever we was beefing with. And next thing you know, Miss Mimi said, Too Strong ain't, she don't want to talk because I'm on the phone. And then Too Strong started snapping, hung the fuck up. And so I called Too Strong. I'm like, okay, what's up? What's the problem? Too Strong said, ain't no problem. I'm knowing what Miss Mimi said, but it's like, okay, let me hear out Too Strong because clearly, it's that bad. And in my mind, I'm like, I don't know if Miss Mimi is telling the truth about Too Strong blocking her because Miss Mimi has started calling me every day more and more, and it was like I had cracked the joke and told Miss Mimi, like, hey, don't start calling me now that you and Too Strong. I was just being funny, but it was like I had noticed that Miss Mimi started calling me a little more. So long story short, the whole situation happened um with the play and all of that. And wait, I went too far. Um the real thing happened and Too Strong. It was Miss Mimi that said to me, because I was, talking to Miss Mimi, and I'm like, well, why she got an attitude, or why does she? Because I want to say, me and you had the three of us had talked, and you told me like, oh, I got an attitude because it's like you hopped up there trying to defend him, and I'm like, no, I was just playing,
No, I said you
haha,
act like I was gonna ask him about his sexuality. That's what I said.
oh,
I said you
right,
hopped up there
right,
thinking I was
and I
gonna
was
ask
like,
him about his
no,
sexuality, and I was like,
right.
no, I don't get up there. And just like I hopped up there on center panel while Real was up there
Right.
because he said witches or whatever, but I didn't get no attitude with you. I got
I
up
didn't
there.
say witches. He said witches. But anyway, go
That's
ahead.
why I said that.
That's
Just like
what.
he
Oh,
said
okay,
witches.
okay, but okay.
Okay,
This
just
is
like
my
you
side of
said
the story,
witches,
though.
but
So,
then you get an
okay,
attitude because I hop down because you get up there interrupting the goddamn panel. What you accuse me of this time? You got mad because I got mad.
but
No,
no, Too
no,
Strong.
because you said
That's
because you
not
got
what.
up there
That's
interrupting the
not what.
conversation flow.
No,
That's what you said. That's what you said.
Okay.
We were having a good
Okay.
time.
Okay.
You
Okay.
interrupted. We was what's it called? That's what you
Okay.
said. And then
Okay.
you did the same exact thing to
Okay.
fucking me. But the point of this, I got up
Okay.
there with respect, and I didn't interrupt y'all goddamn question. I asked the question. Me and Senna was having a goddamn conversation, and I hopped down and said peace
Right.
and blessings and what's called it. But
Right.
by that time, let you go ahead and finish your story.
Okay. So I called y'all, or I called Miss Mimi, and I'm like, "What y'all doing?" And she was like, "Oh, we left because of woo woo woo." And I was like, What's the problem? Like what?" And so Miss Mimi was like, "Hold on, Vaughn. Let me add Too Strong in."
Who the
So
fuck
Too
is that?
Strong tells me, "Yeah, I left because it's like you jumped up there trying to defend him." And I was like, "Huh?" And so
Yo,
then
because I thought you said you were trying
Miss Mimi chimed in and said, "Vaughn, we're the church ladies, and when you go against us in the public, it make us look weak, da da da." And I said, "Come on, Miss Mimi, it's not that serious. I was just playing. Like this is what we do on Sinners Live. We just be playing." I didn't know Too Strong was offended by me hopping up just playing. So once we talked
I
about
didn't
it,
know she
and
was
Too Strong,
offended either.
can I finish? And
Go
Too
ahead.
Strong, why are you talking? Jesus. So Too Strong and I had squashed it. Miss Mimi and I had another conversation after the fact. And I said, "Can I ask you a question, Miss Mimi? Why does it seem like lately, keep in mind, y'all, there's been a lot of background conversations. There's been a whole lot of background conversations." So I'm like, "Miss Mimi, I have a question. Why does it seem like, every
John
time
Frank, are you
something."
typing in the chat? I'm
That
sorry.
ain't him. He got a
I'm
mod
sorry,
stick.
Buns. John Frank, are you typing in the chat?
John Frank got a mod stick.
No, it's another channel. It's like his backup channel, I think.
No,
No,
it's not.
look. Yeah, no,
That,
look, that's me. Truth hurts. If you listening, get over here, put Money Boy Trey in check. Because he's been out of line from the start of this fucking live.
He
Giving
is
somebody a
retarded.
platform to lie on
Let him
us.
finish
That's
talking,
fucked
John
up.
Frank.
I
You
sent her
fucked
the
up from the
link.
beginning. Nah, you fucked up from the beginning, giving somebody a platform to lie on us when they have so many people they could use.
I don't know
Don't let
what's a lie,
yourself get
sir.
used.
I'm not
Don't
in
let
y'all
yourself get
storyline. I don't
used.
know who lied.
Exactly.
I'm
Exactly.
listening
So
where
keep
I can
that
come
same
up with a
energy.
verdict.
Keep that same energy, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Let her get it out,
I am. All I'm
JR.
doing is
Let
trying
her
to
I
let
hope
You
she
tell
everybody
your
cussed
tell
your
the
people to
story.
stay
motherfucking
out of
ass
J.
out.
Paul K shit.
I'm just letting everybody tell their story.
But today, you tell your people stay out that J. Paul K drama. But today, come on, bro.
Yeah,
Come on, bro.
yes.
Truth hurts. Get out here. That's all I need.
Everybody.
Yeah,
This
Run
Truth
the
Hurt.
show.
Come on over
Run
this
the
and
is a
show.
please,
very
Truth.
We
Come
need
on
to
over,
let
important
Truth. None of
Vaughn.
us is
Vaughn
allowed in
was
the
telling
J.
her
Paul K
Lubricated
story.
room.
drama,
Still in
just to
order.
let
Can
y'all know.
Vaughn continue to tell her story, please? Can Vaughn continue to tell her story, please? Go
let
ahead,
her
Vaughn.
get it out.
So I said, "Why do it seem like, it's something going on, or, y'all feeling some type of way?" And she said, "No, you know how, Too Strong is." And
Mm.
I mean, that's usually the consensus of our conversation, whether it's me or her. And I was like, "Yeah, you're right, but why do y'all feel like I would defend him?" Like I can't remember exactly what I said, but it was like I was just playing. Why did y'all think, I was jumping up there to defend him against y'all? Like where the the drama coming from? And she was like, "Well, um, Amanda, no," she said, "Well, we know you and Real are friends, and y'all talk on the phone." And I said, "Miss Mimi, I don't talk on the phone with Real. Where that come from or something?" She said, "Well, Amanda thinks you talk on the phone to Real." And I was like, "Wait, what?"
I
And I
said
said,
we.
we not doing." You said what now?
I thought you said I said we.
No, you said at first you said we, and then I said, "Whoa, I don't talk on the phone with him." And then you said, "Well, Amanda thinks that
Oh,
you talk on the
I
phone
did,
with
and I
Real."
told you. I
And
told you that. I
okay,
did.
so
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, duh, because yes, we've
Mm.
talked about this, but I'm gonna go back. So it was like,
The
Jesus.
well, why,
interruption
why?
keep going
So
on.
I said, "Well, oh hell no! Like, why are we back here? Or who Vaughn talking to?" I was like, "Man, I ain't trying to go through this shit." Woo, woo, woo. And I want to say, me and Miss Mimi hung up, and then she was scheduled to go live, and then she called me and was like, "I'm gonna go live." And I said, "Honestly, Miss Mimi, I'm feeling some type of way. I just need my space because I don't like how y'all moving. And Miss Mimi was like, no, Vaughn, don't be like that. We sisters. And I said, yes, we are, but I just need my space and I need time to think because I don't like what I'm hearing from y'all. I did not like what I was hearing.
Well, you
So
didn't
Miss
hear it from
Mimi,
me. You heard it from Mimi.
but you just said you told me that too. So what are you
Yeah,
talking about?
I did told you that, and we been had a
Okay.
conversation when Blue said
Okay.
that she thought he was
Okay.
gay.
Oh,
I thought y'all was talking on the
interruption.
phone.
God
Okay.
So it
damn.
was a bit
Okay.
that conversation been had
Okay.
before that happened. Let's just keep it a
Okay.
fucking buck. Let's not
Okay.
do that. Okay,
Okay.
okay,
I mean, okay.
okay,
So
okay.
it was like, I need my space. Woo woo. So Miss Mimi went, oh, that's right. I said, I need my space. I said, I'm not going to hit the panel, but I will be in the chat. And Miss Mimi, I was in that chat that day, but I did not hit the panel. So when I came into the live and you were like, I think at first Too Strong was like, I think it was because you did two lives because something went wrong with your first live. Too Strong was like, where Vons, why you won't come up here? I just stayed in the chat. I'm like, I'm gonna stay in the chat. And then you said, I don't know why Vaughn being funny, I don't know why she do this to me. And I called a little attitude. So when you called me and was like, Vaughn, I need help with my live, and I said, well, I'm over here at such and such live right now. And I said, I think I said, we're, Too Strong. And you said, oh, she up here on the panel. And I said, Miss Mimi, why can't she help you? Now, I'm going to pause because there was another conversation way before this that Miss Mimi felt Too Strong, that you didn't want to help her grow her channel. You wouldn't show her nothing and all this and that. And she also said the
I
same
said that
thing
with y'all
to
on the phone.
me.
But wait a
No, but
minute,
Miss
I
Mimi,
didn't watch all that. I
it
was
was a
doing. I
side.
told Mimi
It
what
was
to
a
fucking do.
side convert.
I
It
told
was
me.
a
I
oh
told
oh
Mimi what to do to
yes,
grow her fucking channel. I
yes,
can't help it if I
yes.
took the L shit and my channel started growing. So I told Mimi
Okay,
what to do to what's called, and that's why she
right,
started dropping shorts. So that's bullshit.
right.
Thank
It
you for
How
the
was
was it?
holding
over
Oh
allocation.
my God. Okay.
You gotta
Anyway,
run
so she
them
felt some type of way,
donations,
and I
baby.
said, Miss Mimi,
Run
it
them
was like, look, I didn't
donations,
want to deal with y'all that day.
baby. Run them
That's what it was.
donations, baby.
I didn't want to deal with y'all that day. I was irritated. So she called me again after that. I ignored the call. Then she called me again after that. And the next day, Miss Mimi called me and I was like, hello. And she was like, yeah, Miss we called you last night. Miss Tawana and I called you last night. You curved us. And I was like, oh, and she said she wants to talk to you. And you said your husband or, whatever, you had to go somewhere. And I said, okay. So I hung up and that's when I called Miss Tawana. So then that conversation went, I'm gonna say I thought it went good because we all, well, not all of us. I know I told Too Strong how I really felt, but what I believe through Miss Tawana and me off was that you had told Miss Tawana that it was me that had the issue with Too Strong. But when we put Too Strong on the phone, Miss Mimi, you said you had an issue with me. And so that's why I kind of like it was like, wait, what? Like, wait a minute.
Right.
Well, I
Why
think
why
you
you
getting
got
it
it?
kind of mixed up
You
because
said
I
what?
didn't know that y'all had an issue. Remember? It's
Who had an issue?
I didn't know that you even had an issue with me. And I really didn't. If you had said, listen, I need some time, blah, 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 blah. I need you to back up. Blah.
Miss Mimi, you're lying. Miss Mimi, please
Okay.
don't lie up here because I
Yeah.
I had a very long conversation with you that day. We talked. I said
Okay.
I just need my. You was like no. You was like no, don't do that. And I can go back because guess what, Miss Mimi? When you was live that day, I was all over the YouTube and y'all was calling. Both of y'all had called out for me. But Miss Mimi, you knew, and that's what I was telling Miss Tawana. I'm like, she know how I feel. So
She
why
knew
is
how
she
you
up
feel,
there
but
like
I didn't
I
know.
don't know? Too Strong. Okay, that cool. But my thing was I didn't want
I
to
didn't
talk
know.
to her, but she kept calling me. She
Well,
kept calling me.
okay.
Oh, I
So
didn't
my
know.
thing, my thing was it's becoming too much. I
She
don't
who
like that.
kept
It's like
calling you.
I,
Just to
I
clear that
don't
up. She
like
who?
Miss
My
Mimi kept
thing is,
calling
we
Oh,
me
call
okay.
people
after
one,
me and
two,
her.
3, 4 o'clock in the fucking morning, and we get up talk to
Too
you.
Strong.
But
You
soon as
call
somebody,
me. You call Miss Too Strong.
talk
Y'all
to
Let
call
her
me the
you
tell her
same
and
way.
want to
story.
listen
Too
to you,
Strong.
and you
Let
Y'all
her
got all
tell
pissed
her
off,
okay.
story.
All
and
right.
you
All right.
frustrated, and
Interrupt.
you
You know what, Too
crying
Strong?
Let her
and doing
I
all
see
interrupt.
this,
exactly
but
what
then it's
this
a
And try
is.
fucking
to cut
I
problem.
see
people off
exactly
from
what
what
this is.
they
This ain't
saying.
about
this ain't about what the
Why is he
problem is.
trying to change
This
the
is about two.
narrative?
This ain't about what the problem is because at the end of the day, Too Strong. I told this lady how I felt, and it's not that I'm just. Oh, she kept calling me. The problem is Too Strong. The same problem you said. Miss Mimi would not leave you alone, so you blocked her. Now you said that in front of me, Miss Tawana. You that's who you said that in front of. So you know I'm not lying.
She
And
was like,
so
you blocked me.
my
I said
thing,
I damn sure did. I blocked
okay,
both of
so
y'all.
okay, it's
I blocked
too
both of
much.
y'all.
It's too. I
I
don't know
blocked
what you
both of
blocked me
y'all.
for because I wasn't blowing up your phone. Don't lie
I
on me.
blocked both
And
of
let me
y'all.
say this.
You did used
Okay,
to call me
okay,
1, 2, 3 fucking
okay.
o'clock in the morning. Fuck
Amanda,
is you
and you
talking
was
about?
calling me too. What are you
No,
talking
the fuck
about?
I wasn't.
Y'all
I
were
didn't call
calling
you no
me.
2, 3.
Y'all call me every
I
fucking
didn't call
morning. Too
you 2
Strong.
and
Don't
3,
do
4
that.
fucking
And I
o'clock in
didn't
the
They
have
would
morning.
Too
not let
Strong.
this
I
girl
ain't
tell
called
her
you.
story.
They don't
Shut
want
the
me.
fuck
You
up,
know
you
what? I'm
maggot
gonna
ass
say this.
bitch.
Too
They would
Strong
not let
and
this girl
Mimi.
tell her
I don't
story.
have not one fucking problem with y'all, but I'm not gonna let y'all keep lying on me.
I ain't
I
Ain't
got
did not
nobody lying
start
on you.
this
We
shit.
telling the fucking
I
truth.
told y'all how the fuck I felt. Too Strong. It ain't my fault. She didn't tell you any fucking thing. The point is, I communicated with her, and I communicated with her, and she called Mr. Motherfucking Warner, and you got mad
all
thinking
right.
it was fucking
Okay.
me, and it was not me.
Did
I
not get
never
back to
charged
a
Miss Mimi up.
motherfucking lie. You
I
know how you
never
just
gave a
fucking lying,
fuck.
bitch?
I
Because when
never
Mr. Water
gave
got on the
a fuck
motherfucking phone,
about
she
what
said
happened
Mimi
with
called me.
LTG. I
She
never
said
gave a fuck
Mimi
about
called me.
none of that
So you
shit.
just
So
lied.
why?
Well,
So what,
y'all do a
girl?
rewind. Do
Listen,
a
listen.
rewind.
Fuck
Do a
rewind. I
rewind.
didn't do it. I
Do
didn't
a
have no problem
rewind.
with this
Do a
lady. This
rewind.
lady.
Do
This
a
lady
rewind. Just
and
like you said, we was on the
based
phone
on
fucking
every
yesterday,
fucking
and you
thing.
was like, don't let them
Every
know
fucking
that
right,
you talked to
right.
fucking
I
me
sure
because
did.
you said
Girl,
you don't know who the fuck
you a
lying.
motherfucking lie.
Tell,
I
uh,
said,
Mimi,
I'm gonna tell you
Mimi,
exactly what the fuck I said. I
Mimi.
said, don't
What
tell
she
John
say,
Frank
Mimi?
that y'all talk to me because I don't
Mimi, what
trust
she
either
say,
one of
Mimi?
them based on what y'all are telling
Mimi,
me,
what
which is
she
that
say,
John
Mimi?
Frank and Miss Tawana is behind the
I'm
scenes
lost because my
running
kid.
motherfucking plays on me.
Tell me,
And then I said, well, if Miss Tawana is playing me, that would mean John Frank is playing all of us. That means that they working together. I ain't got no motherfucking reason to sit up here
That's
and
what she
act like
said.
I didn't say what the fuck I said.
Wait, who
I
Why?
said
said what I
what?
said.
They told you that, Vaughn.
Because
Rewind.
John,
So they all fucking. There go
because
another
okay,
receipt.
okay.
Play. I
Another
don't know what y'all
receipt.
talking about. No,
They
rewind. Say
ran
that
in the
again.
back starting shit. They called and said, what? Say that again, Vaughn.
Say it.
When Miss Mimi called me, she said, Vaughn, we need to talk. I said, no, I want to go live. I'm not finna do this back behind us. I don't want to talk to either one of y'all. Because based on what I heard from Too Strong Live, and that was after we all had just got up off the phone. Too Strong and
when
Miss
you gonna
Mimi
call
was
so I
telling
can
me,
jump in?
Too Strong and Miss Mimi told me, John Frank, that I guess you reached out to them or they reached out to you. Honestly, I don't know because there's been too many he say she motherfucking saying I don't care. But based on what they were
Wow.
saying, which is that you and Miss Tawana has been talking this whole time. So I said, wait a minute. If Miss Tawana playing me? And they was like, no, we not trying to say that. But that's how I'm like, well then what is it that y'all saying if they've been talking this whole time? So then they were saying that they believe what you were saying, something about sending a brill, something about what else? What I mean, y'all was this is shit
Wow.
y'all fucking told me.
Yeah, you
And
did.
that
Go
uh
do it.
John Frank, no, wait, no, that John Frank felt like oh, Miss Tawana really think I'm on her side or something. And I said, wait. If
You said
y'all are
she
saying Miss
don't-
Tawana,
Mr. One.
yeah,
No, you
go
said
ahead.
Mr. Warner said John Frank is gonna be on my side. He gonna take my
No,
side
no,
because
Yes, the
Miss
fuck
Mimi.
you
Mr.
did.
Yes, I
One.
did. Yes,
Yes,
I
the fuck
did
you
say
did.
that. Yes, I did say that,
Yes,
but
the
that's
fuck
not what
you
I'm talking.
did.
Yes, I
That's what
did say
you
that, but that's
did.
not what I'm talking about.
Okay, no, we
I
talking about
I'm
that.
saying
Finish, Mimi.
okay, okay. So anyway, y'all
That's some
said that John
bullshit.
Frank said to y'all, "Oh, Miss Tawana really think I'm on her side," and I
But
said,
no,
"Wait,
you said
from
the
what?
shit about
Yes,
Mr.
From what?"
that's
And
Motherfucking
right.
yes,
Word.
Thank you,
You
no, I
said
Vaughn.
didn't.
the shit
Thank
No, I
about
you.
Mr.
didn't. No,
Thank
I
you
didn't.
for
Motherfucking
No,
saying
Word.
I
that.
didn't. No, I
Yes,
didn't.
the
I
fuck
told y'all
you
that
did.
after. Hey, I
Yes,
told
the
them that
fuck
after
you
the fact.
did.
I
Yes,
told
the
them
fuck
that
you.
after the
When
fact.
they
When
I
I got on
said,
the phone,
I
just
you
said,
was
tried to
motherfucking
debunk
crying.
me at the very
wait,
beginning.
wait.
They all tried to debunk me when I said no. When I
Lying.
Okay. I told y'all that after I said everything y'all are saying he's saying to y'all, Mr. Wanna has said to me. I said another big, I said
So
another
you said who
reason.
you think motherfucking
Amanda.
lying?
And that's exactly what I said. I said, I
And
don't
you
know
said
who the fuck
personally,
lying.
I
And for
think
all
she
I know,
lying, and I think he
yep,
lying, and I
yep,
think
I
I'm
showed
gonna
it.
fucking
I
bow out
showed
because
it.
I
I
don't know who
showed
the
it.
fuck
Yep,
lying.
yep.
That's
I
exactly what
said
the
that.
fuck
Yep,
you
that's
saying.
exactly what the fuck I said. Yep, it showed is.
Exactly.
And another
Come
thing,
on,
and
fucking
another
now.
thing, and
And
another
you
thing
say
I
you felt
said
like
was okay.
they using fucking us. That's what the fuck you
No,
say.
Amanda, I said this is exactly what I said. I said
That's exactly
based
what the
on
fuck
what,
you
Right,
said.
she
based
not
And
able
on
to
Barney,
what.
say. You
I
said
Okay,
thought it
something
was
but
the
about.
motherfucking
how did I?
plane because they
But
was
how did
still
I?
talking in
Right,
fucking
Yeah, you
chat.
said something
I
about
thought it
right.
Ronnie.
was, and I
But
seen him and
but
them on the
y'all said,
fucking panel. I thought it
but
was a
y'all
fucking
said the
play at
same
first.
thing.
I did,
Exactly.
I
That's what.
did.
Thank you.
But then
Exactly.
you fucking said,
Exactly.
you said, oh, Mr. Wonder said, if I go to fucking, he gonna choose me. So either way, he gonna choose fucking me. That's what the
Yeah,
fuck
Yeah.
you say.
because
Yeah.
they
Because
done
she
been
did
there.
say that.
Absolutely, and
And
that's
because
just what the fuck I felt because I thought that we was like that.
exactly.
I heard all
It.
these
Thank you.
check
Thank
receipts
you.
up in
Thank
here, eh?
you. The fuck. And
You
let me
did
say
feel
this.
like that,
The
my
reason.
son.
The okay. Go ahead. All I got to say is I said I'm gracefully bowing out because based on everything that y'all said, I said Mr. Wanda is saying the same thing, but it's the opposite. And I even went as far as to say I'm gonna back out because it seemed like they're either I'm being played or we're all being played. And if Mr. Wanda is
Wow.
playing me, that would mean he they working together or whatever. I said I don't want
Yep,
nothing else to
that's
do
what
with
you
it.
I
said.
That's
knew
what I
nothing about any of this.
You was talking to her
This
on
shit
the
is
fucking
crazy.
phone.
This shit is
No.
crazy to me.
What it is
This shit
that
is crazy to
what
me.
I said at the very beginning, I said that John told me that y'all didn't want to speak to Vaughn, y'all only wanted to speak to me. And I thought it was weird. So when he went to click over to get y'all, I automatically called Vaughn, told Vaughn to hold on and be quiet, called Gears. When John Frank came back, y'all were there. Don
No, Mr.
Gears
Warner.
and
Remember,
Vaughn was
I
there.
called you.
But that's not
No,
what me
I
and
ended
John,
up calling
yes.
you.
My point is
Because
Look,
I
I was
told
listen. Hold on, no, you're wrong because I was on the phone with them. I switched over to talk to
Exactly.
you, and when I
and I
That's
talked to
right.
ended up
you,
calling
you
when
said
you.
you
you wanted
put
to
me
do the
on the
panel.
phone and you
Listen, let
came
me
back.
talk. Let me
Hey,
talk.
Vaughn,
They
what did I
said,
say to you when I
hold
called you?
on, hold,
Vaughn,
wait,
what
let
did
me
I say
talk.
to you when I
It
called
don't
you?
matter. You already said
You
it.
said hold on, be quiet, don't say nothing until I tell you or something like that.
All right, and
And
hold
then
on, Mr.
Gears,
Warner said,
didn't I
can I
call
talk?
you?
Go
Yeah,
ahead, bro. You
just
want to
like
say
I
the same shit
said,
over
the
again?
games, the
You want to stop
bullshit,
me from talking?
the
You
bullshit,
repeating
the
yourself.
bullshit, John
You don't
Frank.
want me to talk because you're a liar. That's why the fuck you don't want me to talk.
No, you
Be
don't want me
honest.
to
Mm.
talk because
Be
your ass
Let
being
me
honest.
ask you
out it.
my question,
Let him
Mr.
give the
Warner.
opportunity to talk. John Frank ain't had an opportunity to talk.
I
Okay.
switched over on the line because Too Strong told me and
Right.
Mimi,
So why
I'm not
y'all stop
talking
the
to,
conversation
I'm not
without Vaughn on
talking.
the
Why
phone if
you
y'all
keep
wanted her on
interrupting
here?
me? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with
We
you?
never said we didn't want to talk to Vaughn, Mr. Warner.
When
We
y'all
told
clicked
They
you.
over,
never said that. Can I tell
You
you what
said she
happened
wasn't
without you
John, cut it
interrupting?
out.
Because you looking mighty guilty.
John
You
Frank, you
looking
caught in the
mighty
middle
guilty right
of
now.
a lot of
You
bullshit,
looking
Blinded.
John
mighty
Frank.
guilty.
John
You looking
Frank, you
mighty
caught in a
guilty
lot
because
of
you don't want to
bullshit
let me
right
talk.
now.
You don't
You
want to
caught
let
in
me
some
talk.
bullshit, John
It's
Frank.
telling.
Let him
It's
talk.
telling.
Let him
Yo,
talk.
I was on the phone with them, and they submit me and Mimi and Too Strong's on the line. So why would I make up a lie and tell Mr. Warner that? That makes no fucking sense. Too Strong said she did not want to be on the phone with fucking with Mr. Warner. Too Strong did not want to be on the phone with you or the live with you or none of that. None of that shit. So why would I cross over the phone when Too Strong just told me that and say it's fucking Vaughn? Why?
John, you forgot that
Make it
Mimi
make
called me.
sense.
You called me. Can you make it sense that we couldn't get the phones to work at first? The
We
phone
was on the
calls did not
phone
go like you
already with
said.
John Frank.
You
You was the
called
last one to be
me.
clicked in.
You hit
No,
my phone. I did not call your
Mimi,
phone
did you call me,
at
Mimi?
all.
We was
Mimi,
Yes,
already
did
on
you
the
call
phone.
me?
Off the premise of her
Mimi,
calling
did you
me.
call
Hold on,
me?
Frankie. Hold on. I'm getting
You
ready to tell
started
you.
this
Hold
calling
on,
thing.
Frankie. I'm getting ready to tell you.
Exactly, I
Hold
started it.
on. Hold on. I called because you every time he tried to connect the three-way call, the conference call, it kept hanging up. And I said, well,
Exactly.
let me try to call Mr. Warner. And you kept saying, hold on, you was screaming. I was like, wait, I'm trying to tell you we're all on the phone because every time we connected, it keeps hanging up, so I can just merge the call in. So that's what I did.
Mimi, my point is, why would she lie and tell Vaughn that they don't want to get on the phone with Vaughn when I never even said that, and y'all never even said that? So if y'all never said that and I never said that, how the fuck did you get that?
John Frank, let me repeat what I said. What I said, you said to me, is that Mimi and Too Strong did not want to speak to Vaughn. They only want to speak to you. Then they don't want to speak to people.
They didn't want to speak to you.
John, that is exactly what you said to me.
Why would I switch? I was just talking to them. Why would I switch over and tell you something completely different? Why would I switch over and tell you something completely different from what them two told me? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. What you're saying makes no sense. I was already on the phone with them.
Why would you call me if they didn't want to talk to me then? Huh? Why would you call me?
I didn't call you. You called me. And I told you I was on the line with them. And I could connect you. And I couldn't connect the line. That's why Mimi connected you. That's what happened.
When you came to the way you and I did, I don't know what you and Mimi and them did, but what you and I
called
did.
Me, I was already on the phone with
John,
them.
Is after we hung up the live, I called you. You were in the tattoo shop. You asked me to give you until 2:00. You should be finished. Remember, you was talking to the man, asking him to be finished. Correct.
Yes.
And then you said that Gears and them and all of them was going to be there. Then I called you back.
Wait. You said earlier that Gears, I didn't even know that Gears. I didn't even that Gears. You didn't. You said John didn't even know Gears was going to be a part of it. Now you're changing it up.
No.
You just changed it up. Yeah, from what you said earlier.
John,
I'm just saying.
Okay, let me finish what it is. Let me explain to you what you and I spoke about without you interrupting, and then I'm going to be quiet so that you can rebuttal on what I said, okay? Because when you and I talked, you did. I called you the second time. Vaughn was about to go live because she had heard something Too Strong had said, and she was very upset. And I was calling you, telling you that we got to hurry up and get it together because Vaughn is upset and I can't stop her. And you was telling me, oh, okay, we're going to do it now. I had been talking to Mimi and them for about 20 minutes or something. And I said, okay. And then you said, but Mr. Warner, this is the thing. They don't want to talk to Vaughn. They
told me that off. No, they didn't want to talk off the rip. As soon as I said that, they said, we ain't talking. We ain't talking.
And I wasn't
we always on the phone. When everybody
you was on the phone when me and John was on. You may be on the other line, but I'm only telling what me and John.
Other line. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't even know that you all were on the other line when I was speaking to John.
I told you they was on the other line.
Y'all were speaking for 20 minutes. I don't know if that was 20 minutes ago or y'all had been on the phone for 20 minutes.
So I wouldn't be in the middle.
But he did tell me that y'all didn't want to talk to Vaughn. He never said that. I wasn't no point in me being there.
Why would I say that when they didn't say that? This is what you don't get. They didn't say that. So how can I tell you that?
No reason.
This is why you look crazy. I can swear on my son. I did not tell you that. Because they didn't tell me that. And that's something so stupid to lie about. Out of all the things that's going on tonight, I chose that to lie about. That doesn't make no sense. And you looking mad crazy.
You didn't lie about a whole lot.
I can swear on my son right now that I did not tell you that. I did not tell you that.
John, answer this.
You're not going to run game on me.
What is it that Von, Mimi, and Too Strong is talking about that you and I talk, and I was thinking that you were on my side or something? What did you tell them?
All right. I told her that you told me that fucking Mimi was scared of Too Strong and she's scared to get away from her because she's scared that Too Strong is gonna dox her or do some super random shit to her.
No, that's when I was told you. That's when I told you that they was having this little beef thing. I'm
This
talking
is when
about.
me and you
No,
told me
John,
that the
don't skip
first
the
day we
subject.
talked.
Don't skip the
No, let me
subject,
tell
John.
you when you told me that.
Yes,
I
I
can
That
tell
said
you
ain't
when
what
that.
you
you was
told
I
me that.
said
asking.
that, John. I'm not denying that.
But do you
But
want me
what
to
I
tell you
am
when you said
talking
it though?
about, I'm not talking
Do you
about
want
that,
me to
John.
tell you when you said it
That's not
John,
though?
what she asking, bro.
John,
Say it
that's not
again.
what I'm
Ask
Okay.
again.
asking you. He trying to say,
Okay.
what
No,
is it
okay.
that you said to me, and Too Strong that they said to Vaughn yesterday that I was on your I was believing that you were on my side and that we had been
Listen,
talking?
Vaughn is not lying. You know why? Because I said that. I said that. So the only way for her to know I said that is because
Mhm.
they told her that. So I know I said
But
that,
what
and I
is it?
know they
I don't
told
know
her
what
that.
they talking about because it didn't make
No,
sense to me
I
because me and
said
you
that.
hadn't
I
been
said
talking.
no. They told her that, and obviously they thought me and you was working together to try to play both of them. That's what they said. They thought, and they thought
No, they said
that
something about you had said they had talked to you though.
yeah, and I said it's so
Okay,
sad that
Vaughn,
Miss
let's say
Tawana
Vaun,
thinks
what
I'm
did
on
you
her
hear?
side when she's
Vaughn,
lying.
okay.
I
Okay,
said,
Vaughn,
and
is
let
that
me
what
tell you
you
what
were
I
saying?
said before you
Okay.
say what Vaughn heard. I said
Mhm.
it's so sad that Miss Tawana would think I'm on her side when she's lying, especially how she did me.
Mhm.
Why would she think that? Why?
Okay.
I felt embarrassed for you for even saying that, knowing that you lying, and you know that I know you lying. So I don't even know why you would have confidence and think I'm on your side when you're lying against me. I don't know how you think you got it.
Okay. Now, Vaughn, what did you hear?
That's exactly what she said.
That I was
I'm a,
gonna say that's what
Vaughn,
I
can you
heard.
speak for yourself? Okay.
I was told Miss Mimi was reading the text
I
messages
read it.
or
I read
whatever.
it, and
Yeah.
If
and
you was
and
reading
And
a text
Miss
message, who
Tawana,
had sent the text message? Why can't nobody have a clear
I
conversation?
didn't see the
no,
text message. Are you
she
crazy?
didn't no,
The
she
fuck
didn't
wrong
send
with
it.
you, lady?
Hey,
She read
uh,
it. She read the text message and that's what he said.
ooh.
Miss Tawana thinks I'm on her side. And what
So
I said to
John
them
sent
was,
Mimi. I'm just
wait,
making
Miss
sure I understand. John sent Mimi this text that Mimi is reading to you, right?
to
So
me and Too Strong,
what
yeah.
did Tawana
Okay.
say? Miss Tawana said John Frank was on her side, right?
Yes. And
That's
Frankie
what the text
Miss
said.
confirmed
Tawana
when Me Too
Miss To
Strong
Oh,
and
that's
Why
what
can't
that's
can
what
I
Vaughn said.
understand
Oh,
what's going on? Why
Amanda,
can't I
can
get
I
an understanding?
that's what Vaughn
to
Please.
drop
told us.
because y'all want I can clear this up. Yes, Miss Tawana, and when we were talking on the phone, Miss Tawana had said, yeah, you know, me John Frank is my son, I know, and he gonna take my
Mhm,
side. And I
mhm.
told them, well, I believe that because they've been cool for all this time. So therefore, they could be working together. They playing all of us, and I just don't want nothing else to do with it.
Mm, okay. I just want to
Everybody
know.
telling the truth. Listen, I'd rather hear the truth than hear a lie, and I don't care.
Mhm.
Everybody a
Okay.
little bit wrong, but I'd
Well,
rather hear the
John,
truth.
I just wanted you to hear the difference in what they saying and what Vaughn said. Vaughn said because I have always said that you was my son and that we could be working together. Because I
Okay,
was
okay.
never
Now
saying nothing
ask
bad
them.
about you.
Oh,
But
wait, I could do
Mimi
the
them
same
is
thing.
saying
I could do
something
the same
totally
thing.
different
I could
that
do the
you
same
saying
thing.
that how could I
Hold up,
dare think that we cool
hold
with
up,
everything
hold
that's
up,
going on
hold
and you
up,
was
I
doing
never
the
hold
said
up.
that,
same shit.
Mr. Wanda.
It
Hold
is
up.
what
Let
Wanda,
me do
it
the
is.
you don't
same
make
thing.
up your
Hold up. Let me do the same
I
thing.
never said
Too
that.
strong and too strong and Mimi is right
This
there.
shit a
Ask them
joke.
whatever
Oh,
you
well,
want.
All this shit is a joke. That's just
Yo,
But
what
he
this
ain't
was
is, a
never
too
told
joke.
us
strong,
nothing personal.
Mimi.
He
Was
even
I
talked
trying to
to
too
Mr.
strong, Mimi?
Wonder
Was
right
I
before.
trying? Was I
He was
trying
like,
to get you to come after her, or was I
no,
trying to get y'all to
never,
dead it?
never,
no,
never.
Was I telling y'all I wanted to do this with her, or I was telling y'all let's dead this? I really didn't want to
no,
do
You
this
never
at all.
said it.
was
You
like, let's
said
So
dance.
why don't
that.
this is what I'm
And
saying?
Too
I didn't
Strong
want this to
didn't
go
feel
on.
comfortable. Listen, Frankie. So I'm gonna clear this other shit up. Too Strong didn't feel comfortable coming into J4K with all of us being on a panel and she fight like, no, this should get recorded, blah 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 blah, and it'll just and that's what it was. It was never she didn't want to talk to Vaughn and she didn't want to talk to Tawana because when we was on the phone call, I just thought it was going to be me, you, Frankie, um, Amanda. I ain't no gears. I was like, well, what does gears, where does gears fitting in all of this? I didn't know what that was about. But it is what it is. And like I said, Vaughn, I may have misconstrued you saying you wanted to back off, because normally you say, I'm a block you, and you had said, oh, I'm calling you too much, Vaughn. I wouldn't been calling you, and that's on everything I
I
read.
never was
And
saying that you were
where we
calling me
going
too
back
much.
since
I
this?
That's
was
what you said
wait.
though.
Can I talk to Mimi too strong? I wasn't trying to make it like you was just
No one
calling me so much.
talk.
I'm talking about that Friday too strong when she knew that I wanted to just have my space. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay,
So
well, I'm
when
just
I
gonna say that
received the
wasn't
phone
clear
call,
to
wait,
me.
Miss Mimi. So when I received the phone call on Saturday that Mr. Wana wanted to talk to me, and I'm on the phone with Mr. Wana, and I'm like, it's not that I'm mad. I'm not trying to come outside. I hope, I would think Miss Mimi would know that I'm not doing that or I'm not on that. I just need my space. And she said, okay, let's add Mimi in. So that's why I said, I don't know if it was yesterday or whenever, I still don't understand why she was called, because I told you I just needed some space because I did not like how things were going. And I was mainly talking about you having issues with Too Strong, you talking to me about them. And it was like, to me, this is going to be some back behind the scenes shit that's going to end up my
Here
motherfucking
we
phone.
are.
And I don't want nothing to do with it.
That's not what you said at fucking first. You said that when we explained it, Mr. Warner was mediating, you explained it like, oh, I
Yeah.
thought you had an attitude and you was the one. I thought you was the one that called Mimi, but Mimi, you the one that fucking
Right.
called Too
But
Strong.
Too Strong, that was when we were all on the phone. I'm talking about what I said to Miss Tawana about my issue. See,
But
listen, I'm finna
But
go
I
because
didn't
I
know.
really don't give a fuck. Like, for real. My thing, I don't have no problem with y'all. I don't have no problem with Miss Tawana, John Frank Gears, nobody on this app. I'm
That's
done. I did not call Miss Tawana. I wouldn't have told nobody we had no damn issue, because to me it was supposed to stay between us. Miss Mimi, I wasn't mad at you for calling her. I was only mad when you and Too Strong called me. Too Strong said it looked like you and Tawana got something going on. And I said, no, I didn't call Miss Tawana, Miss Mimi called. And you said, no, you did not. And I had to pull this lady on the motherfucking phone. And you was that I didn't. I'm like, Miss Mimi, pull your call log up. I was finna screenshot my call log to Too Strong. And Miss Tawana said, no, we don't have to do all of that. That's why I was so pissed off at you. Because of
okay.
everything that
Okay.
me, you, Too Strong, everybody done been through with this back behind the scenes shit. It's like, why are you lying to this girl? But
Okay.
I
Hold
personally
on.
feel, no, I'm not done. I
Okay.
personally feel that
Mm, mm,
you
mm.
got some type of issue with addressing Too Strong head on. I ain't never had no issue with addressing her head on when it's me and her, me, you and her, me, you, her, and Tawana. I ain't never. But you talk behind her back to me, and when she came at me sideways, like I was working with Miss Tawana behind her back, I wasn't fucking having it. That's why you got told on. That's why I said I'm fucking done, because you're not being honest, and I don't care no more. Good night, everybody.
Okay. So anyway, Mr. Warner, I don't recall calling you and said, I thought I told you I wanted you to mediate a call between all of us. It was never like no problem. If Ron had a problem that I know of, that I'm gonna say according to, that I remember. I thought it was just, because like I said, imagine me
No, well,
asking you to mediate something,
what Voss
knowing
put
that
two
you had a case.
conversations together. So when I
Yeah,
said,
she's smashing
well,
them all together.
yeah, she matched them all together because when I said I think Mr. One and her got something fucking going on, that was with that fucking John Frank shit. That had nothing to do with no fucking phone call of I'm thinking that she was the one that called Mr. One, because we already knew that Mimi was the one that fucking called Mr. One.
Yeah.
Established when we first got on the
Right.
fucking
I
phone.
think that
Oh,
what she is saying, Amanda, what she was saying is that she
what
was,
the fuck we was talking
but
about.
I,
But
I
when
can't,
I said
but
that I thought
Amanda, you got to let somebody else be able to talk, honey. God damn.
I said I thought you and her had something fucking going on. It was the conversation before the conversation when you ran back and told her John Frank was talking about her on the fucking live stream. So she mashing all the shit up together.
Yes,
She
and they kind
mashing
of
it all
And
fucking.
Mr. Warner, you said that
She
they're the
mashing
one.
all.
You saying that you didn't tell Vaughn. You said that you didn't tell Vaughn
Listen,
about the live.
John,
That's what you said
John.
yesterday on the phone with me, you, and Gears. You
If y'all would
said,
let me
can I
talk,
finish the
okay.
question?
Yeah, go
You can
ahead.
have it right after me. Listen, you said yesterday that shit, see, you made me forget, bro. whatever with Vaughn, that you the one that told her about the live, and that's why she went live on me. You told me that you didn't tell her about the live, and you said, "Why do you think that?" I said, "Because they told me that. They told me that." And on top of that, it's on record. It's on a recording. But yesterday on the phone, you was like, you did not tell Vaughn that.
And now, can I talk now? I'm gonna let you finish. I want to make sure everybody got it out before I start. Okay. What it is that I told you is that we were on your panel. I said to you, I said Nanya could tell you better than anybody because she was in the chat the whole time. I got on your panel, John, because you were going off. I didn't know what was going on. And I was trying to talk to you and find out what was going on. And then it came out, it ended up being the live that Vaughn them had did about Joy, and was giving Joy some excuse or something that you didn't like. So I was telling you to let them have their opinion and make it, just because you don't agree, you can't go interrupt their panel. And then you told me to get the fuck on over there with them because I want to be with them anyway. And I went on over there and didn't think much of it. I said John was mad at y'all yesterday because y'all was over there doing a panel on Joy or something. And Vaughn, and that was when me, Vaughn, and I don't know if Too Strong was on the phone, but I know Mimi was there. I thought that was the live that when we said that, Mimi, it was me, you, and Vaughn actually. And that's when Vaughn was saying that she was going live and I wasn't aware. And you never said that you and Too Strong had already told her and talked that she was going live because you were saying you wanted to talk to John as well.
Right.
And I said to you, don't go up there at the same time. Yep. Because let Too Strong, let Vaughn go first, and then you wait to her and John settled it. And me and you talked, and we all of us talked, and we said, Vaughn, as long as you're gonna go live and you're not gonna you got your stuff under control and you're gonna be able to talk to him. And Vaughn was saying at that time that she was going to even apologize about the post or whatever. So you and I knew what was happening. I don't think that we knew that second that Vaughn went live. No, but we knew that Vaughn was going to go live. I had no idea either.
Mimi.
But we both knew that Vaughn was going to go live that day.
With me, you said you Tawana and you was on the damn phone, and she's Miss Tawana told Miss Tawana told John Frank. Miss Tawana told Vaughn that John Frank was talking about her on that goddamn live stream. And when the phone call got to me, I told Vaughn, why the fuck is you going live if her and John Frank, Tawana and John Frank got a fucking issue? Why the fuck is you getting in between it? If she got an issue, why she won't go live on her?
None of that was ever said or I knew anything about that. Because that's not, me and Vaughn and Mimi got off that conversation as a good conversation and understanding. Now, it was a couple, I don't know how long it took for Vaughn to go live. Vaughn didn't talk to me. Yeah, but I'm saying, Mimi, she didn't say to us right then and there, I'm going live, and then went live. She just said she was going live, but she never said a time or when. And when she went live, we just seen her go live and came to her chat. I didn't know if she talked to Mimi or not. I never accused Mimi of knowing any of that.
I'm gonna put a pause.
Question for everybody. When Vaughn, no, this is real quick. Question for everybody. When Vaughn went live, was it to address John Frank or was it to insert herself in between John Frank and Mr. Wanna Beef?
It was talking about everything. She was talking about the stuff with Mr. with him sucking his dick. And
no, that
didn't happen yet. That's that's not correct.
She was going live to talk about the post that she had put up that John said that her being in our business.
That's the night I'm talking about.
Okay, when Vaughn went live and John Frank hit her panel, it was to address the live that John Frank did and deleted. Right?
Yeah. No. When I hit her panel, we was talking about Joy. We're talking about the joy thing.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. When
He
Vaughn
talked
did
about
when Vaughn did a
When
live,
Vaughn was popping alive,
no,
she was.
listen, listen. Too strong just said that. Why would Vaughn go live on John Frank? He just gonna cuss her out, and she
Yeah,
don't
we
need to
know.
be in. She don't need to
That's a
be in
different
between John.
situation. That's
Listen,
not
listen.
that.
I'm talking, bro. I'm talking, bro. Just relax, relax. When she went live, when she told her don't go live because he just gonna cuss her out, and she don't need to be in between John Frank and Miss Tawana B. Vaughn live that she went the live that she did was addressing the live that John Frank did and deleted. It wasn't to insert herself in between Miss Tawana and John Frank.
he got up there and doing that goddamn live. It was about Miss Tawana and all that shit that went on. He was like, "Why is you doing Miss Tawana fucking business? Why Mr.
No,
Tawana?
let me.
Why Mr.
Okay.
Tawana tell you to say
Too
I got
strong don't know. What he
and
was saying to her, what he was
she
addressing.
talked to her beforehand, and I told her
Um,
don't goddamn lie.
Right. That's what I was
what
saying. Wait,
happened
hold on, Mr. Warner. Hold
when
on.
Vaughn
Hold
went up
on,
on the panel,
Mr.
according to the
Warner.
conversation
I'm gonna clear
that me
something
and
up
Mimi
for you.
had with her,
Oh my
Mimi,
God.
the conversation according that we had with Vaughn, that Too Strong them when she said that she was going live earlier, I didn't even know what was she going live earlier for because I was not a part of that conversation. I had not talked to Vaughn, and me and Vaughn hadn't talked about a live John did earlier or anything that got anything to do with that. That was the live that they had before I spoke to any of
But
them.
when
Let's
you
make that clear.
Hold
Then
on. Hold
later
on, Mr. Warner.
on,
she was
then
like,
later,
"You would have
I'm gonna
told me
clear
what you
something
think."
up for you, Miss Tawana. I'm gonna
what
clear it
What
up.
are you
Hold on,
talking
sis. Hold on one sis. When I found out that Vaughn was gonna go live, I got a call. I found out Vaughn was gonna go live. I said, "What?" Because I wasn't thinking, oh, because you told me, let's go back, let's rewind. You told me, no, it wouldn't be a good idea for you to get on the panel with John Frank because he's gonna feel attacked.
I'm
And I
trying to
said,
get the timeline though, Mimi. That's
okay,
what we're
that's
trying
the
to do.
timeline. Before you said, I was like, well, I'll get on the panel with her because I had a little thing,
I think y'all talking two different stories.
No,
Is
no,
Right.
that the
no,
one
no,
where she did the
no.
Oh,
panel
Mimi.
with Gears?
No,
No,
Mimi, what it is, I'm saying to you, you used when you all said that you had told Vaughn not to go live. Am I correct?
Right.
You
When I
all
found
told
out
her
that,
not
wait
to
a
go.
minute,
Let
let
me
me
finish.
finish.
Let me finish so we're clear. You had
Okay.
told you and Mimi Too
Being
Strong
too
told her
strong.
not to go live before she came to me and you. Am I correct?
No, where we saw the live was scheduled. We was on the phone with Vaughn saying no, Vaughn, and I said Vaughn, probably right. Mr. Warner told me don't even get in there because remember I had told them that I had tried to talk to Frankie about him being upset with me about the mute thing when we was all over on. I don't know if that was a Naya in their panel. Frankie was. I was like that didn't go good. So yeah. So, okay. So I was like, all right, so that's not a good idea. Me and Too Strong kept saying, Vaughn, nah, we ain't got a good feeling about it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. We kept saying up until Vaughn, she hit the live button. I think she hung up on us, didn't she?
Yeah.
We kept saying, don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. We kept saying that. We did say that. We tried to talk her down and she wasn't having it. And then it went sideways. And then I think that's where Vaughn began conversations like kind of, you know what I'm saying? They be all jumbled up there and mixed together because that's after that when she called us and wanted us to go back on the panel with her again. And Two Strong's like, no, we told you, we wasn't gonna do that. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. Blah blah. Is that that this that and the third, and then from there is that where the comment came about whatever she was saying. You were saying Too Strong. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But other than that, that was it. But Vaughn never heard the live that Frankie did and deleted. That was you told her about it, Mr. Warner. You did.
Correct. I said that I didn't tell her yes, because it wasn't nothing but about joy.
Yesterday on the phone with
Yes,
me and
about
Gears,
the
you
joy.
said you
Gears,
didn't.
do you
You
hear
said
me?
you didn't.
I can hear you.
Do y'all hear me? Because I
Gears.
can't talk. I
We
said yes, because it was about joy.
No,
Joy,
you
because
said
I
no
don't remember
yesterday.
nothing
No,
about
no,
no
no,
joy.
no. You told me, why would I believe them over you? Gears, you was on the
why
phone
would I
when
believe
she
who?
said that Gears,
Why
you
would I
was on the
believe
phone
who
when
over
she
me?
said that she didn't tell Vaughn about the video. And I said, that's what they told me. And then after that, y'all asked me, when did they tell you that? Before or today? I said, just today. I never knew that. And
But
then I
John,
remembered it being said
John,
on the video. But I'm just saying, Gears was on the phone when
John,
you told
okay,
him
can
in
we
front of
talk
me
for a
that
second?
you did not say that.
John, I'm not denying what you said. What it is that I am doing is recollecting based on what it is that we're talking about. So right now, I'm hearing things. If I didn't say it last night, I did say that me and Mimi was talking. We talked about it, but I don't think that we had a serious
Okay.
conversation about that. And what it is that I'm trying to figure out is that Mimi and Too Strong, I thought, have been saying that they had already spoken to Vaughn and told Vaughn not to go live. And Mimi, and then me and Mimi talked to her and she said that she was going to go live anyway. Am I correct, Mimi?
No, I never was on the call with you and Bond. Because we was talking up with. Listen, I found out 15 minutes, or I think was about 15 minutes before the live was scheduled. So I was like, "Oh man, let me get Too Strong on the phone." So we called her, and we talking to no, don't do it, Bond. It ain't a good idea. I never had another conversation with you about, you know, not doing it. That was it.
Oh, so okay, and me neither. Me neither. So I always thought, though, honestly, I thought that y'all was saying that y'all talked to Vaughn and y'all said that Vaughn wasn't going to go live. And then
No,
Vaughn came to me and I talked her into going live.
no.
when I was on the phone, Mimi, you, Tawana, and Vons, before I even came into play. I was the last one to know everything. Y'all would have the phone conversations. I wasn't privy to what y'all was talking about.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But
Nobody
you didn't.
pretended.
But that was you wasn't in that. It was just like I said with the Frankie stuff. Mr. Warner's like, nah, it ain't. When it was like, I'm gonna address it. I'm gonna address it. I'm gonna address it. Because he been talking crazy to me. And I was like, well, it's the same thing. Mr. Warner like, nah, it ain't a good idea. So I was like, well, you're probably right because I've been talking to Frankie, and he was like, nah, he wasn't coming off what he said until he went and listened to it again for himself. That I was saying mute everybody because everybody was talking to everybody. So that's it. That's all. Like I said,
Because, I
I'm
mean,
guilty.
because we forget the part that we forgetting, Frankie, and I don't think it's being mentioned is that I also, when all this was going on, remember I said that me and you had been texting, and you were the one who had passed me Vaughn's live and told me that it was something about
No,
Vaughn
you
that
sent me
brought
Vaughn's
you
live
to her.
first.
John, remember the day you said Vaughn got me over here
It's in
looking
our
at?
text messages. It's
Listen,
in our
John.
text
Okay, well,
messages.
can
It's
you
in our
stop
text
talking?
message. I
Can you
don't
let me
want to
talk?
because it's in our text
Because you
messages.
don't want
Just look
me
at
to
your
say that
text.
you told me that you
Go to your
said
text
Vaughn got
messages.
you looking at church. You want me to read the text messages out loud?
And go and when you go to that one, go to the one before that where you sent me her church shit.
John.
Go to
Okay,
that
well,
one.
John, what
Yeah,
are you
but
making a
bro,
big issue out of this for? What are
cause
you
the
making?
what do you
Okay,
what is it a
let
talking
me
point
finish
for?
what because you won't let me finish. The point is that me and John was having positive conversation about Vaughn on the back end. I knew that John was open to talking to Vaughn. So when John went up there to Vaughn's panel when she got it, the reason why I came up there is because John called my name. And when I got up there, I say, John, why don't you tell Vaughn what it is that you're talking about? Because John was angry with Vaughn for a post that Vaughn had put on her wall that he felt that she was minding our business about. I had already spoke to Vaughn, and I knew that Vaughn was willing and wanted to apologize to John for that because she didn't mean to step on his toes. So that's why I came up there and I was saying, John, go ahead and just tell her the truth so y'all can get to it. Because I knew Vaughn was going to apologize. And I told you this the same thing that I said on Vaughn's panel when we did it before. And to be perfectly honest, I didn't think it was no problem. And when you even said what you said, I thought you said it to Vaughn. I didn't realize you said it to me until a troll
No,
put
you
it up.
knew, you knew. I told you it was a problem, and I told you how much of a problem it was. I really
John,
did. I told you on the phone how much of a problem I had with it. Actually,
how much of a problem you have with what?
with her minding our business.
Yes, exactly. You did tell me that. You told me that several times. And that's why I said that you needed Vaughn to hear you needed to hear from Vaughn that Vaughn wanted to apologize. And that's all I was putting you in front of her so that she can apologize to you for stepping on your toes if she did in any way, because she knew that we had a relationship. And that when
So
she
why is
put
she
it up,
striking alive?
because when she put it up, she didn't mean any harm. I'm telling you what she said to me. When she popped the live, John, you had made like a couple of lives of her that day. And in fact, when we and Mimi and them was talking, you were live at that time doing another live on her. You were still talking about her. And you had did one
Why?
earlier. And I mentioned to her
Why was
because
I talking about her?
because she was over there saying that Joy was a victim and you didn't agree with it.
That's the one time, yo, when I just started talking to her and we just got cool. She see me on Mo
Okay,
panel,
but John,
and
let's
I
not
see
get
her.
off
But wait,
topic.
wait.
Let's not get off topic. But that
All
was
right,
what
I'm
the
getting you there.
right, but that's what the topic was about. So none of it was bad or malicious, as in anybody trying to say it or do it. But yeah, you fussed at her ass for being over there, um, wanting to be with
You don't
Joy
even
or
know what I
victimizing
said
Joy.
because you didn't
No, because
even
I
see
wasn't
it.
there. Because I didn't.
Exactly, because you came in
Right.
the middle. So let me tell what happened.
But
What
John
you said
Frank,
was
it ain't
factual.
about what
Hold on.
happened.
No,
But John,
it is
you're
about
trying to
what
change
happened.
the
No,
story.
no,
You're
it's
changing
about
the
what
story. Go ahead. Go
happened.
ahead. Go ahead.
It's
Go ahead.
about what happened.
Go
I
ahead. I'll
deleted
wait
the
till you finish.
video.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, I deleted the video because I called her stupid and dumb. And I felt like now that I just started talking to her,
Mimi, did
that
I
was
tell her that?
inappropriate.
Did I
I
tell
could
her
finish
that,
talking.
Mimi? Mimi, did you ever hear me say those words? That he
But
called her stupid or dumb? You
yeah,
didn't. I didn't. I
I,
don't think you. I know. Go
I don't
ahead.
know. I don't know. Hell. Okay.
Man, it
All
don't
right,
fucking
so
matter
I
because
know I
he
didn't.
did the live. He ran off the live, went and popped the live on her. Okay. Word got back to her that he said some shit that was
no,
disrespectful.
not word. Mr.
She
Warner
came.
brought it back to
It
her.
don't fucking matter who brought it
It
to her.
do
You did the
matter.
live.
It do matter
It
who
ain't
brought
like
it to
she
her because she
lied,
didn't
bro.
see it herself.
Listen,
She didn't see it herself.
it ain't like she lied. She popped the live to get some understanding with you, and you popped off again. Why we acting like we don't know how shit played out?
And they keep acting like I called you, like I set you up with the panel that he asked for.
I ain't asked for no payment with her.
You did ask for a panel with
I
Gear.
didn't even want to.
And you
Oh,
there you tell
we
yes,
talking about Vaughn. We talking about Vaughn. I
we
didn't ask for
talking
that
about
payment with Vaughn.
everything.
Oh,
We talking about everything. That's what it sounds like to me. We
we
ain't
could. I
talking
don't
about
care.
Vaughn. We talking about what the issue is. No, we not. Vaughn ain't even here.
Listen, if you want to talk about saying he's in because you need him, good. I don't
No,
care.
no,
It's not
I'm
going to
calling
change
you out for
nothing.
your bullshit.
Lies are
No,
going to
let's
be
talk about.
lies. Lies are
Oh,
going to be
John Frank.
lies.
Every time your name come up, you get like this. But go ahead, because I don't even feel like fussing.
Yo,
It's too
bro,
much.
throughout
That's
this
why
whole
the
shit,
fuck
you
I
want to
was
be
glad.
real? No,
Listen, because
let's be real. Throughout
the
this
shit
whole
is
shit,
weird.
everybody
Oh,
knows that you're lying. Period. Gears might not know, but we all
listen.
know that you lying
This
at the end of the
this is
day. And it's
this
not
is
going to
the
change
weird
the
shit.
facts. I
This is
don't
the
care.
weird
I'm
shit that y'all
talking. I
trying to make
don't
somebody a
care.
bad guy for going to tell Vaughn that somebody did a live on her
Mr.
and said
Warner
some
was trying to make
disrespectful.
fucking
Nah,
Mimi the bad guy
listen,
the other day because she couldn't pick
listen.
one.
I don't
Because she can't
listen.
figure out the situation because nobody talking to her.
You switching the
Respectfully,
subject.
you
I'm
don't
not
have
talking about Mimi.
respectfully.
I'm not talking about
He don't
Mimi.
You,
You
even know
you
switching
what
the
don't
he's
have
subject.
talking
nothing
about.
to do
You
with
switching the
anything.
subject.
It
What?
is
He doing what
heavily
he
What?
do
your
best.
What?
He in
no.
girl
Nothing to
shit
do with
that he
it.
don't know nothing about.
But
listen.
Yeah, exactly. You
are,
up
are
here
you
like a
This is
guard
the
saying it's not
dog.
a?
issue.
Are
You
you
up here
saying
like
it's
This
a
is
not
the
guard
a?
dog.
issue.
You don't have
This is the
nothing. You don't have
issue.
no
This
ambient
is
on
the
Are
this
you
until your
saying
this
it's
name
not
come
a?
this
up.
is the issue. This is
Here,
the issue, and this is the weird shit that they trying to
here.
make Miss Tawana out to be the bad guy because she went and
Bro,
told Vaughn
she's
some
a
shit
liar.
that
It's not
actually
our fault
cannot
that
talk.
you look.
Cannot
It's
talk.
not our fault that
Cannot
no, you
talk.
can't talk.
Cannot
It's
talk.
not our
Look,
fault that he
John,
wrapped around her
look,
finger like a fucking
Hold
look,
on, cause
puppet.
look.
I want
It's
to
not
answer
our
Deer's.
fault that
I
you
want
Listen,
are wrapped
John
listen,
to
around her
say,
finger like a
Miss
puppet.
Tawana, Miss Tawana
It's
has
not
to
our
be
fault
Miss
that
Tawana
you
is the
under
bad
her
guy because she
finger
told her some
like
shit
a
that
puppet.
actually
You
happened,
got it?
right? She told you
Fuck
some
out of
shit
here.
that actually
but
happened.
she ain't. But
But
that
That's
you
that
not
not.
the
ain't
bad
snitching
guy.
on your friend, no
You
Deers.
not the bad guy.
Bro, you have nothing to
Deers,
do
You
with
that ain't
this. You
but
snitching
is
on your
not going
you
to
friend, no.
change the fact that
but
she's a liar
you
and she got
but
caught lying.
It's
Take
that simple.
accountability. You look crazy right now. You're supposed to be
so
gives the
again,
truth.
I don't know what you
You're
talking
supposed to
about
be
right now.
gives
I
the
really don't
truth.
even
So
care.
what the
Yeah,
fuck
I
going
really don't
on?
even care
I
what
know
you
you
talking
don't
about.
care
So
because you can't
this is
defend
the
this shit.
issue. This
Because
is
you
the
can't
issue, and
defend
this
this
is the
shit.
weird
You
shit.
can't defend this
You
shit. That's
ranting,
why.
bro.
That's
I'm
why
not
you
with
don't
that
care.
emotional shit. I'm
Exactly.
logical, bro. Stop being so
Exactly.
emotional.
You're not that
So
logical and you let you
anyway,
let her play you like a
the
fiddle.
weird shit is that y'all want to make an issue with her going back and telling Vaughn. Okay, I don't care if she went and told her or not. If she didn't tell her no motherfucking lie, then if she went and told her a lie, that should be the issue. Okay, but if you went and actually did a lie, then stand in your shit. You did a live, it got back to her, regardless who brought it back to her. Okay, she
My
went live to get some
supposed mother
She
brought it to
went.
her.
She
Why? 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 To instigate
Oh,
some
but
shit.
she
Yo,
she
be
went.
merciful.
She
Yo, you looking
Vaughn
mad
went
fraudulent
live.
right now. You looking mad
Vaun
fraudulent right
decided.
now.
Address it,
Vaughn
Decided
Deers.
didn't
to
even know about the
respond to
lie.
disrespect.
Vaughn
Deers.
Right?
didn't even
Vaun
know about
decided
it.
to respond.
Vaughn would have had responded
She decided
if
to
they didn't tell
respond
her.
to
Let me
disrespect.
respond to
Right?
Deers.
And her friends is like,
Let me
no, that's
respond
not a
to Deers'
good
statement.
idea. He gonna cuss you out. Right? She said, fuck that. He disrespected me. I'ma go live and I'ma try to get some understanding. Right? So she goes live. John Frank hit the panel and he lose his motherfucking shit.
Yeah, I get what you saying though. You saying he did the live. That part could have avoided anything going to be told back. But if that's his homie, that's kind of fucked up to go back and tell. Hey man, you my homie. You ain't supposed to be snitching on me. You can't see that part.
But he gonna ignore that.
Okay.
What?
I agree with you 110%. If
Man,
it was under the fact
listen.
that you
John
all
Frank
are
already
petty.
had a motherfucking issue with Vaughn. He was up there with
John
Vaun,
Frank,
already knowing he
Stop it.
had an
You a
issue with
liar.
her.
John Frank at the
I ain't
time,
never had no issue with her.
sir,
Mr.
at
Wanna
the
just
time,
said
You
that in the
didn't?
Texas. It's in the
You
Money
didn't?
Boy,
Texas.
at the
I ain't
time
never
that
had
I
an
Wow.
issue with
told
her until she
Vaughn,
butt into our shit.
Money
I ain't
Boy,
never
at
had
the
a
time that
problem
I
with her
told, why
until
you
she
won't let
butt
me
into
talk,
our
John?
shit.
God
Cause I ain't
damn.
have a problem with her until she butt into our shit. That's what the fuck happened.
And
Money
at
And
that
Boy,
time,
everybody
Money
could
at that
vouch
Boy,
for
I
that.
at
think
the time,
Mr. Warner is
Money
taking
Boy,
accountability for it.
at the time that I said that to her, John was on a live talking about her then. And I said, this John's second live talking. He did one on you earlier. I didn't make it like I'm no sitting up there snitching on him. Like I'm telling him, John was making fucking lives. He was
That's
live.
snitching. No, you snitched on the homie.
Joe, he was live talking shit
She
about
snitched
her.
on her
So
son.
if
And
he
she wasn't
wasn't
even her
talking,
If
daughter at the
somebody else
time.
had
That
told it,
wasn't even your daughter
it
at
would
the
have took
time.
it differently though. If it was somebody else that told, not the
okay.
homie.
Okay, I accept that 110%, John. If that's the way the money boy feel, is that because I was your mom or whatever the name of the relationship we had, and because I even mentioned it, then I apologize. Because
I
I was
couldn't
not
imagine
there.
Truth going to
I
snitch on me,
deleted the
telling
video
somebody I
because I
talked
was
about
wrong.
them.
I was
I
wrong.
would be
Hold on,
And I
furious with
deleted the
Truth.
video.
what you say, money boy?
I said, I think
yeah,
I would be furious
yeah,
at
brother.
Truth if Truth that went and told somebody I was
Okay,
talking about them.
okay, I take that.
Mr. Warner,
I
I
don't have
deleted
no
the
problem
video out of
taking.
respect. I
I
deleted the
have
video
no
because I was wrong.
I have no problem accepting that, money boy. If that's what he feel and what you feel, I'm not saying that you're right. I'm just saying that I hear what you're saying and I can accept that. And if he felt that way, then I apologize because it wasn't what it wasn't what it was that meant, but I can assure you if Vaughn would come back up here, Vaughn did not go live because I said John did a live on her earlier. John had
All
been
right.
going live.
Yo,
John had just cursed
Mr.
them out
Warner.
on their panel. He had left their panel. And then he did a live because they wasn't letting him get away with their panel. And then he did another live. So he was coming for her every which way.
Mr.
So
Warner,
it's
did
not
I
like
have a
I told the
problem? Did
secret.
I have a problem with Warner until me and her had our issues in front of everybody? Did I ever come to you and say I had a problem with her? Ever? And
No,
Mimi, you too.
No.
No, you the one who
Listen,
talked me
listen.
into. Go ahead. Yes.
Let me know if this is true or not. At that time, you had already felt the way about Vaughn writing that post, right? And that was your issue with it, right?
Yeah.
So what's your point in saying I never had an issue with her if clearly you had an
I
issue
said
with her?
I didn't have an issue with her until we had the issues we had in front of everybody.
Y'all was
Okay,
already
Those were two issues.
And
Those
at
were
that time, when you went off on her, when you ran off of her panel when they was talking about Joy, and you went and popped a live on her, at that time she had already wrote that post. So therefore, you had an issue with her at that point, and y'all never talked
because
about
we
it,
just
correct?
got good.
And
No,
y'all
we
never
just
talked
got
about
good.
it, correct?
You not listening. You want to be right so bad, and it's sick,
bro.
I'm trying to explain
We've
it to
already
you.
had this
I'm trying
conversation
to.
on Von's panel. Go ahead. This is a repeat of history. You understand?
Nah, you talk so much that you throw me off my point right when I'm
No,
about to
you talk
nail
too
your
much.
fucking ass.
You talk too
No,
much.
because
I'm
you
not the
don't know
one
what
who
you
talks a
talking
lot.
about it because you wasn't
I'm
even in it. You up here like a cheerleader right now with
Bro,
input. That shit is crazy. You
I'm
not in it.
inputting
You
on
like
shit I
Bennett
know about,
and
nigga.
you
When you
ain't
was
in it.
talking, nigga,
You
I'm
look
not the
like
one who on the
yo.
phone with Too Strong, me, Von, this person. I'm not. That's you. What you talking about, bro?
Media
What you
I
talking
got
about?
on the phone with them to
What you
squash
talking about?
shit. What's wrong with you? I ain't never got on the phone
I'm
with
not
Too
talking about.
Strong.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about
What
that.
you talking? What
I'm
are
not
you
talking
talking
about
about?
that.
Because we don't know what you talking about. You up here trying to save Mr. Warner, and it's not going to happen because she's lying.
She don't
Simple as
need
that.
saving. She don't need
Yeah,
saving.
she obviously do because you
She
don't have nothing
don't.
to do
She
with this.
don't.
Yeah,
She don't.
you take your cape off.
She
Same
don't.
way she didn't need saving
She
against Michi,
don't.
but you still brought your ass up there. Nobody gonna tell you stay out of women's shit,
Bro,
right?
I don't care
But
that you
if it
trying
was
to kiss
John,
Michi ass.
but if
Nigga,
it
I'm going
was
to get on Michi
John,
ass
if
just for
John
you.
would
And
have
I
did
want you
that
to come
shit,
save her. I'm going to do
exactly,
Michi dirty as a
exactly,
bitch, and I want you to come save
exactly.
her. Bet, all right? All right?
Say
Just
that
for
again.
you.
I
I'm going
can't
to do
hear
Michi
you. You
dirty.
mad?
I'm putting all Michi shit out here just for you. I want you to come save her. Bet, all right?
Oh my God, you. Oh my
Okay.
God, you such a
Oh, I
man.
want you to
You
put your
such a
cape
man.
on. I
You
want you
mad
to
at
put your
me, so
cape
you
on.
gonna take it out on Michi. You tough.
Bro,
You sound stupid. I
is
don't even
this the
fuck
one
with
who
Michi.
just
That's why you
is
sound
this the one
crazy.
who just popped
That's
a
why
live
you
on
sound
Bonnie
crazy
saying
because
this?
I don't even fuck with
Is
Michi.
this the one
So
who just
yeah,
is
clown.
this the one
Is
who
this
just
the
popped
one
a
that
live
says
on
if the
Bonnie
Bears
saying this?
lose,
Oh wow.
I'm gonna go in on Michi?
Mr. Warner,
You a
Wow.
clown. You
This
who
the
is
said
your
fucking
own
goofy.
private
I'm
stuff.
Goofy
This is your
activity is
own
goofy
private stuff.
I
activity.
was
you
gonna
want
I
Straight
was
up.
gonna do Michi like that regardless. That was just me being funny, goofy.
me too?
Oh, so but if I would have
Get
did it, y'all
another talking
motherfuckers would
point.
have had a
I
whole
was gonna do it
John
like
Hood
that
women parade.
regardless, nigga. When she played with
Yeah.
talking about some police shit, I was gonna do it like that regardless,
Oh
nigga.
yeah. How many
Donna,
people
you
But
talk
know
now
about
what?
I'm gonna
police
do it for
shit?
you.
To me,
I'm
what
gonna
you
do it for
made
you. I
Oh,
want you to put your cape
I don't
on.
care
I'm
either
getting
which
down off
way.
the
I don't give
panel.
a fuck.
I
I don't
want
give
you to put
a
your
fuck.
cape on.
I'm
I don't
getting
give a
ready to
fuck.
go, and I want to give my final thoughts. Mr. Warner, did you ever decide, or if you was gonna say if you had anything against me? If not, I'm moving on. You know, sometimes you just gotta agree to disagree and move around when you don't get along, and that's that on that.
I'm with that too.
Okay,
I'm
Mimi.
over it.
Can you let women talk? Can you just let us talk for 2 seconds?
Oh,
And
like
that's
you let me and Royzel
I
talk that
wanted to
day?
get off the
Like
phone. I just wanted to talk yeah.
One thing that you know for certain, you Too Strong and Vaughn know that if I felt any kind of way, I would tell you to your face. I asked you several times if you had a problem with me. You told me no
And I
every
didn't
time.
until you kept
And
charging me up
and
with
I
the
told you no, no. Even after that, Mimi, remember we had the conversation. I said, "Well, Mimi, why didn't you tell me when I asked you before?" And you said, "Well, I didn't want to start anything." And then when you asked me
right.
again, I said, "No, I asked you." And remember, that's when I said to you, Mimi, I think because you could never pinpoint what it was that you felt
That was it.
that I
That
let
was
me
it.
finish talking and then you could talk. And what you asked me. And then I said to you, I say, Mimi, I'm gonna pinpoint what I think you what I think you have wrong with me since you can never tell me. I said, I think you're mad with me over the lovely situation.
Mhm.
And if that is it, you can say it, that's fine. And I said, but Mimi, understand, I never said that you did anything. Only thing I said was that you knew them and you were around them. I said I
Okay.
never said you doxed or anything. I said this to you. So yeah, I still am surprised today that we have an issue.
No, no, listen, Mr. Warner. You was wondering why I'm not speaking because at this point I'm not feeling like, eh, I'm just like, well, I'm just going, kind of back off. That's my thing. I'm not confrontational, Mr. Warner, until I have to be. I've already said that. But you were just emphatic and you kept doing that. And like I said, it kept being in front of my friends, and that's why I felt there was an underlying issue when Lovely the Great just dropped a short, like she said, unbeknownst to anybody that it was going to vindicate me. She said, no, Mimi wasn't over there when all Rocket's mama or excuse me, Rocket's wife was contacted. I wasn't even cool with her. I wasn't friends with her. She was in
Mimi,
but I'm just saying that
you're
was what
right. You're absolutely right. But I want you to clear
so
one
that's
thing up.
all I want to say, Mr. Warner.
Okay,
I
but,
didn't
let's
know
clear
about it.
one thing up, Mimi.
All
Didn't
right.
I say you was either over there or as a drop at, there was no way you could not have known as much as Lovely was doxing Drop and Drop was doxing Lovely and
But
all that shit was going on.
I'm
And you knew
telling you,
about the
I
rocket
hear what
thing.
you said.
I did not say, see what it is that and I had to repeat to you several times, Mimi, I never said that you did anything. On each occasion,
But
I
listen,
repeated it.
Mr. Wanda, I'm gonna if I said you don't want
And
to
the fact
seem
that you're
like
uncomfortable with me, that's fine. Even when I asked you the last that we heard, you could have just said woman to woman, Mr. One, I'm not comfortable. I'd rather us go our
oh
separate
good,
ways. And we
yeah,
could have moved around. And
okay.
then I wouldn't have said hi to you, expected you to say
You
hi
never
back,
spoke to me,
told
Mr. Wanda,
you
at
out about
all.
not
Because if
saying hi.
anybody speak to me, I'm gonna speak back. Now don't
I
do
spoke to
if you
you, ask
I
Vaughn to show
never
you
saw
the
you
chat.
ever speak to me at
If
all,
the
Mr.
chat
Wanda.
is there, I don't have any reason to argue with you. The chat is
Well,
there.
you can't say what you understand. You can only
I
hold
said
people,
I spoke. I
Mr.
didn't say
Warner. You can only hold people accountable for what they know, not what they don't know. If I didn't see it, I'm not gonna. If somebody speaks to me, even if I have a problem or feeling a certain type of way, I'm not that person. I'm still gonna speak.
Okay.
I'm still gonna speak. That's not.
I just felt that it was kind of funny because when we was in Bonnie chat the day before, I spoke
No,
too,
I
and they
didn't
was
speak.
like,
No, I didn't. No, I did.
so
And
that's why I don't think you spoke in Vaughn's chat either. I don't see why you wouldn't speak one day and would speak the next day.
I didn't speak at all. You said I didn't speak at all.
That's what I'm saying. But you said that you seen me in Vaughn's chat speak but didn't speak. But in Vonnie's chat, but in Vaughn's chat, you didn't see me speak because you would have spoke.
You said in Vonnie's chat you spoke, but in
And
Von's chat you didn't. You or something, vice versa. Either way, if I had a saw, I didn't. I saw you talking to me, talking at me in Von's chat, and I chose not to engage until we got on the panel, and I kept having issues with. I don't know if it was with my Wi-Fi, but I end up going live on my phone, and I still had issues, and y'all was acting like I was running. That wasn't the case. I ain't never gonna run for nobody. Hell, what you gonna do to me? You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, Matwan. I don't have no problem with you. I've always talked you up. I've never ran you down. John Frank can say that. Only thing I can say is, wow, I didn't know Mr. Warner felt that way about me. Wow, I didn't
Well, felt what
know
way
Mr.
about
Warner was
you?
like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Now
Felt
I
what
said
way
that.
about you? Tell
And
me,
I
what
kept
way do I
trying to
feel
tell
about
her
you?
that, as far as I know, you feel no way about her. I kept trying to tell her
I
that.
already
But as
said
the
what
day
I
played
felt,
out,
Mr. Warner,
shit
that you
changed.
were carrying something against me. I felt that way. I still feel that way, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. Because again, you want to stay on this thing. You knew you was over there
Mimi,
again. My mama was Again, my mother was sick for 2.5 years. I was in and out, Mr. Warner. I wasn't.
I heard you say that
When I
earlier.
first
I
was
heard you
over
say
the
that earlier. I heard you say that
well, then
earlier.
I shouldn't have to keep saying that I wasn't. You know how you got a sick parent and then
Me,
you're
me,
in
me,
and
me, me. Only thing
you
I say what
have
you
what you
said.
need.
Only
But I
let's
didn't know.
be clear.
So
Let's
I'm
be clear.
done with it.
What you said was that you did not know Lovely the Great like that.
And I still didn't know that
And,
Lovely would
and
do
she
that to me.
released a whole
You
lot of
can't tell
conversation.
me
And
what
she
I
released
would
a whole lot of
do.
conversation
I
for
don't give
you.
a damn
You said
what
a whole lot
Lovely
to somebody
released.
that you don't talk to.
I don't give a damn what Lovely
Said a
released.
whole lot to somebody you don't know.
I don't care. And what you was talking
I
about today,
find it hard to believe that you
I
ain't doing
don't
anything now.
listen. I said, listen. Now, if we want to talk about Lovely the Great, we can talk about Lovely the Great. Because remember,
No, I'm talking about
you
you.
was behind the scenes
I'm talking
with
about
me,
you.
trying to tell me how to fuck with Lovely the Great
I'm
and how to
talking
get
about
better,
you
right?
and all of them calls Lovely the Great over there dropping on you, telling on everybody. You.
I don't give a fuck. What she gonna do?
Same
What she
shit
gonna
going
do?
on now.
Okay. Now
Same
what?
shit going on now. That was my
Okay.
whole point.
And
And like you
listen,
said,
the
we ain't
same
got
way you said,
time.
Mr.
We
Wanda, I
are
don't give a
good
fuck.
child.
Oh shit. What's
Look
the
at
new
this
shit?
lady.
What's the
You
new
go
shit?
about
If
your
you
way,
see
and
her
you
in
don't
the
have to
same
worry
way,
about
the
Miss
same
Tawana.
way, Mr.
Cause
Wanda,
I
you
can
said that
promise
you
you,
do.
Mimi, you
My
wanted
mom.
to be my friend more than I wanted to be yours. So since you want to go ahead on and you want to put some space between us,
I am.
I
I'm
make
moving
sure we
around.
both in 6 feet. 6 feet, baby. That's
Miss
fine.
I'm gonna be where I'm gonna be, and I'm not running from nobody.
Oh,
But
girl,
what
go ahead.
I
When you
still
gonna
ain't
run
got
to? You
no
gonna run to the phone? When you gonna run to the bathroom?
whatever, Mr.
Come on,
Wanda. I
badass.
ain't
Where
running
you
for
running? Where the
listen.
fuck are you running?
Oh
Come
my
on with
God.
the dumb shit.
Mr.
Mr.
Warner, what you
Wanda,
say about my mama?
What I say about your mother?
What
what
she
did
said?
I say?
I
Said
didn't
she,
say
Oh,
anything
John
about your
cleared it
mother.
up
I
very
said
last night.
what too strong, what Mimi said to me, where's your reason for the way that you were acting? She said you had mama issues
Never
my,
said that.
you're clingy.
I'm
Tell
clean.
Territorial.
I,
What
Territorial.
Vaughn said last night too strong, and I'm out of here. I'm not getting ready to do this shit with Mr. Wanda because you
I
seem
got
to have selective memory when it's
yeah,
your shit, but you can
Vaughn
remember
said you lied.
everybody else's shit.
Vaughn
You
said
have
you
Only
lied.
thing I'm
selective
saying is
memory.
what you said to me. Mimi, you might not
Vaughn
like it, but it's the truth.
said you lied though. When I talked to her on the
Nobody, nope,
phone, I said,
nobody. Too
Vaughn said,
strong. I didn't even know. Too
bitch,
strong. I didn't even know
I don't
that.
got my issues. I lost
I
my mama when I was
don't know what. I
20.
don't know. I knew nothing about you. I still
My,
don't. I merely repeated what
my in the
Mimi
military.
said in the
I
midst of
know
you
my
calling me a
You
whole
breaking
lot
up
of
too strong.
derogatory names and not even taking the time out to be
issue.
adult enough to have a conversation to
I mean,
realize
I'm
that
not
you were cursing me out for no
even
reason. You
and
were
Vaughn
cursing me out
said
for
you
no reason.
Too
Vaughn
strong.
said
We
Because
can't hear you,
she say
Vaughn
Amanda.
lied.
Your
and
mic is
what you
breaking up.
felt
Vaughn
was
said
going
you
on that wasn't happening. A bunch of
Vaughn
childish bullshit is
Vaughn
exactly what all this is. A bunch of childish, jealous, insecure
I'm
bullshit.
Well, who
only
jealous?
fans in real life. I put up
Fucking,
pictures.
like
We
you
had
said,
a party.
y'all housewives that stay
Pictures and
home
shit.
all day with nothing to
I
do,
fucking
stay on the
cabbage.
phone and chatter.
I didn't drop the shorts. They on my channel.
That's exactly
Got
what
real
it is.
real life. I got
Okay, I
chickens
said
and
that.
dogs and all that shit. But
And you chatter at
I
work just as
on
much as
YouTube,
we chat
they just
too.
a bonus. That's all. But you tried to come in between our friendship, so it's no jealousy
I'm glad
whatsoever.
y'all friends.
And
I'm
I
glad y'all friends because
never
actually I don't
had
even think y'all like
I
each other.
never
But
had
if I put two miserable women, lonely women together to get them
Lonely,
something to do, then pat me
lonely.
on the back. Y'all should actually pay me for my motherfucking effort. Cause
Girl,
because
you
y'all
think more
friends,
highly of
but y'all
yourself than
didn't
you
even like
ought
each
to.
other.
You think
Y'all
more
didn't even
highly of
like each
yourself
other.
than you
And I
ought.
made y'all
I'm
friends.
out. I'm
Yeah,
out,
y'all
Mr.
get
Wanda.
me mad at
You
me.
lied. You
What kind of
lied.
shit is
And
that?
I talked about that
You
girl's
weren't
mama.
talking about I
You
brought y'all
lied
together.
and
Because
said that I talked about that
you
girl's
said
mama. And
Mimi said
Vaughn
He
cleared it
wasn't
up
speaking
for us
to her,
last night.
hadn't
She
been
said
speaking to
Mimi
her for
didn't say
weeks,
that.
and been
I
crying
heard
to
what
Vaughn
you
about not
said.
speaking to
She
you.
said
Let you go on
Mimi
your
did
way,
not say
and
that about
everybody
the
else was some
mother.
miserable
She
church
said,
ladies back there. Just
girl,
act like
whatever. You
or
want to
trust
be church
each other.
lady. You
And
want to
now
be.
you mad at me because I'm calling it out. It
She
ain't my fault.
that
It
she
ain't my fault that y'all don't like
was
each other.
in
You
the
and
club.
me want to be,
We ain't
you
got
and
no
me
problem with
want
that.
to
Hell,
be
you not
boys.
introduced
And
Emily
like
Court.
I told me that you came from UP. You was UP lieutenant. Ain't no way that you was going to step from under UP and be under her. So she need to go ahead and let you be in charge.
I don't care
God
about
damn
we
it.
ain't
Because
under
y'all was
nobody,
fighting over
Mr.
the
Wonder.
damn
It was
position.
mutual.
Y'all
Ain't
was
nobody
fighting over
trying
the
to leave
fucking
nobody. I
position.
wasn't trying to be over them
God
ladies.
damn it.
What are you talking about?
Act like I'm scared to say what the fuck is going on. That's what's wrong. Y'all back there fighting over the position, talking about each other,
Bitch, you
maybe
are a
at each
lie.
other
Mr.
half the
Wonder, you
motherfucking
are a
time. And
liar. And the
yes,
truth
I
ain't
did
in you.
tell John
You
Frank.
are a
Yes, I
liar,
did
and
tell
the
John Frank
truth
when I
ain't
told
in
him
you
that y'all was
at
up to the
all,
fight.
Mr. Wonder.
I
Because you
said
know
to
why?
John Frank
You
that
trying to
I
save your ass
believe
and
that
your
you
face at
told
the same
Amanda
time.
your
You trying to
personal
save
business
your
when
ass
you wanted to
and
be
your
friends with
face
her
at the
and you
same
wanted her to
time,
earn your
and
trust.
you done
You told
fucked
her your
up,
personal
Mr. Wonder.
business, and you
Have a good
probably was
night.
scared that if you go against her, she would say something. I
Yeah, you
did
did
tell
say
John
that.
Frank that.
You told John Frank that Mimi
Yes.
is scared. She holding you over there hostage, talking about she don't
Wait,
even
Mimi,
have her.
when did I tell?
What
Wait,
I
wait,
said,
when did I tell
I
you that?
just
Let's put it in context. Mimi, when did I finally tell you that? Because when Mr. Warner told me that, I never told Mimi that up
No,
until recently.
yeah, I don't know exactly when.
I'm
Hello,
telling the only thing that
I
I'm
ain't never
saying is
told her that.
Mimi. Y'all
Yeah.
going to the left. Mimi, I'm telling you that I did tell John Frank that I felt that in the beginning when you wanted to be with Too Strong and you was helping Too Strong, you probably gave Too Strong some of your business to trust her so she could trust you and y'all could be friends. And
But you
now
making
you
an
may be
assumption,
scared
Mr.
to
Warner.
tell
We
her
share with each
what it
other.
is that you really feel because she's erratic and will pop a live on you
Will,
and tell your business. I
and I
told you
told
that,
her that.
Mimi.
And I
What the
told
fuck?
her
Y'all
that.
act like I'm scared or I ain't say shit. I'll tell y'all what I said. All the fuck you gotta do is shut the fuck up and ask.
You
I
Mr.
don't
ain't
Wanda,
know.
scared to say what the
I
fuck I
ain't never
said.
told you to
Mr.
shut the
Wanda,
Y'all
fuck
can
up.
fuck around this bitch.
I didn't
hold
tell
on.
you to shut the fuck
Mr.
up.
Wanda, let me tell you something. My husband and Mimi husband have conversations.
Thank
This in YouTube. We all know each other personal
Girl, I
business.
gave my opinion. I don't need your explanation. I gave an opinion.
you. And
I
opinions
don't need
like
an
that, so
explanation.
everybody got one.
God dang.
Far as you be, that's a bunch of bullshit. And
Yeah,
personal business.
like I said, I feel that she's scared of Too Strong and probably Too Strong because Too Strong because they kept complaining about you. They kept complaining about you and your attitude.
You are vindictive
That's why the
old
fuck I came over there.
lady,
Thank
I
you.
ain't asked to meet you. I
and
ain't
you're
asked to talk to
malicious,
you.
and
So,
you're malicious, and you
Y'all,
when
y'all,
you
y'all crazy.
away, you
Y'all
try
crazy
to
than a
belittle me.
motherfucker. If
You're
y'all don't want to accept the
after
truth
them
about
for
each other,
messing
it
with
ain't my fault.
you.
If
You
y'all
are
don't want to
crazy.
accept the truth about each other,
You can't
it ain't
tell
my
us what
fault.
our
If
truth
y'all
is. You
rather
don't
be pissed
know.
at me,
You
I
walk on
don't
the
give a
phone with the
fuck. But guess
honest
what? In the end of the day, at the end of the day, I
about it.
am
And
telling
you
you the
keep
truth
trying to
and you will
insert
know.
yourself, Mr.
And
Wanda.
you and
I
me
don't.
both know I'm
You
telling
strong,
the
you
truth.
don't. Yes, you
You
ain't
and
say nothing.
me know I'm telling the truth. If nobody else knows I'm telling the
You
truth,
don't know
you
what the
two
truth
know.
is. You don't know your truth
God
from
damn it. I bet you you know what I'm
joke.
telling the truth
But
about.
anyway, whatever. You
Go,
bet
God damn it.
you done been fucked
Go
up
ahead
listening
and
to
fuck
our
that dumb
game
shit.
all night.
Y'all can
You
fuck
been
that
trying to
he say, she say dumb shit that y'all do. Ask me a
whatever.
motherfucking question
Whatever.
and I'll
You
answer.
don't
What
know
you
a
want to know too
motherfucking
strong?
thing.
What do
You
you
make
want to
a
know? If you
bunch
don't
about
have no motherfucking
picture
questions or don't have
and
nothing to say,
information.
shut the fuck up with this dumb shit.
I'm
What you
gone.
got to say to me, me? Y'all up here with all this dumb shit. Y'all, what the fuck you got to
Fuck
say?
you, Mr. Lana. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
Bitch,
Anybody
you
else
ain't
got anything to say?
bitch. You
God damn
ain't
it,
never
y'all ain't got to run around. You ain't got to run around. I'm here to talk. What is
only
it
Too strong.
Fuck.
Breaking up.
I ain't fuck with you. Let me get on my motherfucking computer. I ain't fuck with you, bitch. You wasn't no
She finna get the mic.
You wasn't no general, bitch. Who the fuck is you?
That's why
Okay,
you're mad,
you
because you
clear
thought I was
right now,
taking
but
your
just in
territory.
case.
You very territorial. I know. You thought I was getting ready to take your territory. You ain't had nothing to take. I ain't want them. I ain't want them, boo. You mad at me for no reason. You can have them.
That was the
I
point.
ain't trying to take them.
That's what the fuck you didn't get.
I want you to relax. They need you to relax.
With you. That's
They
what you
need
ain't
you to relax.
fuck with you, bitch. You was
They
calling
need
my
you to
phone.
relax.
Oh, Too
They
Strong
need
wanna
you to be a do girl.
Why Too Strong don't want to talk to me?
Girl, no, that's a lie.
To be my new girl, bitch.
That's a lie.
To be my
Oh, that's
motherfucker.
when you was ducking me when we wanted to find out what the problem was. You right, that was said. Why Too Strong don't want to step her motherfucking ass around this corner? I don't want to talk. I ain't talking. All this
She
shit
said,
could have
no,
been
that ain't what
avoided.
she said.
All that
She
mouth
said,
you
I'm
had back
good.
there right
She said,
now, you could have
I'm
had
good.
on
And come back
December,
on your
whatever
computer,
fucking
Too
date it
Strong. You
was.
still
And we
cutting out.
wouldn't have to be here.
I'm
We
dropping the
wouldn't
link.
have to be here if y'all bitches would have showed up a long time ago.
She
This
said,
shit is
I
crazy.
didn't have to show up on your time. That's what you've been wanting. Shit.
Raggedy ass fucking bitch. Fake husband having asshole.
Who you hear that from?
But that came through clear. But yeah, you been breaking up.
Me and motherfucking Mimi, she ain't have no motherfucking husband.
No, I'm saying who did you get the idea that she had a husband from?
She said she said it. And then she was like,
You
I just want to tell y'all, I ain't got no husband.
if you heard her say that, she was going along with the
Fucking up.
bullshit.
She up.
Well, I don't care, Gears. I really don't. Gears,
I
ain't got no
just want to
problem.
let you know you saying her having a fake husband ain't what you think it is, because yeah.
Okay. But Gears, I ain't got no
But
issue.
Mimi know that. Mimi know that. Mimi, it was. I don't know. You don't even have to say that because it's. We ain't got no.
Okay. Thank you, Gears. I appreciate you. I respect you as a man that will listen to the truth and hear people out. I've always had nothing but the utmost respect to you. And it's as far as Mr. Warner, I had respect for her until I did. And then that's it. That's all. And sometimes, things change in season. And I've never talked about that lady bad behind her back, as Frankie has already said, and even Vaughn and even Too Strong. And I did want to correct the one thing that she said, because she said I talked about that girl's mama. And Vaughn corrected that last night. She said, I had to laugh at that because I said, Miss Mimi didn't say that about her mama. She said, I'm an only child, and Too Strong had lost her mother, and I kind of bonded with her on that. Remember she said that? Or Too Strong, you tell me if I'm lying or not. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm getting off the phone.
She said, you don't need me to help you. You know what she said. I know what she said.
Okay. And that's it. And that's all. And again, if Vaughn had made it clear to me she didn't want to talk, because I think as much as she's saying I was sending mixed messages, and yes, I wear my feelings on my sleeve. That's nothing new. Gears, you know that I'm not confrontational until somebody just keep pushing me and pushing me. So I felt like if I got a mediator, and I respected Mr. One, I wouldn't ask her to mediate something if I knew the lady had a problem with me, but it kept every time we got in the back, it was a problem. She kept charging me up with the LTG stuff, and I didn't. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell somebody what they know. If they said, if I knew it, I knew it. But I didn't think that lady was gonna do all that and all that other shit. The phone call, she did all that. The same thing she did with Faith, she did all that. Whatever I said about Faith, I said it to Faith, and we made it right. And whatever she was talking about the church, them was my people, and that's when I decided not to bother Faith. And Frankie, you know that yourself. I said I would never go live on Faith. I would never say nothing negative about her, because she knows my people, and she was in the church that she was going to was they're my people, my family, my kin, my real kin folks. I think I told multiple people
Yeah,
this.
you did. You did tell me for sure. I know you told me.
I told multiple people that. So whatever Lovely over there running, Lovely was doing whatever Lovely do. I don't care. I ain't got nothing to say. Let her play her recordings till her ass catch on fire. And I ain't said nothing about Lovely in the public. All as much as I said about Lovely was when we was all in the chat and y'all was asking questions and I was asking questions like she would be asking questions. So that's it. That's all.
Yo,
Anybody else?
wait. I got one question for both of y'all. Too Strong and Mimi. What did I tell you yesterday about the guy right here with the purple avatar? What did I tell you about him yesterday being involved in this shit? Just what did I say? Do y'all remember?
I don't. I only think I was like, well,
Say
I didn't
your
know
device ain't connected, Amanda.
why Gears. I was like, well, why Gears
No,
is
what
here?
did I say? What right did I tell y'all Gear should be there? Because he's a
Oh
fair
yeah,
fucking
He
person.
fair. You say he
That's
fair.
what I said.
he be there
I
So
so
kept
he
telling
be
y'all
there the
he
whole
should be there. They
time.
didn't want them there
He
because he
did.
didn't have nothing to do with it. I said, no, he should be there so he can see what the truth is. Because
Yeah.
he's a fair fucking person, no matter how
Here's
the
the thing.
optics look.
Here's the thing. The whole time I've been up here, I haven't inserted myself in none of y'all little shit. You know what I'm
no,
saying? Only
And what did
time
we
I've
say?
chimed
Didn't he get his
only
props for that?
only time I've chimed in, oh, it was some shit that I knew about, right? So
Yeah.
even me being involved wasn't to hear the truth about nothing. It was to make sure
No, I didn't
motherfuckers
say
can
that. That was what I was telling
no,
them.
listen. God, me being involved wasn't to hear no take sides about the truth. I don't care about the truth about none of this shit, right? It was so y'all can get y'all shit off.
Okay.
But
okay,
we
well,
know how that conversation went, right?
Yeah.
I respect it.
Right.
I respect girls. You know I respect you. You supported me. I ain't got nothing bad. I really ain't got nothing bad to say
Ain't
about Mr.
nobody out here throwing y'all
Yeah,
under the bus,
I don't
man.
even know
That's
why
all.
you feel the need to say that because I haven't said anything
Yeah.
against you, me.
Nah,
So
I don't
again,
know
I
what
don't
you
even know why
thinking,
you
but the
feel to
fact that
understand.
you up
I
here,
don't.
cause you up here.
I can because I can be. That's why.
Okay.
You just said you wanted me to be there because I'm fair. Now I guess I ain't fair no more.
Mr. Warner is
No,
saying
I'm
your
just
device
saying
not
that was
connected.
yesterday.
I'm not
It's
girls. I'm
saying
not
your
gonna
See?
device ain't connected,
valid
Mr.
it.
Yo,
Warner.
Gears, yo, you be freaked out to be right. It's desperate though.
Y'all
That's
have a good
Um,
evening.
and I'm
I'm
if I'm wrong, tell me where I'm wrong.
You freaked out to be right about
Yeah,
anything at this point.
yeah. If I'm wrong, tell me where I'm wrong.
well, I just want to say, everything was all good. I didn't ask Mr. Wanted to be there. I knew Mimi wanted Miss Tawana to mediate or whatever, but I didn't ask her for to be there. And just like I told Mimi and Bones when we had our personal conversation, I don't like a bitch that come in and want to mediate and then take what she know and weaponize it. And that's what Miss Tawana was fucking doing. When they did that live stream, when me and Vons got into it in the end, and they did that subliminal fucking live, Warner was on there talking shit, motherfucking too, and the way Mr. Warner was moving behind the scenes. She was being motherfucking messy, and I didn't fuck with her like that. And it was understood. Don't need to be fucking explained. I didn't fuck with her at first, but when you get behind the scenes with somebody, you truly fucking know them. Everybody know when I was back
But
behind the
too
scenes.
strong. That's cool that you ain't fuck with me. But we had the conversation and I kept asking you, was you cool? And you wouldn't say that why wouldn't you say it back there? Why wouldn't you say it back then?
Like I said, I was watching the way you fucking move. It was like,
No. This was right at the end. Right at the end. You wasn't doing it, ain't you was watching me the way I move. It was after you had seen me back there.
shit to do with our friendship. I wasn't trying to control shit because half of the time my husband worked overnight. He sleep from early in the morning to the evening, so he got to go to
Honey,
motherfucker.
I'm telling you what your friend said. If it ain't true, it don't matter to me. I'm just repeating shit. Like you said, I didn't know y'all. I was invited back there. It was only a short period of time.
Your
Okay? Like you said, you wasn't on the phone. And if you don't want to accept the truth, that's on you. I'm
you
not
say
even here to give you the truth anymore because you don't want it. You
untrue.
want to believe that I'm the bad guy,
You
Mimi
can't
is your best friend, and that's
because
cool.
the
That's
truth.
cool.
Because
I'm okay with that.
the truth.
We can
You
peacefully walk away. I
lying.
never have to intervene with you again, honey.
I'm
You
taking
do
your hit.
not have to stress about me. I ain't worth it.
And I me neither. And I don't give a fuck. I'm not losing
Okay.
nothing. I
Well, would
don't.
you act like it?
You're not
When
losing
don't
nothing.
give a fuck, don't have a lot of energy.
After this, I'm
The
done.
fuck don't have a lot of energy, baby.
Bitch, you old
You got
now.
too much energy for don't give a fuck.
I fuck with some.
You got
Don't
too much energy for don't give a fuck, babe.
don't give a fuck, bitch. You
No,
wherever
I really don't give a fuck. I
you
really don't.
for chaos,
I mean,
bitch.
I don't give a fuck that I'm willing for us to end the conversation right now and never speak again. Do
When you
you don't give a fuck that
let
much too?
see
Do you don't give a fuck that much too? That I ain't even worth talking to. Don't let me give a fuck enough for you not to even want to indulge. I
bitch.
mean, disappear. Don't show me that you don't give a fuck. Thank you. Now, hello.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, I'm good. I got to say my piece. Everybody got it. Everybody want to go their separate ways. Good. The only thing that I ask is that those back chats that y'all going in and them phone calls that y'all making to get people against me and all this dumb shit that's going on, it ain't even worth it. I mean, even just the fact that I'm being told crazy stuff like that. Well, y'all done gone too far. I mean, you're in too motherfucking deep. I don't mind the breakup. I don't mind us having to go through it a little bit. But all this shit that we doing, trying to make people hate, trying to come up with all these lies and all these fights and shit. John, I haven't did any lies on you, haven't talked about you at all. But you constantly refer to me in your lives. So I would like us to really move forward and go our separate ways and stop this. I really want it to end. You ain't got to talk to me, them about me, or nobody else no
Look,
more.
I've been on that. You keep coming around me. I've been on
I
that.
don't keep
I
coming
wasn't
around
against
you.
you, but I don't
I
want to talk
did
to you.
come around you because I felt that somebody
You need to not come around me
was
after you did
attacking
what you
you.
did to me.
You correct.
After you did what you
When
did to me,
Brandon,
you should not
yes,
come around
when
me.
Brandon came, I did
No, not
come.
Brandon. After what you did to me on that
Mhm,
panel, and
mhm,
you knowing the truth and me knowing the truth, yeah, you
mhm,
should have not came around me after that because you know what you did. And I told you,
mhm.
malicious, vindictive, and karma's a bitch, right?
And you remember what
Look
I
how
said
it turned
last
out
night? Do
for
you
you.
remember what I said
Look
last
how
night
it
to
turned
you?
out. You
Do
being
you
malicious against me. Look
remember
how it turned out
John
against
Frank?
you.
John Frank,
Mighty
let's talk.
ironic.
Listen, John, do you remember the last
Now
thing
you
I
need to
said to
do
you last
nothing.
night? Do you remember the last thing I said to you last night? If that is the case, that deleted live that you thought that I didn't hear, why did you do that live on me? Why did you why did you even tell your friends that you and I were working things out? Didn't y'all just say, why didn't you just tell them that we agreed to separate, not to mention each other? And you could stop referencing me. Just leave
I
me
don't know
the
what you're
fuck
talking
alone like
about.
you want.
You the one
Leave
coming
me
after me. I
alone
don't care.
like you.
You the
I'm
one
not
that
coming
shared
up,
me on Mama
John.
Cynthia post. You the one that keep coming in my chat. You the one that keeps saying hi to me in other people's chat after you made everybody think that I'm this big egregious person. So why don't you run with that idea? Because I told you the grass ain't greener, especially when you lie on me.
Apologize.
Yeah, you
John, you're
shouldn't have
right.
lied on
I
me.
should
You
never
shouldn't
had
have
to
lied
at
on me.
least I should never have tried to be adult and cordial with you. I will not show up. I promise
No,
you.
you felt guilty for
Who
lying on me and what you did.
no,
And
let's
then you
say
try to
no,
come
I don't
around
feel
because I
guilty.
was
I
done with
don't
you.
feel guilty,
I was
John.
so done with you,
I
bro.
think,
And not
John, you
even
want to
in a
talk
bad
about
way.
it? You want to talk
Not
about
really.
it?
I just
I
want to
think you
tell
want to
you.
know what's wrong. You know what
No.
I feel like? What I feel like is that I am caught in a bad ass motherfucking relationship that I want to get out of and you won't
Uh-huh.
let me go. I
But
wish
you're looking
you
for
will
me.
let
That's
me go.
crazy.
No, John,
That's
you're
crazy that you're
whining.
looking for
You
me
keep
and
doing
you telling me
lies.
I won't let you
I
go.
even know that
That's
you're UP. I
bananas.
even know that you even
That's
being with UP to
bananas.
piss me
That's
off.
crazy
You don't
talk.
even like UP. You over there to piss me off. All the little
She my
dumb shit that you,
UP's my
all the little
grandmother.
dumb shit that you
That's
keep
my
doing.
YouTube grandmother.
Going to people,
That's my
talking to
YouTube
people
grandmother
about me.
now.
You sitting up there with, why was you even talking about me with people? Okay? I mean, all the dumb shit that you going, I
Yo,
fucked
you
up.
popped the
Look,
live on me.
John,
You lied to
John,
our mutual
let's
friends. You
admit the
turned people
truth. John,
against me.
let me
You
admit
did
the
it
truth.
purposely,
I fucked up.
maliciously.
John,
What are you
John,
talking
look,
about?
John,
What are
listen.
you talking
I
about?
fucked up.
And you
Listen,
expect me
John,
to take your
John
side
Frank,
after you lied on me?
John Frank,
That's
John Frank,
crazy for me to do
John
some shit
Frank.
like that.
Uh-huh.
Hello, and they don't believe me. That's
Hey,
crazy for me to do some
hey,
shit like
John
that,
Frank.
knowing that
John
you're
Frank.
lying.
I really
No.
wish I recorded our last conversation. I really do.
Why? Yeah, I wish you recorded the part where I said, "Why didn't you comment on my son's birthday? Were you that mad at me?" And the answer you gave me was so shitty that it let me know that we was never real nothing, and it
What
let
did
me
I
know
say to
that
you?
you've
What
been
did I say
using me
to
all
you?
this fucking time because
What
you an
did I
energy
say to
vampire.
you? What did I say?
You said
What did
you
I
didn't
say?
comment happy birthday to my son because we're going through so much shit and you didn't want to make it stressful. That's a
No,
shitty
what I
answer.
said to you is that
And that's
I
why
knew
I
it was
said
your
I'm
son's
gonna know how
birthday.
I treat
I
you after you
said,
said me
John, let
that.
me tell you what I said. I said, but you was throwing so many daggers and shots. I was just trying to duck them and stay out your way. That's what I said. And that is the truth.
That's
1 minute
crazy.
you, when we get on the panel, we was
That's
just on
crazy.
the panel, John, we was just on the panel with MoneyBoy. You and I agreed that things were cool, and if we really wanted to talk to one another, that we could. And we kind of left
Listen,
it at that, and I was like, it was
when you did
goodbye.
not say
So,
happy birthday to my son, I writ you off. It's over. That's it. You showed me who you are, and that's it.
John Frank, you just told me last
It's
night that you
over.
wanted us to talk. Why did you want us to
No, I
talk?
no, I wanted y'all to squash it. I wasn't
No,
trying to
no,
be
no,
cool
no.
with y'all.
Me and you, me and you, me and you, me and you.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you, and you answered it for me right there. So we didn't have to talk. You answered it when I ended up asking you in that same thing, and I didn't.
Mhm.
But we ended up doing the call anyway. All I wanted to ask you was the shit about my son's birthday. I said this is going to determine how I treat you. I wasn't going to threaten you,
No, no,
and I
no, no,
wasn't
no, no.
threatening you.
You said that after you spoke with me when we got gears, after we talked to Mimi them, that you wanted us to have a
Gears wasn't on the line
conversation.
when we talked about my
What
son. I know,
I
but that's what
said
I
that
wanted to ask
John
you.
Frank, but what I said to you, what we said that we agreed to talk afterwards. We didn't talk until in detail. Why, if you had got your answer before and you still wasn't trying to have a resolve, why did we had a conversation with Gears afterwards? What was that called for?
I don't know. You called me. I already got my
You
thing. I
told
already got
me,
my
right?
answer.
Because you told me you wanted to talk.
That was I already asked you the question though.
Lord, my God. Okay,
I
okay.
did tell you I want to talk, but I already asked you the question a
No,
little bit
we had
after, and you
already talked
answered it.
about that, and then we had
You
already
didn't know
talked
what my
about that,
question was. If I don't remember, so
John,
you tell me what I want to talk
John.
about with you with years.
When you what
You
you
tell me
wanted to
then.
talk about, what you wanted to talk about with me and Gears, you said you wanted to talk about our relationship. Exactly what you said. The funny thing is that you did ask me about your son, one of the first things that you asked. And after I asked you that, and you said, we need to talk, right? And I said, talk
No, but
about
that
what?
was
I
what I
said,
had to
our
talk about.
relationship. No, we had
That was
already
it.
squashed
That
the
was
son
it.
thing. We had
No,
already squashed that, John. Yes. And afterwards, that's why I called you back and I was like, what's up, John? I said, you said you wanted to talk and you proceeded to talk. And that's when
I
you
didn't
started
know that was
telling
because of
me,
that.
no, no,
All
no,
right,
no, no,
it was
no,
the
no, no, no.
confusion
You
then.
started talking. And that's when you started telling me what you and Mimi had been talking about me. And I said, John, you were talking about me? Really? I said, but I had already told you before then that I had told Mimi and them that I would not talk about you. And all of them had already agreed, so I didn't get it. And that was our conversation.
Bro, I don't talk about you to these people. If anything, if I'm in the background with me and Too Strong, and I'm talking to them, and they say something that I know to be incorrect about you, I'm gonna be the first one to be like, "Nah, I know that to not be true." So why
But
you
why would
Nah,
thinking
y'all
he
I'm
even
working
cutting
against
edge.
have,
you
but
because
look,
Too
John, but
Strong
the thing
said a
is,
few
why
things
would
out
you be
loud
having, but
doesn't
why
mean
would
that
you
that's
even
actually what it
allow
was,
them to have, I won't even allow them to have a conversation with me about you. It's off limits, like you say Vaughn
bro.
is. It's
Yeah, you
off
should have
limits.
never let
If you
Vaughn
felt the
fuck
way
up
you
our
felt about
relationship.
Vaughn, why are you
You
doing
should
the
have never
opposite
did that.
now?
There's a
Why
lot of
you
shit you
did
should have
you
never
because
did to get
are
us
you
to this point.
done?
You
Why
didn't
your
take
shit always
accountability
one
for what
sided?
you did,
You this
why
big
you don't have the
loyal
same
nigga,
loyalty that you
and
used
whatever
to
I
have.
should do
I'm
shouldn't
sorry.
change who you
You
are.
don't deserve it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't want
You
it.
don't
I
deserve
swear
it
I
no
don't
more.
want it. That's the part that you're not
Okay then. So
getting. I wish
then
that
it
we
doesn't matter then.
can
Then
we
nothing matters.
okay.
You don't
Then can
deserve it
we
though.
That is fine, John. It is fine. The only thing that I want for both of us to be able to walk away peacefully. I don't care whose friends you are.
Bro, I
I
don't
don't
got beef with you. I was telling them to leave it alone. I don't got problems with you. You started up last night or this morning or whatever, and we don't got no problems. I told
I
them I
didn't
don't want
start
to
up
take it there with
anything.
you.
If I remember
I told
correctly, I
them
said something to Mimi and you responded to a post to Mimi. Remember you shared it. UP shared what you said, sir.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You
Look,
know the
either
one that you
way,
said, Miss T, you going down bad.
whatever. I don't care. Look,
No, no, no,
it's
no,
all
no.
good.
We talking about
No
you said
beef.
that I woke up. You said that I woke up talking about you. No, I did not. I did
No,
not
you
mention
started
you.
with Amber last night, and then you started
I
in the
didn't
morning
start
with
anything with Amber last night.
sharing all
Amber,
LPG
no,
shit. Come
Amber,
on, you
I
know
was,
you
hey,
bad
John
out here.
Frank, y'all trying to start shit with me. Amber,
No,
I was watching UP live. UP pinned Amber comment because I felt that me and Amber still didn't have a motherfucking problem. I could answer her question for her. The
well,
truth.
I told Amber
That's all the
don't and
fucking
don't.
was. Y'all
I
reading
told
into
Amber
bullshit and
don't
feeding
start
shit
with
because
Mr.
y'all
Warner
got a
because
bunch
it's
of
gonna get real
rotten shit
serious.
going on. That's what the
I don't
fuck is
got
going
nothing.
on.
Who
If
me?
y'all wasn't
I don't got.
guilty,
Listen, bro.
y'all
I
wouldn't
don't got nothing
always
right.
think something fucking going on.
Bro, I don't got nothing writing, nothing crazy going on with me, and nothing nefarious. I ain't
You
making
just
no fake
accused me of
page,
something
and
over
I ain't
me
saying
and
I ain't
a
telling
post
nobody let's have
and
fake
telling
beef
Amber
to
what the
make you
fucking
PT.
answering
I'm
her
not doing
question.
none of that shit.
I
I'm not
wasn't
doing none of that
nasty
dumb
to
shit.
her or disrespectful. So what's the problem?
To
Y'all
who?
acting like I
Oh,
said something foul, and that's what the fuck you been doing. Even you did the shit with Vonnie about a post with Uni from 6
no, you was
motherfucking
foul for
days
that.
ago.
You was foul for that.
No, you was
Mimi's
wrong for that.
father's in the
You
hospital.
started some shit with that. You started
Mimi's
some shit
father,
with
I
that.
never even told Uni about it until today. So if I was starting shit, I would have told Uni when it happened. I didn't even bring that shit to her.
Who told
Neither
Uni
everything
today?
that Bonnie told me, I
Who
didn't bring
told
that shit to
Uni
her
today,
neither.
John Frank? Who told Uni today?
Me, because she called me about. I mean,
Why
she
would you
called. I
tell
said, "Can I?"
Uni something like that about her dad? And you said that her dad was in a situation. Do you think that was important enough
I
to tell
used
her?
her name in a post today, and I say, "Yo, I'm using your name in this post. Is that cool with you or not cool with you?" Because I was going to take it out.
But John,
That's
if you
why.
saying John, that live was about that we were talking about that I wrote under it back that day was the live when Vonnie y'all was telling Vonnie that that the way that she feel is because the other half that agree with her is they hate Bam. And I was saying in the chat that well we could say that y'all hate Lovely while y'all trying to convert her. And then I kind of fell asleep after the conversation and I was like surprised y'all went live for 3 more hours. And I said on the panel, damn Vaughn, I ain't know y'all went for 3 hours. I'm getting ready to look at this and see uni. And that was it. I never came back and said anything because we never looked at the live. I don't know any of that. But all I'm
Well, let me
hearing
tell
out
you
your
this.
mouth
I gave
is
you the
that I
benefit of the
started
doubt.
something
I'm telling
and
you the
I
optics
got
of
that
it.
from Uni on Uni Live stressing about her dad that she don't know what her problem with me is when Uni and I don't have a problem, but John told her that shit.
I told her what?
Go listen to her live and see if she talking about Miss Tawana and you saying you the one who talked to her about this Bonnie shit. You started this and this was old shit. This was
Why did you do it
nothing.
the day
It
after
was
her
just
dad
a
goes
debate
into the
of
hospital? No,
us
no,
being
no, no,
friends
no.
with Lovely the Great. Why are you taking this to her?
Why
And what
are
did
you
you have to do
tagging
with it?
Vonnie? Why are you tagging Vonnie to Uni's video
Because
to
I was
instigate?
in the chat with Vonnie that night and I tagged her that morning because I didn't finish. And I said, Vonnie, I didn't get finished listening. I didn't know y'all was live for 3 hours. I don't know what business of that is yours.
Mm. Now Vonnie said you can go look at what you posted, but Vonnie took it as yeah, Uni did check me, and then Vonnie calls me. I'm not putting myself in this shit.
Well,
Vonnie
what do
calls
that?
me to ask
What
me,
do?
did Uni check me? Can you? And I said no, she didn't, but I don't really remember. I'll watch the video for you. But Uni's my friend. I
But
don't
what
think
does
she did
any of
that.
that,
I
John? My
watched the video.
question to
You
you,
sending
John.
money off on Uni because you think Uni got a problem with you.
Hey, John Frank.
That's my accusation.
John Frank. Yes, that's your accusation because Uni don't. I never thought that Uni ever had a problem with me. I think Uni actually likes me a whole lot. I think these
She do.
narratives that you are putting
She
out on
do.
me is bad. You just said that you thought that I had a
Yo,
problem with
I
Uni,
wish Uni
and
was
you know
here
that's
right
not to
now.
be the truth.
I wish
It would be
Uni
like
was here right now.
John. That would be like I would say, "Damn, John, you get tired of Uni calling you begging you for money, wouldn't it?"
See, if Uni says she got a problem with
Come
both
on,
of y'all,
nigga. Don't do
and
that
the
dumb shit.
reason,
I never
no,
said
listen,
that to you.
if
I
Uni
never
says she
said,
got a
John, you
problem
making
with
up
y'all,
shit. That's
if
why
Uni
we
says
can't
she got a
break up
problem with
and
y'all,
go about our business because you
hold on. See, no, you trying to lie on me.
you keep lying. I'm
Slow it
not
down,
lying
slow it
on you,
down, slow it
John
down.
Frank.
Because
I'm
you
not
don't
lying
know
on
what
you.
me and Uni talk
John,
about. You
John,
don't know what me and
don't
Uni
know what
talk
you
about.
talk about. I
Listen,
know what me
why
and
would
you
I
talk
put
about.
something
I
in
know what me
Uni's
and
head
you talk
against
about.
you?
But let's
Why
get
would
to
I
the
put
point at
what
hand.
benefit is it? What
John
benefit
Frank,
is it to
what
me
did you
to put
have to
Uni
do?
something in Uni's head
What did
against
you
you?
have to do? And
What
why would
benefit
you,
is it to
if
me?
you know that me and
What
you,
benefit
why
is
would
it
you
to
need
me
to
though?
tell
I'm not gonna
Uni?
stop until
What
you
do you
answer.
even have to do with
You
it?
trying
Why
to
are you
deflect
in
and change
a
the
bunch of
subject.
women's shit? Why are you
Why
in
do
the
you
middle of
think?
our shit? You
Why
on
do
the
you
phone with
think?
these women.
Oh
You
my God!
on back there.
Because I'm a ladies' man.
Yes, you
That's why.
making
Because
calls.
I'm a
You
ladies'
putting
man. That's
posts.
why.
John, you
Because the
are
hoes
really
love
going
me.
out
That's why.
bad.
The
You are
hoes love me.
contacting
That's why.
you know how
The
many
hoes
women,
love me.
do
That's
you
why.
know how many
The
women
hoes
have
love
come
me.
out and saying
The
that you
hoes love
reaching
me.
out to them about me?
Who?
What the
Who?
fuck is
Name them.
going on?
Name
What
them.
the fuck
Yo,
is going
you sound
on?
crazy. I wish Uni was here right now. Because she gonna tell you the same thing True Strong said.
Joe,
She gonna tell you the same thing Mimi said. And guess what? When they have a wrong narrative about y'all, since I'm their friend, I could tell them, hey, you're wrong about this person. Hello. Why the fuck would I tell them you against them when I tell them you're not against them? The fuck? If they thought you was against them, I'm the one telling them, nah, I don't feel that way. Why would you
but
think
you just
otherwise?
said that Uni loves me. I love Uni, but you think that I have a problem with Uni. Uni
I don't
happened to
think you
go
have a
live
problem. You
today
tagged into that
about
post
you
the
going
day
live
after,
all
and I
day
told you my
saying that Miss
accusation.
Tawana
I
got
told you
all
my
this shit
accusation.
started, and Miss Tawana sent Vonnie to a live, Miss
Because
Tawana,
you
and
know
then
Vonnie is
Uni go
send off.
live and say, Miss
Come on.
Tawana, I don't know what your problem is with me. You around here starting shit everywhere, John Frank. About
I'm
me, you
saying.
putting me in shit.
Yo, the same people you talking about, just
You
like Too
putting
Strong. I said if it wasn't for Mr. Warner
John,
saying
why
good
are you
things
in
about
all
you,
this shit? Why are you in
y'all
all
trying to
this shit?
twist it. It's not my
Damn.
fault you motherfuckers decided to try to ostracize me, and the motherfuckers that didn't try to
Nigga, you
ostracize me
all of
try
y'all
to
got,
talk
oh
to
my
me,
God,
and you
y'all,
mad.
I swear to
That's what it
God,
is.
y'all, I
You
feel like
expect me
I'm
not
in
to
a
talk to
fucking
nobody? I'm
nightmare.
not supposed to talk to
All these
nobody? Who am I supposed
people
to talk
are
to then?
talking about
Who
me,
am I supposed to
trying to
talk
push
to?
them out and talking about
And
me
I'm telling them
as
when they're
if
wrong.
they
And I'm
cannot
telling
get
them when they're
along
wrong.
without
It's
me.
not my
This shit is
problem they don't like
fucking
you.
sickening.
It's
It's
your
fucking
problem. It's
sickening.
not my problem. I'm
It's
not making them not like
scary.
you. It's all
Fuck.
because of you. I
Yo,
promise you that.
please. This shit is
It's all because
crazy.
of you. It's all because of
John,
you. It don't got
please,
nothing to do
please,
with me.
baby.
If
Just go
motherfuckers don't
ahead.
like you,
Oh
you
my
think it's because of
God.
me people don't like you? You think I have that power to stop somebody? You can't. You don't even have the power to
I'm
stop
worried
people from
about
liking
you,
me.
John
So
Frank.
how do I
Oh
have the
my
power to
God.
stop people from liking you?
Hey, John,
Make it
I'm
make
going to do you
sense.
a favor, John. I see how
Do me
serious this
10
is.
favors.
I
Do me
see
10
how serious
favors
it
if
is.
you
What
owe
I
me.
would do, John, only thing that I can possibly do is I need to get off YouTube because you
I don't
need
care. You gonna
help.
do the crybaby
You
sob
need
story. That
help,
shit don't
baby.
work on me.
You
You
really
okay?
need help.
We
I'm
both
gonna
need
go
help though.
ahead,
We both need
Gears
help.
and Money Boy, because this is just in fucking sane crazy. And I don't
Okay.
know how I can't
See you
fix it.
tomorrow, Mr. Warner.
I'm good. Good Lord. Okay, y'all.
Look, the
We'll
truth shall
see you
set you free.
tomorrow, Mr.
Remember that.
Warner.
All
The
right.
truth shall set you free.
Yeah, the truth shall set me
Look up
free.
the word accountability. Should be be all right.
Y'all done.
I got love for her, but yo, she's tough. She's tough. She's tough as fuck. Don't get it twisted. She's tougher than me. I'm telling you.
Yeah, folks crazy. I gotta ask again. Is this a play? I just gotta
Nah,
ask.
I
I
hate the
heard the
fact that
word player. I heard the
oh,
word play throughout this live an awful
but
lot,
look,
so I just had to
they ain't
ask.
had nothing to do with me. I didn't even know about that shit that they was talking about. I thought they was lying. I'm like, she ain't never did no plays with me. We ain't never did no fake plays or nothing like that shit. I never did that. Well, that's why I was like, what? I ain't believe it.
That's
Certain
gonna
shit
be
I
the
don't
talk of
believe because I ain't
YouTube
witnessed it.
tomorrow. That's definitely gonna be the talk of YouTube tomorrow. The play, who was involved, the players.
Man, I'm
That
over
was
this shit.
that
I
was
want no
already
problems with
exposed
her.
yesterday, so that's old news. That wasn't nothing
Oh,
new.
see, I didn't know. I ain't in the loop.
Yeah, all that was said yesterday.
Jeez, did boy the hell y'all is causing hell the first one. It seemed like everybody is cool though. It wasn't too much friction. It seemed like everybody is able to go their separate ways. But goddamn, if the church ladies can't stay together, what the heathens gonna do? What we gonna do?
Turn Muslim.
That's haram.
Yo, look, I've been up here mad long. I'm about to get up out of here. You still up here, Trey?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm trying to figure out how to cut my daughter tablet down. This motherfucker loud as hell.
Man, Trey, I want to curse you out. You heard? You want to fight later? Holla at me.
For what?
I just want to
I'm
fight.
glad you stayed around.
I just want to fight.
You threw a tantrum at
No, I
the
want
beginning
problems.
of this
Yo,
journey.
bro, imagine
You
somebody.
threw a
Listen,
tantrum
they
6
have
minutes in.
listen. They have $1 million community that they could get a panel from anybody, right? Anybody. They wanted to bring it on your shit, and guess what? They didn't want it to be what it was. They just wanted to tell their side. And my whole thing is, if you're gonna straight tell your side and lie, at least do it on your panel.
Man,
Don't do it
she
on
knew
somebody else. That's
somebody was
fucked up.
gonna ask to come up.
Nah. She told you what her intentions were. She wanted to
If
do.
she didn't want
I'm
people to
telling my
come up, she
side
would have did it on her
uncontroverted,
channel. But
uncontested.
if she didn't want people to come up though, she would have did it on her channel and just not drop
She
the
never
link.
do it on her channel, so you can't say that.
She do lives.
No, she don't. She do videos.
I didn't see her do a live before.
That's back in the day. She don't mix her content with this stuff because she's doing
That's a good
content.
thumbnail, ain't it? That's a good thumbnail.
Well, look, I don't want to talk about her no more because she don't want me to talk about her. I'm just over it. I just want peace.
Yeah, I think everybody got it.
Yeah, it's all your fault though, but good job. I'm out.
Thank everybody for coming up. I learned a lot. I ain't know a lot of this shit. Gear said it came out yesterday, but it's news to me today. I think a lot of people in the chat were like, I ain't know this shit neither. So yeah, it was a lot. And then we also learned that UP is John Frank's YouTube grandmother. We heard the man say that. I see y'all was like, what the fuck in the chat too. But yeah, that was said. Yeah. Gears, what's your takeaway from all of this?
My takeaway is I'm the truth, and I'm always gonna be the truth, and I'm right because I'm motherfucking right.
All right, y'all. That was what, 3.5 hours to the next episode. Little channel, big voice. We out. Low key niggas hating cause they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we gon' eat.